100% rain today. Wow, they ain't messing around.
I got to fly today, too. That's correct. That's always what you see when you get on a plane, just black clouds.
Black clouds ahead. Good morning, it's Opie and Jimmy. And Ant on his way in.
He'll be here shortly.
Mel Hall. Jimmy is obsessed with Mel Hall. Being an old Yankee fan, right?
Yeah, man. He was, I believe, a center fielder. And
Mel Hall was kind of like a utility player, wasn't he?
I thought he played full time, but that was in the 80s. I was doing bad things back then. I don't remember. Or 90s, maybe.
Maybe played a few years full time. Then it seemed like he was kind of more of a utility player. Played in the 80s for the Yankees, you're saying?
I think so.
Maybe
Danny,
late 70s, possibly?
Maybe you could check. I don't know exact dates.
Well, he's in a bit of trouble.
Mel Hall is in Dutch.
Oh, boy, is he. What did he get, 45 years yesterday?
Fucking ex-Major League player Mel Hall sentenced 45 years for raping a girl.
12 years old.
Oh, yeah, 12 years, right.
And I guess 5 girls testified at his trial. Oh, is he in trouble? And
we met Mel Hall. It's when we were off the air.
No, we didn't.
I just said we file traded with him.
I didn't exchange emails with Mel Hall.
When we were off the radio.
I'm trying to remember. Did we really?
I know. I got a photo with him. I remember it. We were in Dallas.
Uh-huh.
I was doing the Improv years ago down there, probably 2003, and we went to a Pugs and Kelly event. They're friends of ours. And Mel Hall was there. And I remember being like, fuck, Mel Hall, he played for the Yankees. I took a photo with him, and which I will be twittering later if I can find it.
Of course you will. That's a good tweet right there. He'll be out when he's 93. That's all right.
He's got to do, dude, they had a bunch of, these weren't violent rapes, but he's, I guess, a pedo.
But I guess what happened, he was coaching a basketball team, but like an elite women's basketball team, I guess. Even and somehow he got in trouble with the 12-year-old.
Yeah, there's all young girls. There's a bunch of girls that testified that he was like inappropriate with them. And there's a couple of them are like a little weird testimony. One girl said he just grabbed me and I thought it was inappropriate, said a woman who's now 19. So I don't know exactly what he did, but I know that he's got to do 22 and a half years before he's eligible for parole.
Wow.
You know, look, I enjoyed him as a player, but if you fuck around with a 12-year-old, I guess that's what you deserve.
You got to go away.
In Texas, he lives in Fort Worth, Texas. They don't play games.
No, of course
Texas
not.
does not fuck around with anything.
He's lucky they don't execute him down there.
22 years. He's 45. You think he's like trying to keep his chin up going, look, 67 years old. It's not that old in this day and age.
Yeah, right. I don't think you do that at all. I think you hang yourself in jail after a couple of years.
Speaking of Mel Hall, welcome back, Ed.
Hi.
I'd
I'd have made it if it wasn't for the fucking rain.
Good old rain outside.
I know it.
It was such a hacky thing I just said. I said, welcome back, because I'm just talking about Mel Hall. Do you know Mel Hall? You didn't hear about it?
Mel Hall's going to jail for
45 years.
For 45 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he was had a thing with a 12-year-old.
Oh, yeah, well.
And he's got to do it. He's got to do at least 22.
22 and a half years before he's eligible for parole. So he's got to do 22 and a half really good years. Don't cut anybody in line. Oof. Don't fight because you're a pedo.
Yeah. Don't yell. Nothing.
No talking in the hallways.
Putting boogers in your food at the table.
There's no way they're going to treat him well.
Stealing your crumb cake. We always do that.
You imagine someone putting a booger in your crumb cake and you just got to take it?
Take it. What are you going to do?
You got to take everything they dish out.
Yeah. Eat around it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, poor Mel Hall. He's an old Major League Baseball player. I think a few people out there know who Mel Hall is.
I'm sure a lot of the Yankee fans know who he is. I guarantee, because I remember...
Wait, how old is he?
45.
He's 40. Well, they're saying he's going away for 45. He's got to be older than 45.
He's 48.
All right, he's 48.
Okay.
So he'll be, like I said, 93 when he gets out.
A dirty birdie?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I don't know how old the kids were. 12
yeah.
years old, and the other ones they didn't say.
No.
I don't know if
he's gone away for a while.
I don't know if he raped all of them. I think he raped the 12-year-old, and the other ones testified.
I guess it's a statutory thing.
Yeah.
He's in deep shit.
He is in trouble. So that's one of the big...
God damn, they said as the verdict was read, he looked skyward and swayed back and forth. That's just like...
That's pondering.
No, it's not. This is how it's going to look when I hang myself.
Yeah. You know what? That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are you thinking when that happens? Like, it's like... Obviously, you fucked up. You should go to jail for that shit.
Yeah.
But just as like the selfish, you're selfish. Obviously, if you
That's
do that
not even
shit.
a fuck up. That's like I just need to get young pussy. Like
I got to go to jail.
Yeah, he's willing to risk it all. That's
Yeah.
not a fuck up. That is like, I will do this and hope for the best and hope that I never get caught.
Well, what is it like to do anything? Say like 'cause with this one, it's like a shitty crime, but anything to have a jury read 45 years.
And you
like-
just sit there like,
I think your life just stops. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve to either, but what happened? Like, say it's armed robbery or whatever.
yeah.
What the fuck do you do besides go to jail?
You go to jail. Yeah.
Just start figuring out what you could sneak in with your hiney.
And then they usually spend all their time, though, like figuring out how to get out. Not escaping or anything, but, legal wrangling and reading their law documents. And then some people just, getting raped in the shower and
It's
taking
just-
it.
It becomes your life.
Yeah.
I believe it just becomes your life. I think the day in
Yep.
court when they tell you got 45 years,
That's a biggie.
You can't even imagine the feeling you're having. But then I would guess
Yeah, how far?
less than a month, it just is your life. And you're like, all right, this is my life now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Because every time they talk to some of these guys that have been away a while, you could see it in their eyes. Yeah, this is just my life. It's different than yours, but I get to watch, HBO and, I socialize. And I think it just becomes what it is.
But there are guys who like, and I don't know what Mel Hall's life was like without baseball, but there are guys that go in and out of jail. They're tough guys from the whatever. For them, maybe because they've been there since they were 18, 20. They're used to going back. They know the system. They're tough dudes. They're not gonna get their ass fucked. But a guy like him, let's just say, I don't think he's ever been in jail before. Let's say a guy like him, who was a Yankee, who had a great life, he probably makes a nice living. All of a sudden, just an axe across your life. A guy who's not used to being
Here's
in jail.
where the new life starts.
Yeah.
Not as good as the old life.
I'd love to. Maybe one of the listeners has been in jail. How long does it take to adjust?
I think it does, though. What Op's saying is right. You got to sit there and think, all right, well, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
You have your rituals for every day, and looking in from the outside, it looks horrible. It would be horrible. I would never want to go there. Jesus Christ! But today I get up, I go to the yard for a while, get my lunch. I'll do this.
I
read.
think I was going to say, if I could have access to books, I'd be fine in jail. I'm not saying I'd be like, yes.
Yeah. Rip
Rocking.
the hard covers off and tape them over your butt.
Right.
And then read them.
But if I was able to get books, that's all you need. Let your imagination go wild. And then when you dream, when you dream, you're just not in jail anymore.
Wouldn't that suck if every dream you have, you're in jail? It's like, could I just get out in my dreams for a minute?
So let's think about it. I mean, if you go to jail 8 to 10 hours a day, you're not in jail.
You're not in jail?
You're in a field. If you get a fine sex dream, you're banging something. Next thing you know,
thought of that.
next thing you know, you're playing in the NBA one night.
Yeah.
So then you wake up and go, oh, fuck, I'm in
I'm
jail. Then you read a little book, get a little food, maybe get a little air, and then you go back to dreaming and you're out of jail again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's say hi to Joe in Albany. Joe, I love how we could simplify things on this show. Dreaming helps the jail time go by fast. Joe, what do you got?
When Mel Hall was with the Yankees, he would pick on Bernie Williams mercilessly, and they ended up releasing him because Bernie Williams was more important to the team then. And he used to put his batting gloves in his back pocket
Okay.
so that after he hit home runs, he could wave bye to the players on the other team.
Oh, because the glove would kind of go up and down as he's running?
Yeah.
What an ass.
He deserves all 45 years.
Maybe he could put them gloves in some assless chaps.
She isn't.
Yeah.
It was one of the girls who testified said she was 15, and Hall was in his first season with the Yankees, which was 1989. And this is just like ones that are going back to
Mel Hall's first year with the Yankees was 89?
89, yes.
We got that one wrong. I thought he was in the
About
late
the
70s,
same-
early 80s.
He played from 86.
At the same time as Luis Polonio was with the team, and he got convicted for.
Yeah, he did. Luis Polonio, I think, got in some trouble, too. And 83 to 96 was Mel Hall.
Oh,
Raphael
83 to 86,
Septien from the
okay.
Cowboys was their field goal kicker for years. I think he had something with a 12-year-old, too. I believe. I don't want to just say that without being 100%
Field goal
sure.
kicker for the Yankees?
For the Cowboys.
Yeah, okay.
Raphael Septien, yeah,
Right,
number
right.
one.
All right.
Happy
Ooh,
birthday,
he-
Jimmy.
Thank
was
you.
All right.
dirty.
Let's go to Striker. Striker.
Striker.
Morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, I want to know how good Mel Hall's attorney is in Texas. And he only got 45 years. I've got a friend from high school who 6 years ago was convicted of one count of inappropriate sexual contact with a minor by a person in a position of trust, and he got 99 years, and he has to do a minimum of 50. So I want to know how.
They actually say within a position of trust too. I like that. It's like it puts an extra fucking penalty on you for being a teacher or somebody who.
They pump up that charge.
He volunteered in his church group, and he and his wife had adopted this girl and her mother, like to help them get better in life. And it was I sat through his trial, and it was like a Lolita type situation.
Yeah.
And he got 99 years, and he has to do a minimum of 50. And the girl actually was begging the court to give him leniency at his sentencing because she felt bad for what she did to get him in trouble.
Oh, she kind of let him on a little bit, maybe. Maybe that young
little.
little.
I'm sure Uncle Paul would have liked that.
Well, how did he get caught?
Little Lolita. Yes.
How did he get caught, sir?
The girl's mother kind of suspected something strange had happened. The two had been alone.
She was walking like
exactly.
John Wayne, and Mom said, "What's the problem?"
Yeah. You're either the quiet man or someone's been creepy. You know, there's a.
They had never had sex. It was just.
Right.
It was inappropriate, non-sexual contact by a person in a position of trust.
He was diddling or something, though.
You
Come
think
on.
about that, and you're sitting in jail going, "I should have just went all the way." Jesus Christ!
You're trying to tell me he got 99 years for a hard-on hug?
Yeah.
He did something, my friend.
You know what? You're right. Mel was creepy. This is this one. They said he was impressed with the 12-year-old girl's talent and wanted to start a basketball team. Oh. And there was a woman, I guess, who trusted Mel and let him around her kids. She testified that Hall exposed himself to her and her younger brother while their parents were away. It's like he took his dick out in front of her and her little brother,
God.
and then he taught the girl how to perform oral sex. It's like he was creepy. That's creepy shit, man.
And he didn't get his lawyer isn't that great. I mean, his life's over. Mel Hall goes to jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, if you get community service, you have a great lawyer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're picking up crap on the side of the road going, "This rules."
You think Bernie Williams right now is strumming his little guitar playing a song about Mel Hall? You shouldn't have talked shit, you kid toucher. Strum.
Strum.
That's my whole song,
Make
folks.
it sound like jazz, blah, blah, blah. Rob in Jersey.
Good evening.
Hey,
Hello, Rob.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you guys think Patty from David Letterman rally yesterday would have said about this.
Oh, she would love the word rape.
Yeah, rape.
Rape.
He should have went to jail because he was
Rape.
raped, so he did rape, and he went to jail. Rape.
Would it be funny if Letterman just started defending Mel Hall like endlessly, and all he did was wear Mel Hall jerseys and free Mel?
Oh, my God.
How much trouble he'd get in if he only wore a Mel Hall Yankee shirt?
Punching out.
That's all it would take.
That would be great.
How angry people would be.
What's he doing?
I heard Letterman had fun with the protesters again last night.
Oh, did he?
The haters, yeah. He's having a good time over there.
It really is overshadowing Conan, too, which I don't know if that's bad or good for Conan, because Conan had so much, under a microscope. Like, is this kind of taking pressure off him just to do his show and settle in, or is it bad because it's taking the...
Conan's now running around with no clothes on in elementary schools.
Yeah.
He's just trying
Hoping to get recognized.
Getting some heat.
As I heard Conan sent a photo of his penis to Hillary Clinton.
I think the ratings come out today.
Okay.
Last ratings for Conan.
Oh, I think they know there's going to be a drop-off.
A hard build,
Drop
man.
off.
That's got to be tough.
I mean, let's be fair. It looks like it was a free fall.
Oh, was it really?
And hopefully he could start climbing back up. Who's this?
This is Robin in Detroit.
Robin, is it cold in the day?
I want to hear Anthony enacting the first thing that's going to happen when he wakes up in jail and the birds are tweeting it off and he realizes, oh, my God, I'm in jail.
That's what it would be. Mm-hmm. I'd hear like that. I'd be asleep, dreaming. This is good. Oh, God, I was having an awful nightmare that I was in prison. And I was... this is... This mattress doesn't feel as good as the one I was just waking up. I'm in prison! Holy shit! Oh, my God!
Good one, Anthony.
Now, Robin, I want
horrid.
to ask you something.
What's that?
Oh.
Red Wings.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
They played so shitty that game,
Yep.
they deserve to lose.
Yeah. It was a nice game 7, though.
It was, but not. I mean, they played like they were up 3 games to nothing in a series, and they needed to take a nap, for Christ's sake.
I like when you have to rationalize that your team was shitty, and that's like gets you through. Like you wanted them to win anyway, but then you go, they played like shit.
Yeah,
anyway, but they lost.
I think the Penguins just wanted it a little
Penguins.
more.
Oh, they won by 2 goals that last game, right? I think I watched a couple minutes before the end of it.
It was a good game 7, Robin.
Yeah, it was good.
Shouldn't
but
have
like
went
I
to
said,
Game 7 is what she's probably thinking.
Don't worry. Within 3 or 4 months, people will forget that the Red Wings were even in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, come on. That's just a low blow, Opie. Well, like I said, the better team on that day won, so what the hell are you going to do?
Phillies won the World Series against who?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you do know. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know. You know.
What, ask me the question again.
Phillies won the World Series against who?
Oh, Christ. I don't remember.
See.
Oh,
See.
my God.
No one remembers. That's what happens.
I don't remember who played against the Steelers in the damn Super Bowl.
And
So
you know
once
what?
it's over,
I have to be completely honest. I don't know who the Phillies beat in the World Series as I sit here. You forget so fast.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, we did. Once it's over, second place doesn't mean shit as much as the last place.
And I think, Robin, you're a sports fan. I could kind of tell, but you don't know.
God, that is really something.
It happens all the time, though. Steelers win the Super Bowl against who? Against who? For real.
Well, what's funny is the Lions went 0-16, and they don't look any better now than the second place team.
Yeah, right. But
So-
is there a person in the room without looking at the computer that could tell
I
me
know.
who was in the Super Bowl with the Steelers? There's a little exercise. Oh, there's people out there, hardcore sports fans, going, "Whoa." But the average person, kind of like us,
Yeah.
Probably the Steelers fans know, but we sure
see, not one person knows.
I wouldn't have been able to
Thank you.
tell.
There goes Robin.
It's terrible.
Yeah, we don't need the answer. I don't really care.
Second place rocks.
Hey, big news in the tech world.
I'll tell you some third world fucking country little kids know.
Yeah.
They're wearing them championship shirts with their names on them.
Absolutely. Big news in the tech world.
Sirius XM Radio is looking to attract some new subscribers through the launch of a new iPhone application. Subscribers to the radio service can receive the station's programming on Apple's iPhone starting today. So if you do subscribe to the internet option, you'll receive the new service at no cost, while others will have to pay about $3 a month. This is all about trying to get more and more people to subscribe to the satellite radio company and also making it easier to access its programming.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Of course that's why.
So that's today you can get the iPhone app for Sirius
already
XM?
happening,
Yes!
Jimmy.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Not
great.
just today. They
You
start
got
at
it?
midnight.
Oh, cool.
Danny, you got it?
Yeah.
And?
I don't know. I can't use it yet
Why?
because I don't subscribe to the premium online service.
Oh, see, I do.
All right.
So I'm gonna have to download it, I guess.
What's weird is we're available on it, but
Yeah.
Howard isn't.
Well, they gotta, squeak a few dollars out.
Of the company.
Well, I would gather.
Can we have his agent? For real.
All right, I'm going to grab
Way to
this
go,
app.
Bob. Way to go.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks,
yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, we're getting more listeners, though, right, Bob? More listeners for Opie and Anthony. How about you make some of the deals that Howard's making? Because I guess Howard's not on it, which is a very big deal.
Yeah.
And I guess he's just holding out for a few more bucks.
There's going to be there'll
that's
probably be a big launch of when he is.
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah.
everything's got to be the big.
Yeah, yeah.
Dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, da, dun, 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 da, 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 dun, dun. Yeah, I get it.
Like Anthony from the Twilight Zone movie.
Yes. That's good, Anthony. That's very good that you're not on.
It's okay, Howard. We'll figure
all
this
right.
out, Howard.
We get it. You're a good boy.
We'll have pomp and circumstance.
I'll send you to the cornfield, Rob.
So I don't know. It's obviously good for us because we get more listeners, but
Yeah.
Fucking dude, this is what I'll say this, what timing? Because the new iPhone comes out, what is it, next
Yeah.
week?
No, it's
No, you
actually
could
tomorrow.
Oh, stop correcting me.
tomorrow, and you people are already upgrading.
That's amazing.
As
I
well,
did the
so-
3.0 upgrade yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
XM
That's good
Premium
timing.
Online. What is this?
Huh?
Looking for an app.
You can't find the app?
I think I found it.
Sirius is S-I.
Yes.
Anthony's spelling it
Sirius-
S-E-R.
I'm spelling it XM.
Now get us on the...
Let's see. Sirius Premium Online. By the way, it's free install. I will install it. I actually went through the upgrade
Of the iPhone?
last night, even though I will be getting a new iPhone, the new one tomorrow. I figured I'd just upgrade it. I'd upgrade it. So I did, and I was so mad for a little while. I guess, a lot of people were doing the same thing. So the servers get a little, dodgy. And then my network just disappeared. It just disappeared. I could not, it wasn't identifying my home network or any other network. And then it just started working out of nowhere. But I kind of like the features, the little landscape mode typing and stuff like that.
Right.
For that, there are a lot of good things on there. But once I get the new phone, see, look, I just downloaded that app, by the way, while we were talking.
All right, get us on your iPhone. That's all I care about right now.
I am a Sirius subscriber. I am an XM subscriber. All right, I am a Sirius subscriber. Username, password. That could be a problem.
Oh, right. You don't know your username?
Well, who does? Do you know yours?
For here?
I know mine.
For listening to Sirius at home, if you need
Yeah,
to put
I
it,
do. For
you
real?
do?
Yeah.
Keith, text me my password.
So now we can't get us on the iPhone
Dude,
yet.
I don't know how to do any of
hear
the
it.
online stuff. I'm sure I have because I have it in my truck. I have XM and I have the best of Sirius. I mean, Sirius is the best of XM. I don't know how to do
It's confusing.
online.
I'm
very
radios
frightened.
I have radios that get XM but don't get the best of Sirius. I got Sirius radios that get the best of XM. I got just radios that have Sirius. It's very confusing.
Fucking people around here sure can't keep a secret. Like, I'd heard rumors about this shit and then nothing concrete and then it's here.
Yeah.
Bastards, how about helping us out?
I have Sirius on my Sonos system at home, so I know I have it. What? It's different?
Yeah, everything's
But I
different.
also have it on my Mustang.
Doesn't matter.
There we go.
If you want to listen on the iPhone, it's
I have to pay more.
It's additional.
But it says,
but you don't have premium. You have regular.
But I want premium.
So do I.
It's all very confusing.
But what happened?
We got to make it just one thing. One very easy thing.
They used to give subs away like candy.
Oh, I know.
To everybody we wanted.
No kidding.
I had like third generation's cousins, eighth removed, that were like, hey, thanks.
Yeah, we got to now pay. We got to now pay for radios. That's wonderful.
I got to pay to hear myself on my iPhone?
Yes,
It's
of course
cool. You
do.
can get Opie and Anthony on this, but you wouldn't know that from reading the
Oh, no.
description.
Oh, no.
When you go to applications, it says SiriusXM now playing on your iPhone Touch. This is the app description.
Yeah.
So you can listen to programming you love on SiriusXM on your new iPhone, iPod Touch. Hear exclusive music, all 100% commercial free.
If Bob Edwards is on there, I'm going down the hall and I'm punching someone.
No. There's some good comedy listings, though. Only SiriusXM brings you Bruce Springsteen's E Street Radio, Eminem Shade 45, and the Grateful Dead
4
channel.
hours a year, Eminem, by the way.
Yeah.
As well as...
Advertising a guy that does 4 hours a year.
4 hours
But
a year.
As your fucking workhorses are here every day.
But,
Fuck.
Hold on, let me through that.
And
There
they
might be
wonder why
more.
we're fucking frustrated.
And the Grateful Dead channel, as well as shows from artists Bob Dylan, Tom Petty. That's all music. Sports fan, switch over to any of our 24/7 sports talk channels, NFL, MLB, Home Plate, ESPN Radio. All right, need a laugh. Should be in here.
All right.
Don't we make people laugh?
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Scroll down to our comedy channels, including The Foxhole, produced by Jamie Foxx, or Raw Dog Comedy with Jim Brewer. Just want to talk? Tune in to one of our many talk and entertainment channels with radios big, including Oprah Winfrey and Martha Stewart. Talk shows on POTUS, Health on Dr. Radio. You'll find it. No mention whatsoever. Whoever's in marketing here, really, here's what it is. They honestly don't think that we have 1 ounce of ability to sell units.
No.
They
It's
don't.
gotta be. If they did think that, we would be in
They don't think this show has 1 ounce of ability to sell, unless there's something I'm completely missing.
Where's this going out to?
This is not going out anywhere. This is when you go to your if you go to the app feature on your iPhone, and it takes you to the App Store, and you put in Sirius, and you find the Sirius application.
Every app that you want to get has a pretty good description of what it's about.
Now, is this the right one, Ant? It just says Sirius XM Premium, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now you need
someone from the company had to write that up.
Without a doubt. Am I correct?
Can I? You know what?
Basic accounts restricted to subscribe premium online. Oh, I guess you got to subscribe. How do you do that?
So who was responsible for writing that up and sending it off? I want to ask Scott Greenstein,
Right.
why aren't we mentioned in this? Why? And then he wonders why we don't want to be down that side of the hall. And when 11 o'clock comes, we can't get out of here faster.
These are all serious.
We have a race to the elevator every day.
It's the race.
A race to the fucking elevator.
These are all.
And Scott Greenstein sits there. How's everything going? How's everything going?
Wait, hold on. These are all serious artists, except for baseball. So
why aren't we mentioned?
Is there another one that is XM, an XM app? It's the only one.
I wonder why we're frustrated and pissed.
Because we're treated like bastard children. Enough. I write your foxhole. God. Oh.
What's that mean?
They show virus.
Where's this?
It doesn't mean
That's
anything.
on xmradio.com.
They show
of
the
course.
iPhone app. They show virus, but virus means nothing. We want the name changed to Opie and Anthony for a long time.
Yeah, we've been trying. We gave
the
up
bottom
on
line
that.
is they just don't think there's not 1 ounce of recognizable marketing in the show.
I would love
That's
to know,
all it is.
I would love to know Scott Greenstein's explanation for this one. He has an explanation for everything.
I want to hear this one. I got it.
He's got a great explanation for everything.
I think it's just I think it's that simple. They don't think
we just sit there and listen. And go, oh, okay, Scott. All right, well, okay.
They think that's what
Once
it
again,
is.
I guess we got to see it your way, right?
Yeah.
A race to the elevator every day, and you wonder why. You can't even give us a little love with this fucking app coming out when you can't even get, Howard's not even on it. So it's a perfect opportunity to promote us. A perfect opportunity. And I've heard the numbers that we're bringing in are quite impressive.
Especially online.
So what the fuck are you waiting for?
Crazy.
They just don't. There's some kind of a weird thing going on. They just don't think there's 1 ounce of recognizable or recognition factor with the show. That's got to be it.
I'm signing up, by the way, for premium as we speak.
And
of course.
where's
Step
Opie and
one.
Anthony? Oh, they're on their way home already. Oh, that's weird. No, it's not weird. 11 o'clock, race to the elevator every fucking day. Christ.
Oh my God.
Underpaid and underappreciated, and we're your workhorses.
Thanks.
Your workhorses. Guess who will be here tomorrow? We will.
Not me.
We will.
well,
This show will be here every Friday for you. Chance to give us a little love, and you can't do it. The fuck.
No, that's there's no way that's not.
Let's promote a guy that is contracted to do 4 hours a year. What the fuck? Someone had to write that up and had to approve it. And if he's in charge of all the programming, then I would love to know his
Why
explanation.
wouldn't you put that in? Why wouldn't you put in an Opie
agree.
and Anthony?
My question is because it's all serious artists except for, I believe, baseball is the only one that's not a serious thing.
Yeah.
So it's obviously somebody that works for Sirius who just, I don't know if they're aware of who the XM
There's a
people are.
marketing department, writes it up, but then someone has to approve it before they send it out.
Right.
I know exactly who has to approve it.
I'm noticing with the iPhone, not as many mistakes with the typing. I think they did something.
I like the upgrades they put on it.
Yeah.
Copy and paste. You can select to, I mean, it's a little bit better, it seems.
Yeah.
And someone's like, since the merger occurred, Sirius can't afford to promote you guys. Well, there's not a lot of money rolling around, but there are free opportunities like the one today.
Right.
Everyone
It's
is
just a matter of-
getting their Sirius XM app, and the definition of what this is doesn't mention us.
Yeah, we're not talking about a massive $5 million marketing campaign. We're talking about where you can throw the picture in.
We're talking 3 words: Opie
And
Anthony.
Yes.
That's all we're asking for. For your workhorses, the guys that are working every day hard and bringing in new subscribers.
Are they going to try to put
Not
this...
these joke contracts where these people have to work, every once in a while, and they're put front and center. It's amazing.
They're not going to try to put this on some best of package, which is why it wouldn't be mentioned. I'm guessing. Is there anything else they didn't mention? No, they mentioned Oprah. They mentioned Martha Stewart. I wonder if there's anybody else they didn't mention.
Right. Name on card. I got to sign up for Sirius. I'm signing up for Sirius.
But don't you already have it? You're Anthony of Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, but I don't have the premium.
So get it. Have them get it to you.
No, I you know what? I'll just fucking I'll
true.
submit this. I'll eat it. I know I'm eating this. I I'm eating.
Why don't you pay for all our subscriptions?
I'll do that.
Subscriptions run the house.
Subscriptions on the house.
Marketing, you'll kick your ego out.
Jesus.
Kick your ego out.
Should have been a nice day for the show, especially because Howard's not on the app. Perfect opportunity to promote, something else for once.
It's a very bizarre. Who's it? Do we talk to marketing at all? Do we know them?
I don't talk to any of these guys. 11 o'clock, the race to the elevator. I say I win today. Trust me. I'm first in the elevator today.
I hate when they don't put the numbers in for what the expiration date is on your card on an online thing. They just put the month, and then you got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like, I would always fuck up with, say, September. I could never do that off the top of my head.
No.
It's
that's
9.
a
I know
tough
that
one.
now. and July is 7 because that's my birthday.
Right? Let's see how this works. Sign it up.
Are you?
Spending some money.
You're a good soldier.
I'm fucking, look at me. Look at me go. Here's what I do now. Oh, what happened? Please take a look at the information below. Something was wrong. My phone number? What?
Well, let me
phone number?
What's that?
I don't think I put dashes.
What,
That's nice.
Wait, what's that? What's that?
We saw this when we first came over to this building. It's been buried under a pile of boxes and newspapers. They never use this. And then when I asked to get one of these things, they told me, oh, no, we're using them for promotions. These things have not moved
They're using them
in
to
3 months.
Prop up table legs.
They've been laying in the hallway.
It says the biggest sonic boom in history, and it's
Let's get a picture of Martha,
Martha, Howard, Oprah,
and you guys.
and me and Aunt.
That's a great.
But
Yeah.
this was never put out anywhere.
No.
Yeah, because the one person had a problem. It's
Yeah.
It says
just
here.
keep the one person happy and calm.
It
And we
says-
all get to eat shit.
It says Howard Stern, Oprah and Friends, Good Morning America, and Opie and Anthony are all in one place. More channels, more music. That's smart because people will buy to listen to Opie. And believe me, I'm not just fucking being
Yeah,
a
but those
whore for
were
Opie
made
and
how
Anthony.
long
It's
ago?
the reality.
I saw this the first week we were here.
Yeah.
But they were buried under a bunch of things,
Yeah.
and they've not moved since.
Honestly, there's weird stuff that goes on. It was probably made to humor us, knowing they were never going to use it, because they do some of that stuff around here too. Look, it's all set and ready to go. Look at all the marketing ready to go for you guys.
Here we go.
I've asked every week for one of these things just to have in the office, and there's always been some ordeal as to why we were not allowed to have these.
Here's what I think. My guess.
That's a fake mock-up, and I'll tell you why.
I know, that's just a
because they would
appease us.
never use those two pictures of me and Aunt.
Yeah.
We have publicity photos. That is a basic shot. That was probably taken by you, Rob.
I just signed up. Invalid login. Try again. You mother.
Either that or certain people who have, let's be honest, smart contracts get approval on all marketing involving them and wouldn't approve any marketing.
That's fine.
I'm saying that could be.
I don't need to be on a poster with him. Trust me.
That's a complete guess.
Trust me.
Give me a
I don't. Drink,
Maybe it's Oprah. Watch Oprah be the one.
I don't drink the Kool-Aid. I don't drink the Kool-Aid like a bunch of other shock jocks.
You shouldn't say Kool-Aid.
Dummies.
I said Oprah.
Now I have an internet. Now I have an internet account.
I hope it's an AT&T problem. You throw your phone.
And now I have an internet account, but my app, I click on that and it doesn't work. Let's see if this works. I'll try the internet account.
You have to have a premium online account. I don't know if I do or not.
But I just signed up for that. Why would the app have that to sign up for?
Don't be scared.
I'm so frightened. Enter the text that you see in the box. I hate those too. They're mushing those letters and numbers around where everyone is invalid.
What's a weird thing you can do now, too, on your text messaging with the iPhone, the new upgrade, is you can edit text messages. Like, if you save all your texts, you can now edit. You hit edit, and a bunch of little clear circles comes up, and you can delete the lines you don't want.
Clear stuff comes out.
So that kind of invalidates any text you show people. Like, look what he said, because you could delete you can delete a lot of stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I do like that, yeah. I like some of the new features. I
Yeah,
just
it's
want to
fine.
get the new phone.
Let me say hi to Brian in Rhode Island. Brian.
Hey guys. how you
Hello,
doing?
Brian.
Hey, I was wondering when XM was doing that promotion with Howard Stern, where you get them, the channel free for a week or whatever.
Yeah.
If you guys had the numbers on how many subscribers that pulled to the Sirius side because of that.
They said it wasn't going to affect us at all, which, we had to take that and make believe we we believed them.
Are we into comedy, talk entertainment, or obscurity? Which
probably obscurity.
All right, I'll hit obscurity.
Probably obscurity.
All right, well, that's all I got.
Jesus
See ya.
Christ.
It's not an accident. They
Let's
keep
say how to
saying, "Oh no, it's not." It's just that they don't know you guys.
Oh,
You don't have to know people.
I just want them to know down the hall. I'm so
I can't find me.
I'm so on to you. I smile because I have to. But at 11 o'clock, the race to the elevator begins. Marcos, what's going on?
I can't find me.
Of course you can't.
How easy is it that I can't even find where we are? Are we under comedy?
No.
Talk, entertainment?
No, we're not funny. Go to talk. So I know
Hello?
we talk. Yes, Marcos.
I
Hey,
don't,
what's
I don't
going
see
on,
us
boys?
there.
Hi,
Hey.
Marcos.
I'm sorry to cut you guys off. I just want to make
Howard,
a
Martha.
point. This really
but this is
pisses
a
me
whole
off,
different
man.
thing, by
Not
the
for
way.
nothing. The only reason why I got XM is because of you guys.
Right.
If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even buy this piece of shit fucking unit that I have to listen to every day when I'm going to work. So it really, really aggravates me the way you get treated, and I'm sure there's fucking thousands of listeners, subscribers that feel the same way. So I want to say this. As if they keep treating you guys like this, I swear to God, I wish you guys would...
All right.
Thank you for the sentiment. Unfortunately, he's got an iPhone. Obviously, he's probably calling from on top of the AT&T building. Just can't hear him anymore.
How do I take back a tweet? My tweeting started with a nice little wow, very excited. The Sirius XM app came out, and we're going to be part of that. Here I am promoting for the company, and then I turn around to see that they're not promoting us. How do I take back my tweet?
I think you got to log in, to a computer.
I'm going to log in, and I'm taking my tweet back. Here's me. Look, right here, Opie Radio on Twitter. Great news. The SiriusXM app is now available for the iPhone. Go to orbitcast.com for all the details. And then the company decides not to mention us with the big, definition of what it's all about. Wait. Let's say hi to John in Union. John.
Hi, John.
Hello, guys. I'm fucking pissed off. This stupid application doesn't even have your show. It displays your show, but when I go to click on it, it says you must call online, and call or go online to update your subscription, which I did last night, and it's giving me this stupid runaround. I hope they get this situation fixed.
Does it have anything to do? Again, I don't know. With it being an XL channel, do they have certain restrictions for different language channels?
Play button won't work.
I could listen. Well, see, I thought of that, and I clicked on Raw Dog, and I listened to Raw Dog.
Oh, okay.
Chris Rock for 5 minutes.
Look, you know what? We've been on satellite radio for, we're heading toward 5 years. All we're looking for is just a little respect at this point. Even our channel is buried among pretty much traffic channels.
Yeah. It's,
I mean, what the fuck?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to hear us, but I'm not coming out of the speaker.
Did you find us?
It says the virus.
Okay. Did you click on it?
197. I clicked on it.
Okay.
And now it says, okay. Now playing. Virus 197. The virus. Intense, edgy talk and uncensored comedy. It's the virus.
It doesn't say Opie and Anthony?
No, why would it?
Holy
See,
shit.
even our channel doesn't say our name
It
on
doesn't say Opie and Anthony on
No,
the fucking
see,
virus app?
Read right there. It just, see, I don't know.
Another question for Scott.
'Cause I'm
Why
on
isn't our
internet
name
radio
mentioned?
right now? This isn't even the app. I couldn't get on the app. I just signed up for it, but my username and password won't work. I have a premium account. Help me. Can someone help? Help. All right, now the play button. Okay. Well, that apparently doesn't work.
It says Extreme Talk.
Online.
It's the virus.
Yeah.
It's enough. I know, like, they think I'm fucking nuts.
Could someone get me duct tape? I got duct tape in my mouth.
Yeah.
No, just
Kenny, get me some duct tape, for real. No, the paddle's not even going to work
Paddle
today.
wouldn't work.
Get me some fucking duct tape, because I'm heating up.
I'm annoyed too, but
I'm fucking heating up.
Why, if I just signed up for this goddamn thing, I am a Sirius subscriber. I am an XM subscriber. Maybe it's...
Look at the
No,
shake
I
in my
signed up
hand.
Sirius. Let me try this
And
one.
I'm biting my
All right,
teeth.
please.
Let me try the XM one.
You ever try to bite your teeth off?
Yeah. Let me try this. Maybe it was my mistake.
Yeah, maybe. It's always our fault, right?
It's extreme talk. It's
always
the
been
virus.
It's always been our fault.
Checking user credentials.
Somebody in marketing, they just got to get to know you guys.
Invalid login.
See, we're the problem.
Invalid login.
They don't have to get to know us. It doesn't matter if they
We're the problem.
they should kind of, as marketing, understand.
I signed up for
Yes,
the
E-Rock.
premium thing.
E-Rock's back.
I did everything they told me to do. Hey, E-Rock, what's the problem?
Nothing. I went back to that pile. There's a few other, I guess you'd call them mock-ups.
That was fake marketing.
Yeah,
I know
it's
their
all
game.
sitting there in the garbage.
I've been doing radio since 18. I know their game. And I just want him to know I'm onto your game. I smile because I have to. 11 o'clock, race to the elevator. Every day. Thanks, Kenny.
Let's see, first name.
And you know what a dummy? This is what I was thinking of too. What a dummy I am. It's like, why am I going on? I'm such a dumb motherfucker. Such a codependent little fruit. Why am I going on TV? It's like a weird thing. Like I almost don't want to plug the fucking platform. I'm plug you guys and the show because this is my home. But why would what a dummy I am?
Wait till you hear the other stuff someday. Wait till you hear the other stuff.
What a fucking dummy I am.
That's Opie's sitting here now with duct tape over his mouth because it's too heated now, and something's going to be said.
Well, now seems like a good time to plug. I'll be in Fort Lauderdale tonight and West Palm tomorrow and the next night.
Okay.
Should be an
Now I'm going to try for the 7 free days.
Not one
Check
mention.
your email for your Sirius Internet trial username, your password, log-on instructions.
This hurts.
Hit the app.
Fuck, this
Okay.
hurts. I heard that.
Now I,
Go slow.
Fuck, this hurts. I just ripped my lip off.
Now I got to go to Yahoo Mail and find out what my
Whatever. Enjoy us while you have us. Trust me on that. Enjoy us while you have us. I got FU money. I'm a producer now. I don't need this shit.
Boy, if you bet in your fucking future on Voss, you're a brave man.
Yeah, wow.
Hell no. Hell fucking no.
All right. Okay,
I got ideas, my friend.
This should work. Now, it should work. Okay, serious. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to work. Oh, my God. It's taking too long. Okay, that's my username. Now, password is just this wacky collection of capital and fucking lowercase letters. Nice, convenient. I hate this. Little letter, a big letter, and now some numbers. All right, let's go to the numbers.
It's extreme talk. It's the virus.
Yeah, I want to see what it says when I go to our channel on the.
But how do you
actual app.
not even say the name Opie? I can't comprehend. That's and I talked. It's an obvious aggression. I can't remember the name of our guy. The guy I like the guy. Oh, Steve Butters. He's
Steve's all right.
Steve's a good dude, but he's like, no, you just got to get. He's in a weird position.
Right,
He's trying to do the right thing and bridge everybody. But Steve, it goes beyond. We got to get to know guys in market. It's like it goes beyond that.
I don't
man.
feel like having to get to know anyone anymore. I know we're doing our jobs. I know we're bringing in subscribers. I know we're making money for this company. My days of getting to know people so maybe they market us is over. You're either going to market us or not.
Downloading channel art, by the way. So I'll be able to see what
It'll be that
pops up on
shitty
it.
virus
It's
thing.
gonna be virus. It won't even mention Opie.
Guarantee. If it doesn't mention
Guaranteed.
Opie and Anthony, I say we just drink our water.
Guaranteed.
It's my idea of being angry.
categories. Again, I got to figure out where we are. Where were we? Talk?
Another
Comedy?
day where they let us down.
Danny, you know where we are? Talk.
Talk.
Or comedy?
Comedy now?
Yeah.
We're in comedy.
It's not talk and entertainment, it's comedy.
All right, here.
It should be, I think that's what it
virus.
is.
All right, good.
It says virus.
Good, we got
XL,
something. Virus.
Sirius XM app. O&A/86696, and then it gives the phone number. Let me hit the. Let me hit this. Loading. We're loading.
By the
We're
way,
loading.
new listeners don't know what O&A mean.
Nope.
I love when our fans go O&A and all that stuff. That's cool. But if you're trying to bring in new subscribers, Opie and Anthony needs to be on there.
West Palm tomorrow and the next night.
Okay. Now I'm going to try for the
Cool.
7 free days.
Here's the press
Did we get in trouble
release.
with broadcasting ourselves?
The show is mentioned in the press release, but it's,
Virus. And there's the screen. Oh, there it is. That's what you get.
What's it say? Virus.
It says virus.
Nothing about Opie and
anything.
Anthony.
Fire your marketing department.
It's fucking horrendous.
Look,
horrendous.
Fire your marketing department, first of all. For real. Because the virus means nothing. We've been trying to explain that to these idiots for forever. It means nothing.
Could you put Opie
Because
and
when we
Anthony
first
on
came to
this
satellite
goddamn
radio,
thing?
they named our channel for us High Voltage because we're shocking, And we finally said, fuck that. And then we wanted Opie and Anthony. They wouldn't give us that. So we came up with the virus. But that means nothing. Should just say Opie and Anthony.
Favorites. There. Now I just added it to a favorite.
What a dummy I am.
Well, in the press release, we're mentioned.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, part of a laundry list of everything else. So
Right.
that's
Well,
okay.
at least-
But how does it not say it on the fucking iPhone itself when the channel is on?
You would think on the app, yeah. When we
How does it
hit
not
our-
say
our
that in the
channel,
app?
When you hit our channel, you would think
Holy
it would fucking.
shit.
And they don't understand that we get upset about this.
No,
and it's
they
not a fucking. It's not some fucking prima donna. We want exposure thing. We want the. It's just basic common sense that if people, the next person I run into that says, "Oh, where are you guys? Oh, you're on something. Where'd you go when you left fucking K-Rock? Where'd you get?"
Look.
Yeah, that would have been a great time to tell people where we went. But
We've been at this 5 years, okay? First of all, once again, the virus means nothing, especially to new subscribers. It has to say Opie and Anthony, okay? And secondly, they buried us on 202 years ago because they were scared shitless of us because they weren't sure how the public was going to handle us coming back to radio.
Right.
So a long time ago, they should have moved us down to a better position on the damn thing as well. We're buried in traffic channels. You're not going to just come upon us. Like I find some cool music channels because I'm just flipping around that area. There's an area. You flip a little too far to the right here, you find something cool. You go a little to the left, you find something cool. No one is flipping around finding Opie and Anthony. We're buried on the dial as well. Change the name of the channel and move us down.
They're not going to do that.
Of course they're not.
and I just threw them money. You just heard me.
Because it's easier.
Pay them money because it's easier than going.
I got
through
family
them.
and some very close friends that they want some units.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy,
units.
Sorry, I it's tough.
God, they used to give those things away like.
And they
like
should.
were nothing. Remember
Because that's
that?
promotion too. You
Yeah,
take care of
yeah.
your workers. If a worker wants 20 units, then you give them 20 units. Because guess what? Those 20 units will be out there, and somebody's going to be turned on to satellite through that.
The units used to be the product, but now the talent and content is the product. It kind of changed. It changes over time. So you're supposed to just throw those things at people. But what do we know? We're just stupid shock
So
jocks.
we're in the press release just to keep it fair. Mentioned in a long laundry list of things you get with satellite.
Yeah, I
but
see
the
that.
SiriusXM app description, we're not mentioned, Jimmy.
We aren't mentioned in that
No.
in the whole app. The whole process of
now-
getting from subscribing to listening to this channel, you never once see Opie and Anthony.
That is abysmal and embarrassing marketing.
So
It's
and
terrible.
to tell you the truth, Ron and Fez are on the channel too. You
Of
don't see
course.
you don't see their name either.
That's
I mean,
fucking
so
terrible
you
marketing.
Don't see.
So if I sat down with marketing, I would love to ask him, so how does that make sense? What does the virus
Right.
mean? Because that's front and center. When you market something, whatever's front and center explains it all.
Yeah.
What is the virus? What does that mean? To new subscribers, what does that mean, really? If it says the Grateful Dead channel, well, it means you're going to hear
Right.
the Grateful Dead. What does the virus mean?
Do you think if Martha
From
Stewart,
a marketing standpoint,
when Martha Stewart signed on, or Oprah, they went to them and said, you know something? We're calling your channel The Microbe. And there won't be any mention of you, your name or anything. It's just going to be called The Microbe. And do you think she'd go, what the fuck are you, what? What? Why?
Right.
Well, I have no idea why.
Oh, by the way, what I just did was consulting. I will be charging you a consulting fee.
Send him a bill.
I certainly will.
Send him a bill.
Because my brilliance now comes with a price tag. I'm sorry, but it does. No more freebies.
$1.50.
You want my brilliance? You want me consulting? You're going to pay. No more free brilliance. None.
More free brilliance.
None.
From now on television, I only plug my fucking books for my gigs. No more mention of the platform.
Ooh.
Fuck this shit. Really, I'm like a fucking cuckold. You're putting a dick in my mouth, and in a lot of ways, and you know how you're doing it. And I'm going, okay, hey, guess where why would I do that?
Yeah.
God, am I fucking stupid?
Let's say
Hannity has 2 million viewers. Why would I do that?
Let's do this.
God, am I stupid?
If you want my brilliance, you're going to have to pay for it. If you want Jimmy to plug Sirius XM
I want nothing. I want nothing.
on national TV, you're going to have to sit down and work out a little contract.
I want nothing. No, I don't even want that. I want you pay me to come and do radio. I'll come and do radio. That's it. I do my job. I'm good at my job, and I'm not going to fuck around with my job. And that's our arrangement. What a dumb motherfucker I am.
I will guarantee that I will do the best I can every day from 6 to 11. And then 11 o'clock, the race to the elevator begins. And if you want me to stay here past 11 for anything, pay me. Pay me. Everything now comes with a price tag. Everything.
That's good. We're in between.
I'm the new consultant for Sirius XM. Pay me for my brilliance.
I like the fact you just named yourself a new title.
Yeah, because I have to. It has to be on a letterhead because a bill is coming their way. You watch. Oh, and they'll laugh, and then I'll go, no, I'm really serious. I gave you some really good advice on the platform today.
Wish my Mel Hall picture was here. God damn the thought of me.
Damn you.
I will be tweeting the picture of me with duct tape over my mouth.
You want to see a picture of me in panties?
Opie Radio on Twitter.
That's a picture of me.
Why are you in little...
Why?
And they look like underoos.
Whose panties?
They're just
Whose panties?
I don't know. She's in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah,
on the side of
exactly.
the road.
I don't know what her name was.
This is called a souvenir. If we in the industry, we call them souvenirs.
I cut her thumb off. I still have her license. I'll check. She was hitchhiking.
A locket.
We could spend another hour on this, but just because these guys have been waiting a long time. John in Jersey has everything set up and says your subscription is expired. Gene in PA bought a new truck, took 2 days to get O&A on it. Elizabeth from New Hampshire, the weekend replays turns subscribers off of you guys. Why?
Why is that?
Well, let's find this out. Elizabeth.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I really like your show, and I think that E-Rock and Sam do a great job. But what I was saying is that it's just repetitive content because whereas, I work all week, so I look forward to catching up with you guys on the weekend. Mm-hmm. And we used to, kind of organize, what we were doing, to listen to your show. And because we could hear all of them, you'd replay each day's show. And now that, as much as I like what they're doing, E-Rock and Sam, it's like the same content, and then they just replay that one program over and over again, coupled with the ads to go listen to Howard. It's to me it feels like Sirius is trying to divert your listeners.
They're not still running ads to go listen to Howard, are they?
I think
are they?
last week.
Because honestly, on the weekends I try to get away from the whole radio thing and just get my head together. So I don't really listen to the channel on the weekends. Please tell me they're not still promoting that.
They're not doing it as much, but they are still advertising his program. And
all right, advertise us on his channel. That's all we ask.
Yeah, and
that's it. That's going to cost you. That was some consulting right there.
You know where
Pay me.
You know where that always goes.
So my consulting service.
How much should I charge an hour at?
Wow, you could charge lawyer fees, like how big they charge
how much?
an hour.
So I'm a lawyer and
200.
a lawyer with what
200?
kind of experience?
200.
No.
A half hour. 200 a half hour.
What kind of lawyer are you?
And what? They round up too, right?
Oh, of course.
Sirius XM owes me $200 so far. Pay me.
If it goes 31 minutes, it's $400.
Nice.
I think you're lowballing. So in New York, you could probably command closer to $460 to $635 an hour.
All right,
and
scratch
you're
that.
Bill everything.
All right, so I'll be nice. $225 a half hour.
Bless you in this fucking tuberculosis ward that we're in because of E-Rock.
I-
Thanks, E-Rock.
Yeah.
You motherfucker. I am sick. I have a cold. I have a sore throat, and it's guaranteed from fucking when E-shit came in here with his fucking rabies.
Oh, this is good news. Opie and Anthony made USA Today.
Oh, did we? Where's that?
Cool, so if I stay at a hotel, I'll know.
Well, you know something? Look, we got to give a little here.
Dude, if they put you...
If we're
I just
on
spit
here,
on my phone.
let me see.
It's I mean, look, we're mentioned as a laundry list of things, but our biggest concern is if you're downloading the iPhone app today, we're not mentioned, and that's where most of the people are going to be exposed
Exactly.
today.
Okay. Look, I'm happy. I'm happy with.
I'm
that.
happy with that.
That's good. We're in there with everything else. All comedy all the time. First one up there, right there, is the Opie and Anthony show. I like that. Thank you. I can identify when something is good, and that is appreciated.
And if you'll see, no one on the show is going, it should be bigger. That's fine.
No, that's fine, because everybody else's name is the same size.
Fine.
It's there. It shows the giant iPhone, which is the thing. It shows the app in there, and then there it is. So I got no problem with that. We're just as big as in the text as East Street Radio. And,
But what do you have a problem with?
Oprah.
Because trust me, all hell will break loose now.
No, I have no problem with this.
What
USA
part do we have
Today
a problem with?
I have a problem with the fact that the app itself makes no mention of our show.
Mm-hmm.
It just says the virus, which again, from a marketing standpoint, not from a personal ego standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, means nothing. The virus.
We've been
Extreme
saying that
talk.
for-
Say our name in it.
How long
in
have
the
we been saying
description.
that?
Yeah.
Put the virus and then us in parentheses. Or whatever.
Parentheses.
I don't give a shit.
Parentheses.
But the virus means nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? The virus, we came up with a name when we were spreading across America in syndication. Guess what? That went away.
Yeah.
So it means nothing now.
It was like a fad.
Right. Means
Yeah.
nothing.
Go to the Hula Hoop and Pet Rock channel, and you'll find us.
You'll probably find like a fucking jump rope.
We're on the jump rope channel.
Right. Yeah, you guys are buried in the
Listen on Mood Ring 202.
Miles from
We're on Cabbage Patch 101.
Miles in Minnesota. You guys are buried in the college football channels. That's another one of my issues, but no one wants to listen to that.
I like listening to
the
it.
channel placement
itself.
sucks. We're not going to have the beauty of like radio in general, which we all know and love, or you wouldn't be listening to this program, is stumbling across something.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're just flipping around your dial like, what is this?
If your station on FM radio is on like on the 80s,
Right, you never got down there.
No one gets down there.
Or
That's
10
like college
107
radio
or whatever it would be.
way up at the
Right.
top of the dial.
We're way in the weird zone.
Yeah.
And I've been arguing that point for a long time, too. They had a perfect opportunity when the merger happened to, move us down. Move the fucking channels down.
Yeah.
On both platforms.
I don't get it.
Now Anthony is one of Howard's listeners since he subscribed to Sirius.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
They'll put that on something that won't have anything to do with us, I'm sure. I wasn't asked why I subscribed just then. I should have been asked.
Let me say hi to Jeremy in Maryland. Jeremy.
Hey, what's up, boys? Hey, I have 3 different XM units, man, and none of your names show up on any of them damn things. I had to, I was down in my basement the other day, so I can't get reception down there. I go on the internet. They cut me off. They cut me off the damn internet. I had to call back and re-up everything and verify all my shit so it would work.
Well, that shit happens.
Yeah,
though, sometimes.
there's gonna be problems.
I mean, it happened with XM. With that, they were always trying. You had to recall.
They're idiots, man. All they're doing is plugging their 2 other people. I mean, they plug a Playboy channel. I'm not going to jerk off while I'm driving to work with my 3-year-old in the back.
Maybe not you.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one.
Make the kid drive. You sit in the back.
Want a carpool?
Well, we'll now get in trouble for bitching and complaining because we're part of some of the press stuff. But the fact is, the main attention today is going to be everybody with their iPhones and and the description. We're not mentioning.
So there's no in trouble. The bottom line is this:
we'll be in trouble. We'll be in
you click on that virus thing, it just says virus, and there's no mention of the show. Extreme Talk. It's the Who wrote that? That's just not smart.
Here's something else. I'm too old to be in trouble.
Said Mel Hall.
Isn't that true though?
I'm not even
I'm too old to be in trouble.
Look, I know we joke about our ages and stuff, but guess what? I have to finally say it. I'm too old to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Aunt and I have been in trouble off and on for the last 15 fucking years. I'm too old to be in trouble.
Enough being sat down with someone older than me, sitting there yelling at me.
Right.
I'm too fucking old for that.
As soon as you start yelling, I walk.
Yeah.
Now I state my thoughts and my opinions. I'll give you a little back because I saw our names in some of the press releases.
Yeah.
But I'm still fucking pissed off, okay?
Let me tell you something, though. I got to be honest now here. Regardless of, take us out of the mix right now. Take all our complaints out of the mix right now and everything. Mm-hmm. This is kind of cool.
It is a cool thing. That's
I'm looking at everything that's available now.
Yeah.
Like, and I could just pop my headphones on and listen to this.
Right.
That's fucking very cool.
That right there is an excellent way to compete with regular radio because the iPhone you put in the car and you can get you don't have to go out and buy the fucking unit. You put the iPhone in the car.
You can plug it into the system and now your shit's coming out.
But
that is very cool.
That's why I woke up this morning. I'm telling you, my first
wine glass in your hand. Whose wine? What wine?
Oh, Peter Frampton.
Very good.
Give yourself a bail. I like pills. No, I mean, let it be known. At 5:30 this morning, and when I tweet too early, trust me, the followers get fucking pissed off. Why are you fucking tweeting me this early? Now I'm awake. But I thought it was worth tweeting early that the SiriusXM app came out. I was very excited.
Opie is virtually going from house to house, virtually, in the internet world, shaking people, going, hey, it's Opie.
Yeah.
You up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on. We're on.
I learned the hard way because I was tweeting too early. I'm like, all right, I'll wait a little bit. But I was very excited because I'm like, this is a very...
Christmas morning.
It was kind of like a Christmas morning today. It's great for the company, like you said. Absolutely. This technology is amazing.
Absolutely. That's good. APP, absolutely.
And then I'm like, wow, finally we're gonna get some recognition because the big guy, he's not part of this. So my perfect opportunity for the company to push us forward for once.
It's not that conflict of interest for the same company, which I don't see.
And that's
as conflict of
where
interest.
the frustration comes in today. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm summarizing now. Technology itself, amazing. It's going to really help, destroy regular radio further. But come on, man.
Yeah.
Do the right thing for once.
Give us a little, something here. How about so people that have the app, that listen to FM radio, that listened to the Opie and Anthony show, were big fans, got this app, they're looking around, and then they go, oh, hey, O&A, Opie and Anthony are here. Holy shit. Instead of going virus, once we click, just pass.
But this is how you counterbalance, because a lot of times portable units, people just don't want to carry extra shit. And this
portable
is a brilliant
phone.
This is a brilliant way to counteract that thinking. It's like, all right, you don't want to carry a portable unit. You get it on your fucking dumb phone, and you can listen to the entire platform on the phone. It's like, it's fucking brilliant.
Marketing is very simple. Name recognition.
Yep.
That's all it is.
That ain't it.
Ant's holding up his iPhone. Perfect opportunity to push our names out there, a little name recognition for us. And instead, Ant just showed me his iPhone, and the virus logo looks terrific, but it means nothing.
If you want to put virus on the top and then put Opie and Anthony,
right,
Ron and Fez.
Well, we got to get to know marketing. We should know them because they don't know the show.
No.
How about you educate them on the show? That's their job.
How about you show them the numbers that I've seen?
I hope
We're
they
doing our
didn't.
jobs.
Yeah.
We're doing our jobs.
Yeah.
Marketing 101, name recognition. That's all you do is put the name of your product out there as much as possible. What do you think, Soda? And what do you think?
Coke.
Pepsi.
No.
I
think virus.
But you're not going to say RC Cola, right?
No.
Why did people say Pepsi or Coke? Because they did a great job with name recognition.
Yep.
I don't even know if Coke is good.
It's like a Xerox copy.
See?
Name recognition.
Most people never even use a Xerox when they copy things.
God damn it, my consulting fee. Holy shit, I'm making a fucking
You're way
fortune.
up now. You're way up there now.
I'm charging for 2.5 hours, Ant, $450.
Yep.
You do think,
but I'll give them a little discount because I fucked up a little bit in the rant, so they owe me $400.
Nice.
Yes, and I want cash.
You do, by the way, in the
I can
opening.
hide it from the government. What?
In the opening line of that was Greg Hughes who said that Jim Norton hides nothing from the government. Because I had something to hide. It says here, iPhone, iPod Touch users can get Oprah Radio, MLB Home Plate, Martha Stewart, Sirius NFL Radio, Opie and Anthony, Jamie Foxx, Blue Collar. That's good. Mm-hmm. That's good.
What?
And I'm saying where the mentioning in the part of the press release in the top is actually a good placement. Mm-hmm. So to be fair.
All right, so who fucked up with the app? Now we're working this out live on the show. So who fucked up with the definition of the app?
Whoever it is,
I'd love to see
just
that.
shouldn't happen.
That's a
I'd love to
biggie, by
see
the
who
way.
that is.
That
Of
is
course,
a-
it's
that is a-
terrible.
everyone is going to check this out today.
Yeah.
That's into tech.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a million articles about it. They're gonna go there. They're gonna like fool around with it a little bit. You know how many opportunities for name recognition we're missing out on today because someone fucked up with the definition and the description of this thing that everyone's gonna be reading online today.
Because the one thing that you get on satellite, even though the music is great, you can't. The one thing you cannot get from your iPod or whatever or your music collection is fucking live talk content. That's the one thing that you have that no one else has.
Here's this one under entertainment. It says Sirius XM stars, and it says wine expert Richard Torrey and Judith Regan.
Where's that?
It's
It's
under
laughable.
entertainment. It's Sirius XM stars.
All right, so we're on there, right? Somewhere?
OutQ, Gay Radio, XL, Morning Jolt with Larry Flick.
Okay.
Their names are on the fucking app.
Sure.
Martha Stewart has that. Her big Martha name is up there. XM Book Radio. Sophia Kinsella. Can You Keep a Secret? Part 6. Road Dog Trucking. Dave Nemo. Playboy Morning Show. Oprah Radio. Oprah. Everything is there. I'm looking. Every channel is showing a name. Glenn and Bernie, Beaver Brothers for Kids Place Live, comedy.
Who the fuck is Glenn and Bernie?
Blue Collar Radio. They got names under there. Raw Dog. They got a name there. They got and they got the Foxhole, of course, Jamie Foxx, and then the Virus.
Okay, what does it say under the Virus?
It says the Virus XL Sirius XM app, and then it says O&A / as if it's one word. O&A / 866-969-1969.
Just fucking.
And I would believe that's the number. It doesn't
When
have
you're pushing out name recognition, you got to go with the basics.
Ugh.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
No one knows. I would love to think the world knows the show. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're all like that. That's why we do this shit in the end. But the fact is, there's still a hell of a lot of people out there in the radio world that don't know what O&A means.
Why
And
then,
they don't know what Opie and Anthony means, but at least you're pushing the main name out there for
Bloomberg
everybody.
Radio. If it said Bloomberg Radio, K&T, and then a phone number, would you know it's
No.
Ken Pruitt and Tom Keene?
Hell fucking
No,
no.
but
I would know that.
their names are on here. That's how I know that their names are on there. XM Public Radio, Arthur Lawrence, The Bob Edwards Show. It's right there. Look at that. XM Public Radio, The Bob Edwards Show, prominently displayed on the app where you can then see that is. Why isn't our name there so that, again, not for fucking beauty contests, not for prima donna O&A to be what, where's our name, but for people, especially the people that listened on terrestrial radio, regular radio, that said, where the fuck did Opie and Anthony go? You don't think a couple of them, a few of them might come across this and go, Opie and Anthony, holy shit.
It's beyond just getting to know somebody in marketing. It's not an accident. And somebody couldn't be that incompetent that they don't understand that. I don't believe that.
It's ridiculous because every other one of these has names under them. Every other one of these that I'm looking at has a name, not an initial.
And that's
not an and.
It's just O&A, one word, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Oanda.
O&A and then / phone number. It looks like a web address or something.
And that's where all the attention's going to be today.
Let me see it.
And guess what? Fixing it for tomorrow is too late.
Hey, everything else has a name.
Fix it tomorrow.
Name,
What am I,
Bill
insane?
Bennett,
Of course
that.
I'm insane.
And then when you go to us.
I know it. You know it. We all know it. I'm fucking insane.
When you go to us, I'll go to favorites. Jesus. There it is. O&A / 866.
Terrible.
There's no
Opie.
name
The
recognition.
word that's right. There's one Opie in radio.
Yeah, yeah.
Opie Anthony. That's the recognizable
How about
part
you
of
do
the
that?
name. It's Opie and Anthony.
But there is limited space. And we
Yeah, but you could put Opie Anthony.
phone
It's-
number out there.
All right.
Is that could be changed right now?
Yeah, I think actually we did change it just now.
Change
But the
that.
point is that there's 3 lines that are available. One is always the channel, so it's always going to say the virus. Then we have 2 lines to work with as far as pad data goes. So usually it's O&A, the phone number, and then the topic. So we could change that to just say Opie and Anthony, but then we're leaving out the phone number so people online
So what they need to
on
do
their
is change
units can't see the phone number.
You need the
Changing
phone number.
the name of the channel is key.
Exactly. That's why. Yeah.
Because then it just says it all the
I'm
time.
not seeing it changed though.
It should. It's on a
Which
on a
we,
delay.
we want the virus means nothing.
It should be on the front page of the app. When
Even
I look at this, it shouldn't just say the virus.
No.
Nice font
It means
and nice
nothing.
blue
It's a
thing.
cool logo, but
It's
I don't know what it
cool.
means.
It is cool.
It
No
meant
one even cares
something-
about logos.
It meant
These guys were
something
a
when we
band.
first got back to radio. It doesn't mean the same thing. It
A
doesn't
band
mean
would love
anything.
that.
Yeah. Well, this is good news, though. We got Bob the trucker. Bob.
Hey there,
Hey, what's going on here, guys?
Hey.
Hi, Bob.
Sorry I missed your birthday yesterday, Jimmy.
It's all right, buddy. Thank you.
Hey, listen, we're starting up the promotion again here at the Truck Stop, Bathrooms, Urinal, Shitters, you name it. I just want to get a little...
Yeah, Bob is promoting the hell out of the show. It's really, really exciting. He goes into the rest area bathrooms, and he writes our names on the wall.
Isn't that great?
With little Jimmy Norton's phone number, by the way, which is just terrific for Jimmy.
And he puts it at like face height, so if you got your dick through a glory hole, you can read the fucking show name. I realized
Bob-
I ran out of steam on that one.
No,
as I was saying it.
Bob's a kidder. He makes it so small that, and it's right next to the glory hole where you have to get really close to the glory hole to read it, and then you get a cock that hits you in the forehead.
Okay, I want to apologize for one thing.
All right,
Half of your rants on the air?
Yes, half of my rants on the air. I want to apologize for this. I was wrong. I did not know that was the pad data, and that's the way it was printed out because I'm looking right now, and it says the Virus XL, Sirius XM app, and then it says Opie and Anthony. There is no phone number because I guess it doesn't fit. Oh, shut up.
Well, no, I was listening. That was my part. That was
Jimmy,
good.
Jimmy was talking through my iPhone, which is something he can't do when he calls me. Yeah, so now, why can't they get rid of Sirius XM app?
Well, because we update the pad data on every topic that you guys are talking about. We try to have very.
That's the topic.
Yeah, we're trying to be. We try to have very interactive pad data, so you know exactly what we're talking about when you turn the channel on.
So the topic is Opie and Anthony.
Oh, we're the topic today?
Technically, that's correct right now.
I like that. All right, let's.
No, the topic is
the
Sirius
Virus
XM app.
XL.
Let's hash this out now, Ant.
Well, that's the problem.
Because there will be a meeting about this. So
Yeah, there
let's.
will be.
What are we going to apologize for? What are we still pissed off for?
Thank you for the.
You want to start with the thank yous?
We'll start with the good.
All right, because now that we're getting all our info.
Thank you for the USA Today ad.
That's a good one.
We're
That's a
in
good
there.
one.
Don't call it a USA ad. We're part of a laundry list.
That's
so thank
fine.
you
No,
for
but the
being part of the laundry
list
list.
is everybody is the same size in the laundry list, and we are first on that. We are the first name in there.
All right, so thank you
So
for that.
thank you for that.
Okay.
Let's be. We got to be honest here.
All right, let's do that.
I want to apologize for going off as if the O&A / phone number was their fault.
Okay.
Because it was the that, but there should be a way to get Opie and Anthony and the phone number in there.
Now, I didn't humiliate myself by saying that like Anthony did.
Yes,
But
yes.
I did agree. So I will apologize for agreeing with somebody who should have given me the right information to begin with.
Yes.
And I apologize for nothing.
Right?
Because everyone knows I'm insane.
I think you should apologize for
what?
something. I don't know. Something. Be show that you're willing to bend a little bit. You don't have to break. You bend a little.
Still got to pay for my brilliance. Not taking that back.
So we got 2 thank yous and apologies?
2.
All right, that's it. Because the rest of it
For real?
is... Yeah, for reals.
Oh, that's not
Yo.
bad.
Because now
So we're
the
still
whole thing
looking
with the
good.
virus logo, that big, beautiful screen logo that comes up on everyone's page should include the name of our show.
And it doesn't.
And it doesn't.
How many people are looking at that huge virus logo right now when they could be looking at Opie and Anthony, which would be great name recognition
I know.
for the show?
I know. I'm going to out
I don't
you
even-
right now because I've got to load
I'm
that in my
shivering
favorites.
thinking. Jimmy, will you promote Sirius XM on your national TV appearances?
I'm a dumb motherfucker if I do that.
All right, good. What's that?
I don't know. It sounds of ass sex. No idea.
Wait, that was out cue?
Yeah.
I learned something today.
What?
They actually talk about like real things.
I know.
I
Yeah, what do you think they do? Just go like, hi. It's a real show.
I don't know. I thought it was just ass sex 24 hours a day.
Bunch of guys saying like, you're handsome. Right back after this.
They actually talk about issues?
They opt for the call, and then they have the phone number, and then they say morning jolt with Larry, blah, blah, blah. Right. You know,
Actually, those guys seem all right.
They're nice guys.
Right.
But there's something else you don't need to apologize for either.
Wait. Now, so we're thanking them. So now we're not sorry about what?
Not sorry.
Not sorry about that big virus logo, which Ant was right about.
Okay.
Certainly not sorry about when you click on the app description and it does not have this. It has Foxhole Brewer Show. It does not have Opie and Anthony listed at all in the app description when you go to buy the app or get the app for free.
That one is...
It's a terrible, stupid blunder.
That one's still driving me nuts.
Yeah,
the definition of the app doesn't mention us whatsoever, right,
Yeah,
Jimmy? Is
yeah,
that right?
Yes, that's right. Anthony, you looked at it too, correct?
Yes.
And where do you go for that definition?
When you go to the iPhone, when you search for apps under the App Store,
right?
It does not say.
So, all right, you go to the App Store on the iPhone.
Yeah.
You see the SiriusXM app that is now available since midnight. A lot of people are getting it, which is very cool. I want to show some appreciation. I think it's very cool. I think it's great for satellite radio.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
I think it really sucks for regular radio.
I'm going to use this a lot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are because you got the iPhone jack in your car.
Yep.
But when you click on the SiriusXM app, wait, now there's a huge definition about what that is, and we're not mentioned, right?
Let me make 100% sure. Right. But if I'm wrong, I'll suck every dick in this room.
That's a biggie, man. That was an opportunity to push us front and center for once.
Go to the App Store.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I have a thing where I plug my iPhone in. I can listen to my iPod. I can listen to all my music. So if you plug this into your like that little jack that you plug into your iPod to,
then
that's how you get it.
Now you're flying
right
through my system.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I got that in my Mustang. If I ever get it back,
that's amazing.
Shelby.
Yeah,
another
that's amazing.
friggin' 2 weeks. What are you doing to me?
So it's like this is a way. This is a smart way of people who don't want to buy a unit and put it in their car and they don't want to do it. Like can just fucking. You don't have to buy a separate unit.
Person, I'm looking. I'm scanning. I'm looking. I really do not know. I don't see it at all.
A mention, right?
No mention. Then
especially
they show
because you can't mention Howard today with this whole SiriusXM app. So it was a really good opportunity.
They'll mention how he is not on it. That'll be the news.
Oh yeah, that'll be
the big
of course.
news. And
so we're not sorry about that. What else are we not sorry about?
I'm just making sure we're not on here. Bob Dylan. God, there's a lot of people on here. Raw Dog, Jim Brewer, POTUS.
And if they
talk politics on POTUS, fuck you. Jesus Christ with your POTUS.
No one cares.
No one.
POTUS is an uncomfortable word to say or
I don't
hear.
even like to hear it. It sounds like a disease.
POTUS.
You have POTUS.
It sounds like a calcium deposit under the head of your dick. If you have POTUS, it's one of those little lumpy, hard calcium deposits that makes your dick bend if you don't get it cut out.
Bad news, guys. My POTUS is leaking today.
Yeah, exactly.
POTUS.
Yeah, someone stepped on my penis while I was sleeping and my POTUS broke.
I'd like to come out, guys, but the POTUS is acting up.
I just squeezed some pus out of my POTUS.
If
doctor
you have
says
POTUS,
no
talk
sex
to your
for a
doctor.
month. Fuck.
Get POT relief.
Stupid POTUS.
Side effects include swollen penis, swollen testicles,
and bad breath. That's one for the old timers.
It's premium online subscribers. With access to 120 online channels, music and sports. But no, we're
not at all.
We're not mentioned on here. I mean, what do you? Is it on a feature? Is it on one of the featured?
What
today?
happened? What happened?
It's not featured?
What?
I'm looking at the apps that are featured today. New featured apps. That should be on there, really. That's
what are the featured apps? Oh, you mean XM Series?
Yeah, it's like Transformers, Alien, Shazam, which has been out for a long time.
Oh, fuck Shazam.
New.
Apple usually wait a while before updating. Like even the software update yesterday wasn't available until about 1 o'clock Eastern. So
yeah, thanks a lot, fucking Apple whore.
Greg in New York has something I should apologize.
Greg?
About.
Greg. We got to back it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Opie, you got to apologize to all the people that you knocked down on the way to the elevator.
Oh, boy, and I knock a lot of people down.
They're all old.
I get pissed off if I'm in the elevator at 11:01. I'm like, fuck, I just gave it an extra minute.
Yeah. Damn it. Damn it.
We're just pushovers.
I know, we really are.
They think we're insane and we yell and scream a lot, but the fact is we're pushovers.
We're saps.
We're
a couple of saps over here.
We're pushovers. You know, they get uncomfortable because we yell and scream, but then in the end they know we got them. We got them cheap.
Like this.
And
Beware.
they laugh at each other.
Beware. This is radio like you've never heard before is pretty much the slug line. And it is. It's actually
for us
shows you've never heard before because we're not listed.
On Yahoo.
No.
Oh, we could have been on Yahoo today. Oh,
What's listed?
Oh my God. It says virus
God.
on Yahoo.
Right. That could have been us. Scott Greenstein, that could have been us.
Why doesn't it say? It should say, it said
That could have been
beware.
us.
This is radio like you've never heard. Why doesn't it say Opie and Anthony?
They're not going to be doing another story on this tomorrow. It's
and you
too late.
can't push this off on somebody at the app place. Just didn't know.
Oh my God! Look at this.
It could have been
It
us
could have
all
been.
over every website, especially because you can't use Howard on this thing. What are
a
you guys doing?
fucking
what
horrendous.
Are you thinking?
These are those opportunities, and it's like it should just be. With all the bitching we've done about this in that office, you'd think they'd go like, "Yeah, we should, put
This
their
thing
name
is
on
going to
the
be
app."
everywhere today, and look, but that could have been us.
Yeah.
Said it's virus, whatever. I don't even know what the virus means.
I don't either.
It was because the show is kind of like one of these word of mouth things that you enjoy, and then you try to
virus is spreading.
Then you try to turn someone else onto it by word of mouth. So the virus made sense, but now we're big. We're big radio stars.
Yeah, of course.
Now we just got our audience.
Now we're big.
Wow, that was a joke. Yeah, some people don't know when we're joking.
Sarcasm.
Who named your channel? Well, we did because they wouldn't accept Opie and Anthony. So at the time, it's high voltage, which we never wanted because we're like shocking. We're more than shock jocks. That is dumb. And then I remember it was Rebecca. I got to call her out. She was a nice lady, but she goes, "Well, it's too late. All the artwork went out. We can't change it now." I remember hearing that. Can't change it now. So we're stuck with high voltage, and then we're like, "Look, if you're not going to name it Opie and Anthony, then let's name it something that makes sense." And the virus at the time made sense, but now that doesn't make sense. And for at least a year, maybe a year and a half, we've been trying to get it changed to just Opie and Anthony.
But to have it where it's like, okay, it's the virus, we're stuck with it, whatever the fuck. But just to make it the virus with O and A, like just Opie and Anthony, it should be wherever you see the virus, you should see our names. So that way you kind of equate the two.
Right.
And after a while, people then will know that the virus means the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
But it's never in the same place twice. It's Bruce Wayne and Batman. The virus is seen somewhere. Opie and Anthony is, well, they're seen nowhere. So it's like,
I got an advertising bill now, too.
Oh, hell.
So SiriusXM owes me at least $400 for my consulting fee.
Damn.
And because I'm promoting the SiriusXM app on my Twitter, because I got enough followers, I'm charging for that, too.
Oh, smart.
$600.
I'll do the same thing.
$1,000 they owe me today. $1,000.
How fucking weird would it be if a check showed up in a week?
It will.
Now shut up. They'll
right.
send a check and tell us to shut the fuck up.
$1,000.
Hey, this is kind of on the subject, kind of not.
What?
But I don't know why you guys don't do this. You know, I did that stupid phone number thing, that Say Now thing. There's an application for that now where all I do is hit a button, and if you call my phone number, you can talk to me on my phone. And I did it yesterday and was talking to listeners. And you Twitter all the time. It's tied in with Twitter.
What do you do?
If I push this button on my phone right now, this opens my Say Now number up, that 917-267-2602. People can just call, and my fucking cell phone rings, and I can just talk to people. And I did it yesterday. It's like you could just have, like, you Twitter, but it ties in with your Twitter now, so you could do that thing you're doing.
That's scary.
Why?
Yeah.
And then you turn it off. It's one push of a button.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I like to hide in my clouds.
Well, you turn it off then.
Yeah, I can't have that.
It pushes?
You just push the...
don't push that button, Jimmy.
Now it's when fans call your Say Now number, your phone will ring so you can talk to them.
No.
And if I put OK...
All right, hit OK.
It's crazy. You're a madman.
Is it going to ring?
Let my fans ring my phone. OK.
What? But now they won't have that number, right?
No, they have my Say Now number. But I'll probably get, if I get a call, if anybody calls it, it will be Say Now, and it's just on my fucking
What if
cell
I
phone.
put my 877? Can I put my toll-free number and do that?
No, whatever your.
What are you talking about?
It's a Say Now number.
You got
What's
these.
the Say Now number?
It's this fucking interactive number you can have. It's here you go. It's fucking ringing.
I don't know what it is.
All right,
Hold on.
Who's calling you?
Hello. Oh, you can take the call or not take it. So I'll take the call. Press 1.
All right, put it on speaker.
Hello.
No, you don't.
Hello.
That works well.
No, well, it's the iPhone. Hold on. Hello.
Now we got a call.
No, I'll hang up and I'll get one. Hold on. This fucking. It's probably somebody calling on an iPhone. God damn this fucking phone.
I never have a problem.
And now we got to do percentages. We're right and the company's right. What percentage?
I would say company right.
Okay.
20%? Less?
Yeah, 15.
15%.
Do you know that you're in the top 20 of the Say Now top
hello?
20?
15%.
What's Say Now?
Opie and Anthony right 85%.
Hi, hey, can I put you on
of
the
this
radio?
argument.
I'm getting fucking Say Now app right now.
Okay, hold on.
Is it an app?
No,
This
don't
is
do
a
it.
fan
Don't do it.
calling.
Don't do it, Ant.
Is it an
Hold
app?
on. Yes, talk, sir. Just talk. Yeah, this is just a fan calling up on my cell phone. All right, and we're
I love
recording
how he
this.
says just a lowly fan.
No, I didn't say
It's a human being, Jimmy.
I didn't mean that.
He's
Sorry, I
a
didn't,
person with feelings, you know.
I didn't mean to
Just
imply
a
that
lowly
you're.
fan.
I apologize. I was implying that you're an
I'm
I'm,
giving
an easy target.
upstate
That
New
I'm
York
giving
bag
the
of shit. My
privilege
apologies, sir.
Of talking to me.
I really was calling you a. I really was calling you a buffalo colostomy bag. I apologize.
Yeah.
And then this will tape, and they can call listen to it later. But you get the Say Now app. It's fucking amazing. So just say something to Opie and Anthony because you're on the radio. All right, as you
fun
can
and
see, there's
games.
compelling conversations to be had.
Yeah.
All right, sir, I got to turn this app off because I'm doing radio now. But
You know what? I'm not getting that.
all right, I will be up in Buffalo within 6 months. All
I
right,
can't find a Say Now.
Goodbye, buddy.
I'm not doing Say Now. Hell no.
Dude, you'll love it.
No, that's scary.
You'll love it.
No.
Is it one word?
No.
Yes, Say Now, and then it's.
Oh, there it is. All right, Say Now. I don't even know what this does.
Now I got to turn this off or it will ring all day.
Jimmy's description of it sucked monkey balls.
I'm not a good describer of things.
Say Now makes it easy for you to broadcast voice, photos, and text messages from your phone at all to all your fans. You can also tweet to your followers, listen to messages from your fans, reply to your fans, call individual fans back, and keep your real number private. Save your favorite message. Oh, fuck.
I have bad reception here, so I apologize to the fans trying to call. I'll
we
do this
go.
again.
It's kind of like having a second number just for your fans that you could turn on and off so that you're not getting phone calls all
I'm
day
going
long.
to get the app and then turn it off and leave it off.
Yeah.
Now it's off, so now they can't call my cell phone. It's that simple.
Here we go.
Let me say hi to Todd in Jersey. Todd.
Hey guys.
Hi, Todd.
Sorry
Hey there,
to piss you off
Tad.
even more, Opie, but about 6:50. I'm trying to rewind my DVR right now for you to play it for you, but they did about 30-second clip on for all you Apple iPhone users. Howard Stern's coming to your iPhone.
What?
Yes.
Well, it's just, maybe they just didn't know. Maybe who was that on the news?
Yeah, on the news, New York News, NBC.
Yeah, well,
here. Hold
They
on,
just
let's-
didn't know.
I want to hear this.
Oh, my God.
Let's listen.
Okay.
Come on.
Hold on, I'm
Okay.
hold on.
This inaccuracy.
All right, here we go.
Closer.
Howard Stern is coming to an iPhone near you. Satellite radio company Sirius XM is launching its new iPhone app today. It'll be free for subscribers with the internet option, $3 a month. Otherwise, it is one of the ways
Matilda?
to generate money in this bad economy.
Nice, right?
Well, that's something. That's the news. That's not the company.
Blazing inaccuracy
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the news'
Yeah.
part. But
yeah.
that's
Well,
the
how do you
see
think
that's
the
the
news got
impression.
word of that?
Well, we don't blame the company for that, believe it or not.
that's not the
and trust me, I
company's
love blaming the company, but that is the news just being stupid. The news sucks.
Dude, I blame the
Don't
company-
listen to what the news says to you because they get half their shit wrong.
I blame the company for my erection difficulties. Anything I have that's a fucking problem at home, I blame the company for.
All it would have taken was a little search to find out that Howard's not available on the Sirius XM app for now. I don't know what deal
Well,
they're
wouldn't
making
they
behind the
have,
scenes.
released some sort of a news release to them or something, a press release?
Well, if you go to orbitcast.com, which is a very easy place to go for like tech stuff, especially satellite radio tech stuff, and the news should know this, it says it right there that Howard's not available yet. So,
Yeah.
But they're just dummies. The news sucks. Trust
Yeah.
me. They're dumb. They're
All right, fellas.
stupid.
They don't do research on anything.
Yeah. Have the listeners write app reviews? Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they could do that.
I'm sure, I'm sure the reviews will be pretty good on this thing.
Let me soak some more E-Rock snot up out of my nose. I'm so blaming him that I am getting fucking sick.
Oh, wow, the phones are lit. The company's trying to make you fail. I don't.
Oh, wow. I am number 18. You're
Why
right.
would they do that?
I don't really believe the company's trying to make us fail.
No, they're not
I
trying
really
to
don't
make us
believe
fail.
that. I
Of
really
course not.
believe that.
Jim Norton.
I know what I believe, and I can't say it.
You gonna beat the Jonas Brothers?
No, the Jonas Brothers have a couple of million. Soldier Boy's number 1. He's got like 3.5 fucking million people he can just call on the phone. It's amazing.
Really?
But they're so smart, these people. Because Twitter was kicking the shit out of them. Like, because it's easier just to text. I could send photos on my iPhone with my Say Now application. I could actually send an iPhoto out.
No, you can't.
Don't scream at me.
All right.
But I did it last night. There's a picture of me lounging and relaxing. You can just send it out. It's very much like it works with Twitter. It's just another way of communicating. What's that?
Down and wow! Look at the bottom there.
Oh yeah, Say Now is promoting me at the bottom. Fucking Say Now is a fucking. They take care of you.
All right, hold on.
They're promoting.
All right,
Yes.
hold on a minute.
I didn't even know that was up there.
You have no idea how funny that is right now. Today.
Why? I didn't know that was up there.
You don't work for Say Now, but see, this is what we're trying to tell the company. Say Now is promoting Jim Norton because they know it's good for business, but the company that we work for can't do that. Why?
Can you believe that? Why can't?
Those fucking.
Because they get excited.
And it doesn't cost anything. That's the important thing. You don't get fucking charged other than a cell phone charge. There's no charges. There's no shit.
You know that I'm on a bunch of social networking sites now, here and there, and the owners of these places write me and then call me personally. The excitement in their voices, like, I can't believe you chose us to do whatever. I don't even. It's a general conversation I'm having right now. The excitement, and I think to myself, why can't we feel that same excitement from the company we actually work for?
Yeah.
We don't feel that from down the hall.
Why?
But these guys can't wait to get us on the phone. Oh, my God. Anything you need. Anything. Just tell us what you need. What will make it easier for you to use our product?
Right.
Jimmy, you're getting promotion just from...
But you understand what I'm saying? You just start to feel like, honestly, like a cuckold after a while. It's like, I'm such a, like, I'm a fucking trooper. I'll plug the company anywhere I go. Because I love you guys. Of course you plug me. Of course I'm going to fucking mention Opie and Anthony. But after a while, you just start to feel like a dummy.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? They think I'm shit.
Just promote my Twitter and promote Ant's,
My little project.
His venture.
My venture.
Oh, boy, would we hear about that.
God, am I a dumb motherfucker, man.
The name Virus promotes Norton. The company's making decisions with one show on their mind. Well,
The name Virus promotes Norton is pretty funny.
Yeah, Tom in Chicago. Tom in Chicago gets credit for that.
That's a good one.
Nick in Utah, the company's making decisions with one show on their mind. Yeah, I sort of agree with that. And, you know, you got to work on your...
Got to diversify a little bit.
Well, you got to
here.
work on your farm system, because someday you're going to need your farm system in the big leagues. So the opportunity is now to get name recognition out there. God, it's so obvious. I'm going into marketing next. Soldier Boy mentions Say Now in his songs and gives the number out. Wow.
Yeah, he's got 3 points. The Jonas Brothers got a shitload. But what happens is when you go live, and they just tied in with Twitter like 2 weeks ago, and they can call your phone, whatever your main phone is for your updates. When you call, I can just call and leave voicemails. E-Rock's played them. They're silly. You just whatever you're doing, if you feel like leaving a voicemail, people can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can send a text that goes to all their phones, which you can't do on Twitter. People have to log in. This is a text that goes to their phones and a picture that goes to their phones.
Dude, how great is that?
But it's like when they go live, they can just go. They said when the Jonas Brothers went live for a few minutes, they got 100,000 phone calls.
That's it?
In a very short period of time, and the server almost cut off their thing. They thought it was some kind of a fucking internet attack. Well, yeah, that's a lot of phone calls. 100,000.
Wow, man, the phones are lit. All right. Well, I appreciate the support out there. We certainly get the support from the fans. God, it's just tiring. We've been at this for 5 years trying to change things, and,
forever,
and nothing works.
Then it just seemed like forever.
Nothing works, and we're the workhorses. We'll be live tomorrow. for this company.
Yeah.
Well, that's our deal. I understand.
We do now.
But we'll be here.
We'll actually show up for work.
It was just funny the way you said that.
But we'll be here.
Yes.
Well, but the point is, we're the workhorses, But they choose to promote I love Eminem, but why you're promoting a guy that has to do 4 hours a year? That's what Who Kid told us.
Yep.
4 hours a year.
We've
already done 4 hours today. And that's not an exaggeration with all the other things we do when we're not here. We've been doing about 4 hours of stuff for our listeners already today. Kevin Smith was terrific last night, by the way. I just want to mention. Yeah.
Good.
Carnegie Hall. Just amazing. Brilliant guy. Fucking his fans love him too, man. It's just amazing. The love he gets when he's on that stage. A little luck. It's basically Q&A.
Yeah.
But, someone asks a question, then he talks for 20, 30 minutes about it.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
He's a great fucking speaker. He just...
Amazing.
He knows how to hold a crowd and just talk about shit.
Amazing. I was blown away. I had to leave a little early because, I had to get up for the show, which I was so bummed. Sometimes when I leave an event early, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Saw enough. It was one of those events where I was like, I can't believe I got to fucking leave.
You want to hang.
Because he said right off the bat, I'm going to 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock for me, that's crazy.
That's a little late.
I mean, Ann can handle it, but I can't. 11 o'clock for me is, and then get home and then wind down. It would be after midnight. I wouldn't be able to do that. But props to Kevin Smith. Wow. First time I saw one of his, what is it called? It's almost like a town hall meeting.
Yeah. It really is.
It's not stand-up, although...
It's an evening with. Yeah.
It's not stand-up, but he does get a ton of fucking laughs throughout the whole thing.
Kevin's a funny dude, but he's not the kind of guy who you feel is trying to be funny. He's just a funny dude.
And here you go. Thanks, Justin Hoboken. Hey, Ope, how brilliant was his closing line last night? I just told you I left early.
That's probably why he said that.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Is Justin getting me?
Sounds like a dick thing to say. So,
Is he getting me? Know what I was thinking though? I was thinking that Kevin was gonna, mention us during the Carnegie Hall thing, and I was so paranoid because and I'm not speaking out of turn here. When we help promote something, we get a little love back.
Yeah,
and I don't think he did, which is fine. I'm not saying that. But I'm like, I got to leave early. And if all of a sudden Kevin does the big, I want to thank Opie and Anthony, and points to where we're supposed to be sitting in this empty
seats. Oof. Yeah.
Were you?
Oh, boy.
Let me ask you, were you embarrassed when you went to that movie premiere to see the movie and they were and you waved?
That's one of my favorite stories.
It just makes me laugh.
It's so humbling.
Because you're just honest about how embarrassed you are.
Anyone else? Just about every other guy in radio would never admit that, but it was the semi-pro fucking what was it? Screening. It was a Times Square theater. Aunt and I were forced to do it by that dopey station we used to work for, and we show up late because we want to make a little rock star entrance, and all of a sudden we walk in. Everyone is standing with their arms in the air, and I literally gave them the, hey, what's up? Thanks for acknowledging us. What are you doing there?
This is my greeting.
Well, I'm in the middle of telling the fucking semi-pro story.
So I had a recorded greeting.
We could do that during the break.
Yeah, I'm good.
And the only reason I'm mentioning is because Jimmy brought it up. So Aunt and I walk in, and it seems to be a frenzy because we have arrived. I waved to acknowledge the frenzy. And then I realized they were all up standing because they were getting free stuff that was thrown at them. And that is a true story.
What I love about you...
And there was probably 2 people there to see us. I have no problem admitting that.
That's just...
It was all black people that looked like they were homeless.
Anthony Comia. I'm signing up for Say Now.
It's fun.
There.
Twitter integration.
I'm done.
You can block people. This rules.
You don't care what I have to say.
I was listening.
I understand.
By the way, on my phone, I have my girlfriend's favorite story.
Yeah.
Is remember I told you that Open Florentine showed me that guy that we were at the Comedy Central thing, And they're like, that's the. Cause I was getting. I got a picture of Kiefer Sutherland that
whoa,
night.
Whoa.
What?
That was my bit. Florentine was in my world that day.
Oh, okay. And you pointed, and we saw this black
me and
guy.
Florentine worked together. It was my idea. Florentine pulled it off flawlessly, my friend.
Opie goes, get his picture. I'm like, who is that? He goes, that's an actor. He's like, he's a new big action star. So this guy was talking to two chicks, and I interrupt him. I'm like, can I get a picture with you? And he's like, okay. And I hand Opie the camera, and I'm standing with the guy. And as we look, I realize him and Florentine are howling.
No,
and I realize this is a nobody. This is the guy. This is the picture, and you could see me laughing because I realize I have just been fucking humiliated. Look at that black dude.
Yeah.
I got to figure out a way to block this guy's face and send out the picture because he might just be a civilian.
Just put some pixels over his eyeballs and he'll be fine.
A lot of credit goes to Florentine because I started the bit, and Jimmy was like looking back and forth to the guy and us, and we're like, "No, really, it's that show." And Florentine's looking at me. I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck? That show? It's big. I can't think of the name. It's like some kind of crime drama show." And Jimmy's like, "CSI." I'm like, "No, not CSI. It's something like that though." And I forgot. But trust me, he is on his way up. That
he's
guy's
the
a
hot
big
new
star.
guy.
And something we said convinced Jimmy, and he ran over there, and then he's just tugging on the guy, tugging. Sir, can I have a picture?
Oh, that is
Dude,
embarrassing.
I cock-blocked him. He was talking to two chicks, and I cock-blocked him.
That is so embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm a goddamn fool.
You're an embarrassment.
Look at this. You can see how many people called you. It graphs and charts on what day you got a lot of phone calls. It's fucking unbelievable.
I don't know.
Wait, his closing line was, "That's the pussy I came out of. That's the pussy I go to."
What? Jesus, Kevin.
That was Kevin Smith's closing line, I think. Could someone confirm that? Because that's pretty good. Because he had all his family there.
Oh, okay.
So he said that to his mom. That's the
mom
pussy
and
I came out of, and then pointed to his wife, and that's the pussy I go to.
Oh, that's a great line. I hope he didn't bring them up there and have them and actually show the vaginas. That'd make Kevin my hero.
If it was my mom, I'd have to say that's the pussy I slid out of because she was too drugged up to take the pain. Then I had to crawl up to her lifeless boob because she was still passed out.
Oh, no.
To suck a little, to get some nourishment. Love me, love me, love me.
Did you want nourishment?
Love me, love me, love me. Well, you got to wait for her to wake up first. It'll be a few hours. Oof. Love me, love me, love me.
Yeah.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
Oh, I will give some Twitter love to an Uber listener today, one a day. Who was yesterday's?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Who was yesterday's?
Who was? By me.
Today, it's Kevin from Connecticut. On Twitter, it's Kevin from CONN. There's your Uber listener love of the day. Can we take a break? Jimmy, you got to go.
Let us. What?
I'm leaving at 8 today.
No,
I fly
you're
to
not.
Fort Lauderdale.
Turn around and look what time it is, my friend.
7:52.
Is Bill Burr coming in, I think?
He's here today.
He's here already? Nice.
And I'm back on Monday.
Oh,
God. Yeeny.
Yes, I have to go out and make my...
How much trouble do you think we're in for this?
None.
2
For what?
hours?
No.
It always turns out
It's all
that
accurate.
we're in trouble.
We were all accurate. What are we doing? We don't.
You didn't wish anybody death. It's just fucking justifiably complaining about something. It's a justifiable complaint.
Yeah. Come on.
But we're in the advertising.
Come on.
That's good.
We're talking about the main issue was not the newspapers. It was the actual application that you click on. It says virus, and that's indisputable.
All
like
right,
saying
please. Now that the phones went dead, the thread is over. Everyone's calm now.
Well, we took the phone number off the bad data.
Oh, you did?
Can't have both. You either know where you're calling or who you're calling, but not both.
Well, I mean, but if it's an iPhone app, you're not supposed to be using your phone, so.
It's master.
Huh?
It's like one universal
Yeah, I know.
for everything.
I know, I understand.
Great.
And Kevin just thanked me. Kevin, fuck you.
Why are you cursing at Kevin?
Because he's an Uber fan.
Oh, I think like Kevin Smith.
No, I love Kevin Smith. He gave us great tickets, too. I was tweeting pictures, and people said, nice seats, Dick. I'm like, dude, he put us in the balcony. Like, we were like Abe Lincoln, hanging out up top, checking it out, front row.
Yeah.
From the balcony. That's nice. That's where you want to be at Carnegie Hall.
You know what people don't
I loved
understand?
my seats.
Like, that's good. You get to see the crowd, the performer on the stage, doing what they're doing. Don't people realize you're you're like 6 feet away from Kevin Smith when he comes in here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need wow, I need that front row seat so I could see Kevin Smith live and in person. No, we see him very close when he's here in the studio.
No, my seat was perfect.
Yeah.
Literally perfect. It was just off center to the right, front row of the balcony. Those seats are coveted when you go to Carnegie Hall.
Coveted?
You have to open a door to get to your seat. That's nice. Oh, yeah. You would have known that if
John
you,
Wilkes Booth.
if you showed up.
Oh, he gave you seats like that?
I was much too busy.
That's great.
Yes. Yeah, he took care of us.
Good.
He's an all right dude. All right, we got a break, and we're going to lose Jimmy, and Bill Burr is going to join us, and we're going to talk about some fun stuff today.
Yes. We do have other things to talk about besides the fact that we were,
Stepped over.
Right. Stepped over. I could be on an app. Smack.
Not unknown, like everyone says.
Opie, I'm the guy whose chick asked you to take a pic with me. That was his closing line. All right, so the pussy thing was his closing line. Yeah, a lot of fans at the show yesterday. Very cool.
Yeah,
a lot of
very
nice,
good.
a lot of nice people. A lot of creeps though, because like the lights went down. It was about close to 10. So I did 2 hours, and I was guilty that I had to leave. So I go to Steve C. He's in the box with me, and I go,
Yes. Well, you'll never say that again.
I'm gonna sneak out. So I kind of hunched over, and I kind of went for the door, opened it nice, slid out. You know how you could slide out?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the hall, and there's 3 fans there. You leaving? You leaving? You leaving? I'm like, how the fuck did you know? Can we get your picture? Which is cool. It's cool every time. All right, Jimmy, have fun in Florida. What's the plug?
Fort Lauderdale Improv tonight, one show, and then Friday, Saturday, West Palm Improv. Tickets, probably plenty of tickets available because I couldn't get on local radio down there because the buzz won't have me.
Jesus.
So I'm doing these cool guys, these young Paul and Ron, I think, tomorrow, who actually they're fans
they're
of the
all
show.
right.
Those guys are great.
Yeah, I remember messing with them a little bit when Rich Voss was on there. What, the Lopeweiser station wouldn't have you on?
No, it's I think it's Loper, Smitty, and Randy.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they'd have you on.
By the way, I was right again.
What?
Because I know people just forget about all the stuff we say. We said they would do nothing in mornings after they got rid of us in West Palm Beach. That show is a disaster.
Is it doing poorly?
Yeah.
That figures.
But people get, bored when we go down that road. I understand, but trust me, I was right again. They replaced us with nobodies that are doing nothing. All right, Jimmy. We'll see you Monday.
All right,
Jimmy, you have fun.
We're going to take a very long break.
Yes, 2 hours without a break.
We're going to take a very long break, and then we're going to have Bill Burr in studio.
Billy.
And I now have to hide from the bosses because they were kind of poking their heads.
Yeah.
Down that long hall, they've made 3 attempts to walk down that hall thinking we're going to break. So I know they're listening in their office. I'm hiding until we're back live on the air.
We got to put our defenses up like 300, where we can block the hallway because it's a narrow passage.
Dude, this is the best weapon ever, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish we learned this.
Stupid Kenny.
I wish we learned this earlier. When we want to stay out of harm's way, all we have to do is keep the mics on. It's like management. If they see the mics on, they stay.
Yeah, down there.
But as soon as they see the studio light go off, then they start making their way toward the studio. But then you turn the mics back on, and they go backwards.
Yeah, it's like fire.
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
It's like bug. It's like bug repellent.
Cold with the blob. There's plenty of instances we can
Danny,
use.
we're going to take a break, but keep the mics on so it looks like we're still on the air, and then they won't even come
No,
close
don't
to
keep
us.
the mics on because somebody will say something horrible. I hate that cocksucker.
You know what
please.
you could do? You could leave on your pots, but see, Travis, he can cut off that whole board, but it still looks like you're on the air because the light's on.
I'd still be scared.
No, don't chance that. Just fucking
I'd
turn
be
it all
scared.
off. Just paint it red real quick.
All right, we'll figure it all out. But it's exciting for the company. The SiriusXM app is available. And I know people are downloading it like crazy.
It is good to have.
Just missed an opportunity
very cool.
for our names to be pushed out there big time today. And that's why we're frustrated. There's your headline. God, we could have done that in 30 seconds and done actual radio for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Tough. I heard Curtis Sliwa in that promo. Little Curtis Sliwa was scared in court yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
There's your tough guy.
Mafioso.
Opie and Dopey. Yeah, you're real brave, but, man, when you were in court yesterday, you were shaking like a leaf.
What happened? I missed that.
Rumor has it that John Gotti Jr. might have said a thing or two. They were in court together yesterday.
Hey, did he wet his pants?
Huh?
Did he wet his pants right there? You don't want the Gottis talking ill of you.
No, that's not a good thing.
It's in the paper, but Slee was all brave and yells and screams all the time, and then he's faced with a real man in court, and he shook like a leaf. Where's the story?
And those guys,
started singing like a
shoot
bird.
You. When they try to shoot you in a cab.
Yeah, I understand all
jump
that,
out
but
the window.
you know what?
Fantastic! What a story.
Oh, they shoot through your hand.
Yeah.
Bill Burr in studio, taking over for Jimmy, who's on his way to Florida for
The
some
relief,
gigs.
the relief pitcher's in.
That's right. Middle relief.
Had to go to the bullpen.
No, we're going to the end with you, Bill.
Yeah.
This is yours to lose.
No closers.
This is yours to lose. Here you go.
Yeah, they're tired. Those arms are tired. We got to go with you till 11. Bill Burr Punchline, July 13th.
Yes.
That's my sister Dawnie's birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so the Punchline, great comedy club out there in San Francisco for Bill Burr. Just go to BillBurr.com for all his dates.
Billy Burr.
Right?
Although I don't have that one up yet. That's a new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We were very happy for you. First comedian on Conan O'Brien. We were excited. We were here playing the appearance and everything.
Oh, I wanted to thank you guys for that. I never tell anybody whenever I'm doing those because you never know how they're going to go. And if you saw the first, say, a good 48 seconds of that set, was a little rough up front.
Really?
I didn't think so. It played perfect on the radio. It's funny you don't want to tell anyone, like you're doing an internet radio show and you're trying something out. You're on national TV.
Yeah, but you know something?
First week.
Dude, with all the channels and people can TiVo, and you're lucky if half your family sees it within the first week. They're like, yeah, I taped it. I haven't seen it yet. Going to watch it with my girl and blah, 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 blah. But
days go by, and then people are like, hey, I just saw you last night. I had a TiVo'd or DVR'd or something. And you're like, oh, yeah, what?
Yeah, no.
What appearance?
Yeah, no, it ended up going great, and everybody was happy with it, so I was psyched. But I got to send you, I deleted it off my phone. I got to bring it in. Some lady just trashing me about what I was wearing.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, some people, they freak out if every time I go on I do one of those shows and I'm wearing a suit, people lose their mind.
Why?
Because they say you're a button-down shirt, blue jeans, blue-collar guy, kind of fucking. It's like I'm on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
You know
Maybe
what I mean?
I want to look, the part.
But something happened there where if you go on a late-night TV show, you got to wear, a jacket now. What happened?
I think you always did, unless you were Burt
really?
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Then he could come out and dump milk down the front of Johnny Carson's pants or whatever the hell he did.
Doesn't matter. He got away with anything.
Yeah.
He just kick Johnny in the
Then he
nuts
gets
and leave. Yeah.
He just started laughing.
At least it was a woman commenting on what you're wearing. We have fans that comment on what we're wearing, and they're guys. It's like,
guys can't
why
stop.
the fuck do you give a shit what I'm wearing? You're a guy. You're not supposed to give a shit about what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
guys.
I don't comment about your hair or something.
Those shoes, dude. What are you doing? It's like, unless it's completely, unless you're like Voss walking around with that stupid fucking fag bag.
Oh
that
yeah,
he walks
it's got to be
around
something completely ridiculous.
Yeah,
over the
unless
top.
it's way over the top.
Right.
When you're just wearing like a suit jacket or something, and some jeans, shoes, what? You're just like any normal human being that wants to kind of look nice, and you go out there and people are like, what were you wearing, Dick? What was that? A fucking blazer? What are you?
Oh yeah.
It's like no.
I get creeped out. I'm like, wow, guys really give a shit about what I'm wearing.
Fashion sense.
I always get that. And then people, that's the internet. They literally, last time I did Letterman, people were ripping me. This guy ripped me about the way I shook Dave's hand. Just
Grab his
really?
cock? What'd you do? That was so...
Well, why don't you show me the picture when you shook David Letterman's hand?
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll compare.
Yeah, how did you do it? Exactly.
Right.
It just gets to that.
God damn right.
Dude, they're haters.
I was
they're not
sitting
real
there with me and
fans.
my friends, and, we weren't really laughing, so that's the litmus test. Really? First of all, how many people use litmus test? I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
do they still do that?
Well,
do they
yeah,
make
if
litmus paper.
Yeah, if 2 to 3 million people are watching something, you and your 3 douchebag friends are not the litmus test.
No.
You're 3 douchebags in a fucking living room.
I like to focus on the people that like me. I mean, call me crazy. I mean, the haters will always be there. They're not real fans whatsoever. They're just not.
Yeah.
You are not a suit guy. I love wearing a suit.
yeah.
I like sitting in first class, getting away from the riffraff.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Right?
I know nothing about plumbing. Don't let the accent fool you.
Blue collar guy.
Yeah, that's literally what they said. Blue collar guys don't wear suits on Monday. That's what this person wrote.
What the fuck is their problem?
And what was the problem with the David Letterman handshake?
Oh, I think I went out. It's one of those deals. We went to shake his hand. I kind of like I
missed a little bit. Or
yeah,
whatever?
I missed a little bit.
That happens in regular
Went up
life.
a little higher.
Yeah.
But that happens.
No, and they literally, the dude froze it on the TV screen. I know all you listeners are going to be showing it on
Twitter.
like,
You know what? That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, fair is fair. It's kind of funny that he froze it. See right here.
If he was trying to be funny, it would be funny.
Right.
He probably was sincerely like, "What a fucking asshole
See,
Bill is."
I'm definitely a fan of throwing someone under the bus.
Yeah.
Don't get confused. But
well, then you
but
love
then-
the people who email
No, but
me.
then there's the haters
Yeah.
that have. It's not about throwing you under the bus. They just want to. They're just not your fans.
Well, this is what
That's the difference.
anybody who trashes you, what they always have to do, first of all, they have to establish credibility for themselves first. And they always go like, I'm known to have a great sense of humor. You know,
yeah.
I'm a great laugher. I've loved everything that you've done. I've been a fan of yours since blah, 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 blah. But
there it is.
And the
when
butts
you-
in capital letters.
yeah, last night or 2 months ago when you did this, that sucked. All
Don't
right.
you-
Thank you.
Don't you? Isn't it amazing how you can predict that butt coming when people say something? You know, it always starts with I blah 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 blah, and then you're like, all right, just bring it on. But there it is, there it is.
Dude, those emails used to really, really fuck me up.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
I wasn't ready for them.
Yep.
I'm on stage. Took a while, but once you build that up, you can handle it on stage.
Right.
But you're just sitting at home. You're going to eat an English muffin. You're just sitting there in the morning. You're not ready for it.
It's like I'm not ready to be heckled at home as I'm eating.
The fence shields are down.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
kicked right to the
Our
chest.
shields are down. We'll raise them.
But why is that? Because I mean, I guarantee in that same email bunch was a hell of a lot of people praising you. But
Oh,
it
no,
takes
no,
that-
yeah, no. I
it
got
takes
I got
that
a ton
one
of
dumb
good.
idiot.
Dude, how many years did we fucking go through it where you're like, I don't really care, but you fucking cared. Like, I know it was just like, oh my God, this is annoying. The pitch, I want to reach through. I want to strangle this motherfucker. And there's nothing you can do about it. Now it's like, when you really reach that point where you're like, wow, I really don't care. That's kind of cool. It's like this newfound freedom that
I
you get.
actually save them. I just
Yeah,
have, I
they
have a
are-
file
'cause
called
now they're
hate
funny.
mail.
Yeah, hate mail.
Oh, I had somebody call me a redheaded mongoloid. Mongoloid is just so fucking funny. I couldn't even get mad. And then I literally looked it up, like, what is mongoloid?
Mongoloid.
It comes from, like, people call it Mongolia.
The
and-
Mongols.
yeah.
They had that look that was then mistaken for the classic features of Down syndrome. The kind of almost almond eyes. So they called them Mongoloids. Isn't that amazing?
Not
Yeah.
really. All right, why don't we get into some shit?
Yeah.
Good to see you, Bill.
Good to see you
what-
guys,
what-
too.
what do you-
You're always looking good.
What?
I'm not saying you're not. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. He's
What?
I don't know. You cleaned yourself up
Got
there.
himself
You got
a
a little
haircut, he
haircut.
shaved.
I'm keeping the hair shorter.
You're
I had a cancer.
dropping some
I had a
pounds.
cancer scare, so now I'm good.
All right. Skin
Yeah.
cancer.
Prostate.
Found a lump in there.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
It turned out fine in the end, but
making
it
me
was like
nauseous.
3 months of hell.
Oh,
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I was ejaculating
burn it out?
deep red blood, so that was
I'm
fun
getting
too.
nauseous now.
By the way, that
This stuff
continues.
gets me queasy.
And I had to ask the doctor, oh, yeah, that'll happen for another 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh,
Great.
my God.
Thank you.
I get so queasy.
You ever shoot red blood before, Bill? It's like a horror movie in your bedroom.
Nosferatu, Dick.
It's like a horror movie.
They got to tell you the
Not a little. Not a little, like, almost kind of look pink because it's mixed in with other colors. Deep, dark red shooting from your penis.
Frankenberry coming out of your ass.
Oh, it was terrific. And by the way, the doctor forgot to tell me that's what was going to happen. So the first time that happens, I was screaming bloody murder. What the fuck is
bloody,
that?
bloody dick.
Bloody dick, bloody murder.
Wow.
Bloody murder. It's the muscle milk, Phil.
Yeah, no shit, right? You got fucking muscle
Dude,
milk
that stuff
pouch.
looks so fucking gross.
It's horrendous. But it's 68% of your protein
Oh,
for the day.
God.
Says who?
I'm not looking.
Says the fucking...
The guys who are trying to buy a yacht by selling you that shit?
It's taken over the world, though. It's in every store now, just about.
Did you just hear what he just said?
Taking over the world.
It's taken over the world now. It's in every
Yeah.
store just about.
11% of your
That
fiber.
sentence started so huge, and then he just tapered off.
Just about.
Just about.
Don't pay attention to the calories, though. Like Danny pointed out, it's like a double cheeseburger.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Well, if you're working out, the calories are all right. It's no problem.
What's your favorite vitamin, Bill?
I've been taking vitamin B because
I'm a B12.
My memory's
yeah.
going.
What do you want to be?
Yeah.
Well, how about
Brutal.
35% of your B12 right here? Huh?
Jude, just look at the container that it's in.
Yeah, I know.
Look how unhealthy that looks. That nipple on top.
That I used to sit here in the morning and drink it right out of the container, and Aunt gave me a look one day. I'm like, all right,
It just
I'm
looked
pouring
too
it.
phallic or
I'm
something.
pouring it into a cup now.
He'd like squish it in waves and pumps into his mouth.
Well, you got to get the goodness out, so you got to pump out the goodness.
But not only that, I guess the way that the mouthpiece is situated, it would dribble like down.
Yeah, you can't really get a good seal on that, can you?
Yeah.
Muscle.
Oh, and I went back to
Muscle.
I went back to the urologist 2 days ago, and no fingers up the ass. Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Past 3 fingers up the ass and a probe. Lots of fun, Bill. You ever have a probe up your ass? And then they
Yes.
snip out shit?
No, haven't gone that far.
Oh, it's a delight. Oh, my God. Joe Rogan.
Speaking of fingers up the ass,
What's up, Joe?
Joe, what's up, man?
Where the fuck have you been?
I've been hiding.
I know you're busy and all, but we miss you.
Dude, I miss you guys too. I listen every day, and I swear to God, I've thought about booking comedy in New York just so I could do your show again.
Yes, get out here.
I just hate getting to the East Coast. It's too much of a pain in the ass.
I hear that. Are you a Muscle Milk fan?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
There you go, Bill.
Chocolate
See?
mint. You ever have the chocolate mint one?
Yeah,
It's
chocolate
delicious.
mint
It's like a
strong. It is like a shake.
It's a shake.
Joe gets it with
They say it's good for
pot
you,
in
though.
it somehow. You ever to buy it with weed in it?
You can get weed and everything in California. They have
Everything
pot
Joe
soda
has
out
has
here.
weed
I got
in
a
it.
bottle of pot soda in front of me right now.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, it's for real. It's
those
nuts.
fucking
you can get
pharmaceutical-
breath strips and
Yeah,
everything.
pharmaceutical pot places sell everything with pot in it. It's not just weed. You can buy fucking soda, cookies.
It's
all
so
kinds of shit.
crazy. There's 500 medical marijuana dispensaries in Southern California alone right
Yeah,
now.
see?
Yeah,
It's
Come on.
insane.
They're
You
getting
drive down the street, you see neon weed signs. You would think it's a scene in a movie.
But-
you would think there's no way this could be real.
Well, Joe, you know what they're doing? They're setting up to legalize this stuff.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah, they are. They're realizing that. You know what? For the longest time, they could keep studies away from people, and people, I heard it does this to you. But now that you have the internet, everybody has the facts in front of them, and slowly
'Cause
but
the
surely,
internet's
people
full
are
of
starting
facts.
to wake up and go, if it doesn't get legalized with us, what the fuck? I mean, who is it going to get legalized with?
Yeah, true.
They're just trying it out right now. They're like, all right, let's see what this does.
It's gonna make them enough money that it's not gonna, like the situation that they're at right now. They're getting a lot of money from pharmaceutical companies and alcohol and tobacco companies to keep making these commercials, these Partnership for a Drug-Free America commercials.
Yeah.
That's who finances that stuff.
These
they
medical
want to just make people think it's bad.
These medical marijuana shops, I'm looking at a couple of pictures of them online over here. Not quite your Rexall or CVS pharmacy looking place. They're fucking head shops.
Exactly.
It looks like the red light district. It
Yeah,
looks
like
like you could get a Yankee Cranky in there too.
That's not where you go to pick up like fucking Crestor or
went
something.
to,
You know,
one of them that I went to, they have the cop that used to come there, or rather the doctor that used to come there, like once or twice a month and do prescriptions. You just basically go in, you tell them I have a headache. When do you get headaches? Whenever I think about the fact that pot's illegal. Literally that.
All right, here you go.
I have
And this
lower back
doctor
pain.
Yeah.
is looking at me like for sure I'm a cop. Like, he's going to, like, they're very careful. Like, you could tell they're worried about, like, DEA agents infiltrating them.
The feds.
Seeing how easy it is to get a prescription. It's very easy.
Yeah, who did we have in? Doug Benson was saying how easy it is, right?
Yeah, he did that documentary, Super High Me.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's incredibly easy.
Yeah, you got a prescription for that.
And it's not like you
People
just
are
go.
like, that's bad. But if you look at it on paper, it's way safer than alcohol, way safer than tobacco. You want to watch, that's the best piece of evidence ever that politicians are whores.
Right.
The fact that no one ever comes out and says, let's get rid of tobacco. It kills 400,000 people a year. If you're going to make something illegal, that's
Yeah.
a bad thing to profit on. But you never hear a peep out of them.
Let me-
That's because these tobacco companies sponsor these politicians.
Joe, I got to tell you something else. I've driven stoned. I've driven drunk. And you know what is worse than both of those? And I mean fucking really bad. Driving exhausted, tired.
Right.
You can't fucking do anything about
Yeah.
it. I was driving home a few times where I'm like, I am falling asleep And physically, there's nothing I can do about it. If you're drunk and you have, like, you're over the legal limit, but I'm not talking fucking, you're blowing off the scale over there. But, hey, there goes my V8. But it's like, if you're legally drunk and you're driving, you could actually put yourself in a mindset where you're like, I'm going to drive slow, I'm staying in the right lane, I'm using my blinkers, I'm doing everything I need to do. If you're stoned, you're silly. But you have your senses about you.
Yeah.
Tired, you are in and out of lanes. You're fixated on a blank stare at a retaining wall that you're heading toward.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do about that. Worse
the best
than
thing,
both.
if anybody, this is the best advice anybody ever gave me, because I used to do a lot of late night gigs, and I'd be working during the day, and I'd do gigs at night. I was always driving tired. A friend of mine told me to bring cold water in a bottle and a washcloth. Wet the washcloth with cold water and just splash it all over your face. It wakes you up. It's the best move. I used to slap myself.
I was just going to say that. I smack myself in the face real fucking hard and yell, "Wake the fuck up!"
But that's only good for like a couple minutes.
Just
if that.
If that.
I used to
Sometimes
stick
it's
my
seconds.
head out the window like a Great
dog,
Dane.
right?
Yeah.
Like a dog.
Yeah. That's one of the things that people really don't admit to enough.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right, Ant.
Yeah, I bet a lot more people get into fatal accidents do it.
Some kids I went to high school with did.
Yeah.
Kids I went to high school with. Kid fell asleep at the wheel, ran right into an embankment.
And that was it?
Bye-bye.
That was it.
Yep. Everybody died.
Hey, Joe, you've been on for 10 minutes. We definitely want to make sure people know about talking monkeys in space. Good to know that you're still doing your drugs, my friend. Premieres this Saturday at midnight on Spike TV. What's that about?
It's a comedy special, stand-up comedy special, the first one that Spike's done. And they're hopefully, if this one goes well, they're going to do some more. So, it's perfect for, guys like Bill or Jim or anybody. Spike is, they want to be the all-guys network.
Right.
So, and they're owned by Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
So, the same company owns both of them. So my show's going to air on Spike, and it's also going to air on Comedy Central. So it's a nice little cross-promotion thing.
I got the DVD yesterday, and I went to see Kevin Smith last night, but I wanted to pop the freaking DVD in before you got on the air today. I can't wait to check it out.
Well, thank you, man. It's my favorite thing that I've ever done so far.
And Joe,
let me get away with a lot. So
I'm very close to floating.
Are you really? What do you mean close? Do it.
Well, I called this one place in New York, and they won't get back to me. So I don't know.
You got money. You should get one made. And put
I
it in your
ain't getting
house.
one made until I check it out and then make sure it's for
just
me.
Fucking do it. Trust me. Just do it, man.
Bill, you
just
wanna
hire
float?
someone to
Dude,
do it.
the same thing happened to me. I read Joe's whole thing when he was giving his
float,
first
right?
tank away, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try this shit. And I called up the lady, and she didn't end up getting back to me. Then by the time she did, I didn't care anymore.
Is that
But after I
sensory
read Joe's
deprivation?
blog, I was totally into it.
Is that what it is?
What?
Sensory deprivation?
Yeah.
Well, it has a ton of salt in it, so you just float there.
Oh, okay.
And then they put the cover down, and you got a little music if you want, or some laser lights if you want, or just nothing. I'm going to go with nothing.
When I was in the show.
Yeah.
Back to the womb.
Yeah,
right back in the womb.
I'll tell you what I have done. I went into a sleep machine. When I go to Huntington, I go into a sleep machine for like 15, 20 minutes. It's amazing.
What
is that the meeting we went into yesterday with our bosses?
He's right there.
Fucking A. Sleep machine. There he is, coming up the hall. Perfect timing, Anthony. Insert foot in mouth.
Oops.
What is the sleep machine? How's that work?
Sleep machine. You do a little of that new age music. They warm it up nice for you. A little fan on your face, and a light show.
Huh.
And the light show puts you out for about 15 or 20 minutes. And
Like
you
a
feel,
power nap or something?
It's a power nap, and you feel relaxed. I don't know if I actually slept, but it definitely got something in sync.
A caller just fucking hung up that said he was falling asleep riding his motorcycle.
Oh,
God.
That has got to be fucking hard to do, man.
Oh, my God. That's so
Oh, wow.
Isn't it a weird thing that we just get hypnotized by the road? Because that's the only time if I was working, if you're out digging ditches, until the wee hours of the morning, you don't think about falling asleep.
No, you're not falling asleep doing that, right?
The road hypnotizes you somehow.
Yeah.
You look at it's just weird.
It's the whole thing, the hum of the wheels, the fucking and
warm
just,
air in your face.
Yeah, that motion that's just kind of whizzing past you, your peripheral vision. Like
Yeah.
everything contributes to you just falling the fuck asleep.
And sometimes it's
Nobody talks about it.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's a time machine. I mean, my favorite is, holy shit, how the fuck did I get
I have
here?
no recollection of that
All I
past 10
remember,
miles.
I was text messaging my girl for the last half hour.
No, I'm home.
And I'm at my desk. How did I get here? And you were driving.
Autopilot.
Oh, I
That
love
is
that.
fucked up, man.
There's
Very weird
There's a
autopilot.
floating machine.
That's a
Come
floating
on,
machine
Bill, me
right
and
there.
you. Not in the same tank, though.
Yeah, in the same tank.
Yeah, we'll hold hands.
Clean it out. Make sure you have a gentleman's agreement that nobody pees.
I looked up a place in New York, and I called them a couple times. They must be out of business because they won't call back.
Well, they're probably run by hippies. You know, they're
Man.
probably people that are really bad at getting back to you.
Joe?
But it's an amazing experience, man.
That looks gross.
It's one of those things where they should be teaching people in school.
Big toilet.
They should be doing it in college, like showing them how to float and how to get deeper into your head naturally. There's a lot of people that are worried about taking drugs, like they would like to try mushrooms, but it's scary, and for good reason. You know, you don't even know who the fuck grew it, where, and what's it going to do to me, how long it's going to last.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the beauty of the isolation tank is you have a naturally occurring psychedelic experience, and anytime you want to end it, you just step out of the tank. So you don't have to worry about coming down.
You own one of these?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he
Oh,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
this on the show.
Yeah, I have a special one that's made. It's designed.
The way
to contain
Joe,
more
the way you
oxygen.
just explained that
Wow, more
sounded the
oxygen.
same way like when you get pulled under by like a riptide. Oh, just figure which way it's going and then just sort of gently just swim
Yeah,
sideways.
you're supposed to swim sideways.
Like
too.
nobody freaks out in those tanks.
You know what?
Is that what you do at a riptide? You swim sideways?
Dude, I got to jump in again. Bill is absolutely right. You hear about riptides your entire life. I consider myself a pretty good swimmer. I was in the Outer Banks 2 summers ago. I got in a riptide, and I was close to losing control. I was trying to stay alive for as long as I could. I see the people on the beach just having a good old time. They got the music cranked. They're drinking Coronas, and I'm like, this is how I'm going to die. They don't even know that I'm in deep trouble here.
Oh.
You guys know Greg Fitzsimmons?
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just saved someone.
Really?
He saved someone. He was on vacation. He was on vacation. I can't remember where. Costa Rica. And someone got caught in a tide and pulled out. This girl was screaming. She was going under. Greg went out there like a superhero, dove in the water, swam out to this chick, got her in a fireman's carry, I guess, or whatever you do. You put them on their back, and
Yeah.
he swam with this lady to shore in the tide.
Wow.
Well,
Risked his own
Good
life with
swimmer.
his family there watching.
Well, that's yeah. Well, because they tell you, like Bill said, you're supposed to go out with the tide, and then it calms down. But now you're way over your head, and you're way out there, and then you swim parallel to the beach, and then swim back in.
Yeah.
But all that knowledge goes out of your head, and you're just swimming for dear life
Yeah.
against this thing.
You're supposed to just sort of relax and be like, all right, I'm getting yanked this way. I'll just reality is you're like,
It's like, you know, when you're
sucking
on a
in ocean
treadmill and
water.
you're exhausted, like if you ever like to start working out again when you haven't worked out in a long time, and your first workout's really hard, like you're on a treadmill and you're like, man, I just want to quit right now. Imagine that horrible feeling when you're 300 yards from shore.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't do it anymore.
And you're like, you got to give up. You want
I gotta just give up now. Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh man.
No,
that
I don't.
sucks.
That's why I don't fuck with the ocean at all.
Don't fuck with the ocean.
I was in one, man, and
monsters in there.
Wow.
I don't.
That's
go.
my point, Ann. You and I have the exact same opinion on that.
Yep.
I heard
Monsters.
you talking, and you actually said something that I say on stage all the time about tigers. You were talking about crocodiles. They're monsters.
They are
We just
real
don't think of them
live
as
monsters.
No.
Yeah.
The only reason they're not considered monsters and stuff like that is because they're around.
Yeah, what I say about tigers is that if tigers landed here on a spaceship from another planet, we'd want to kill them all.
Yes, right.
Nobody would tolerate this new thing that comes along that loves to kill people.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a place in India called the Sundarbans, and over the last 200 years, tigers have killed 300,000 people there.
Come on.
No, it
There
sounds
used to be
like
a
it
lot
was
of
fun.
fucking tigers
I had
now.
to pause the TV, I had to rewind it, play it back, and then immediately go to Google. It's true. Over the last 200 years, they have at least 300,000 deaths.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's a
It's
little over
fucking
1,000
nuts.
a year, though.
The problem is these people, they live in these huts and villages, and the monsoons come, and a lot of them drown. They get taken away by the river. So, like, sometimes when a bad monsoon, there'll be, like, a bunch of bodies in the water.
Holy
well, the
shit.
tigers developed a taste for human flesh, so they like to eat people.
Yeah.
And then,
God, that's
and
sick.
then they search out the fresh ones.
It's a terrifying situation. I tell a joke in my act, a story about this one tiger that killed 3 guys on a boat. swam out to the fucking boat,
shit.
killed the guy, swam with his body back to the shore, dropped it off at the shore, hopped back in the water. They swim faster than 5 guys can row a fucking boat. Think about that.
Oh, my
God
God.
Think about how
that's
horrifying
creepy.
that is.
That's some scary shit.
Oh, my
How do you
God.
allow it to get on the boat, though? You'd be
can't
kicking the
help
shit
it.
out of it.
Dude,
Do you
those
know-
things
yeah,
weigh
they-
like 600 pounds.
They're ridiculous big.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If there were Tyrannosaurus Rexes walking around now, there would be people like, we have to save the T-Rex.
Yeah.
They're endangered and stuff. And they would be, they're monsters. But if they were walking around and,
they're a part of nature.
They wouldn't be walking around Manhattan or something, but they'd be in Africa somewhere, or,
They're part of nature.
Yeah.
There's
they're part of
mountain lions in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
A woman who lives down the block from me
So often
last
a
year, her
bicyclist
dog
gets
got
nailed.
eaten by a mountain lion.
Jesus.
And the people that live in the neighborhood, they go, well, you have to think they were here first. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What if it was a goblin? If a goblin hopped over this lady's fence and killed the dog, wouldn't we have a fucking search party for that thing? Wouldn't there be people with torches and guns?
I like how the they were here first thing works for mountain lions, but American Indians, we just go, fuck you.
I don't look at it that way. I look at it more like as far as like the world population, that mountain lion did a very green thing.
Yeah, he's culling the fucking human race.
Too many humans.
Too many humans. It needs to be culled.
They're sitting in Times
Joe,
Square.
speaking of monsters in the water, do you scuba dive?
No. I don't fuck with it. I don't
Yep.
fuck with the ocean.
See?
That guy in San Diego, I don't even get in the water anymore. Ever since that swimmer, that guy, an old guy, swimming, he practices triathlons. He got cut in half by a 16-foot great white.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
a bunch of people watching, too.
Swallowed him whole.
One of the Beach Boys drowned.
Yeah, huh?
Just
See?
the fucking Beach Boys, they even die.
I'm not engaging in anything where I can't even remember to like bring food with me when I go somewhere. I'm not engaging in any activity where I have to bring my own air.
Diving.
Like I gotta bring.
All
Hey, did you bring your air?
Come
You got
on,
your
man.
air? No
Come
air. Like I could go without water or food for a little while. Air? Now you're pretty fucked within like a minute.
I'm surprised Rogan's not into it with all the floating and all that other stuff you do.
I'm
Diving
terrified.
is
I don't want to fuck with that world. I can't live in that
Dude,
world.
it's
a whole nother world.
Oh, I got
Two planet Earths
no,
here.
I got to defend the
that's what I'm
divers
talking
out there. Diving is amazing. I would do that every vacation if I could.
Yeah, muff.
Wow.
And if you're lucky enough to see a shark, because most diving
Lucky.
Yeah, most people are like, the diving instructors like, hopefully we'll see a shark. We saw one this morning when we brought people out here.
He's just bragging, trying to sound cool.
I've never seen a shark. I'm not going to play that game, but they say when you see a shark, they fucking freak out and they're gone, man. They don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, how
it
come
might be
sharks
all that
get
weird
eaten?
shit.
People
on you.
always try that.
It's true though.
I used to do a bit in my act. I used to do a bit in my act with someone who was trying to make me feel better about scuba diving, going, you know what, actually 90% of shark attacks actually happen in shallow water. And the joke was like, yeah, no shit, that's where the people are.
That's where people are.
It's called the beach.
Yeah.
It's like there's people fucking swimming to Europe.
90% of the people are in shallow water at the beach, so of course.
Of course.
But that little meal that's out in the middle of the ocean with a scuba tank on, that's a treat for a shark. Hey, look at what just
all
swam
those
up.
people that talk about how it's very unlikely that you're going to get bitten. It's impossible to get bitten on the shore. That's
Right.
all I know.
I have never seen a shark attack with somebody just hanging out in like Oklahoma.
Here's another thing.
More dangerous on the shore, my friends. More dangerous on the shore.
Well,
It might be more dangerous than the shore. You know, they've had water what's it called, bull shark attacks in fresh water, like up to 100 miles from the ocean.
jeez.
Yeah, they've
Smart-ass
spotted bull sharks, which are like really aggressive ones. They're responsible for killing a bunch of people in New Jersey. There's a famous story that they talked about in Jaws. You remember there was a story, and it was a river in Jersey.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
In the 1900s. Fresh water. These two people got killed by sharks.
Yeah, swam
Inside
up,
of like a couple of days.
swam up the river, like Joe said, about 100 miles, and ended up killing some people.
Dude, what about those like three NFL players or whatever? They go out on that. Let's go fishing.
Oh yeah.
Next thing you know, the thing capsizes and three of them drift off.
I have what happened.
They
but
gave
no
up
one wants
so
to,
fast.
I don't get the CNN interview. They were fighting for that one spot on the top of the boat. It's obvious.
The one guy that was rescued it was one spot for him, and that was it.
That thing went over. Everyone was like, fuck, I'm in trouble. I can't survive out here. And they fought for that spot. I'm telling you, That's
wow,
the only.
You think so?
I have no doubt in my mind, my friend.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
There was
That
one.
true
They were
king of
all
the hill.
friends, but they were out there knowing they're in deep trouble. They know that the water's too cold to survive. They had to get on top of that boat, and they fought for that spot. And I can't believe
my
no one
God.
has taken that theory and ran with it.
Oh my God, I think you might be right. That's terrifying.
And they were all friends. Can you
Fighting
imagine?
your friend?
Yeah, because he's
Fighting your friend for the best
dude.
spot.
Because when they found him, he's
Yeah.
sitting up there all nice, right? And there was no other spots available up there.
That's like
Wow.
Kirk and Spock going out on Vulcan when
How creepy
on
would it
Amok
be if he
Time.
wrote a book?
Because if you
Thank you.
Because if you've ever been in the ocean and jump overboard, you're pretty much floating with the boat at first. So it wasn't far-fetched to say that these guys were around the boat for the most part.
Wow.
Okay? And if the boat's drifting away from you, you're certainly going to start swimming toward the boat. And now you're in a panic and like, holy fuck, I got to get up on top. I'm telling you.
There's other things,
Holy
though.
shit.
There's also where you're drinking.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe that's a little bit
Dude,
of
that's
that
when
too.
you're really hating that you suck down all those natural lights.
Well, also, these are football players, right?
Yeah.
Football players are big guys. And one of the things
Yep.
you have to realize about big guys is it takes a lot more blood to pump oxygen through all that muscle.
Right.
True.
Those guys get tired way easier. One of the things we had when we had on Fear Factor, we had contests where you were hanging from something, like grabbing it by your hand and see, like you against a woman, see who could hang on the longest. Women almost always won. You would think hand strength that guys would be, but no, it's you're supporting your whole body,
barnacles.
and your body weighs more, and it takes up more oxygen.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at
Yeah.
Joe knows a little bit about everything. What do you think of that fucking UFC Undisputed game?
It's pretty badass.
Isn't that thing fucking great? I love it.
Even Ant likes it.
Career mode, and I was never into fighting games or anything.
Yeah.
But goddamn, that one just looks and the gameplay is great.
I have a real hard time with video games. I'm actually scared of them. The way people are scared of drugs, I'm scared of them. I get badly addicted, where I lose my whole day. I'll play like 8-10 hours in a day, every day, and I'll be obsessed.
It's the ones where you have to do repetitive things to level up. That gets addicting because you sit there, and even Travis was talking about this the other day, I guess with Tiger Woods golf or something. You get to one level, and you go, okay, just I'm going to finish this one. And you look at the clock, and you're like, all right, I got to get to bed. And then you finish that level, and you leveled up a little more, and you're like, well, now I want to see how good I am that I got a little better. So I'll start another one. And then you finish that. And video game time is a whole different time than like work time.
Oh,
work time
it
takes
flies
forever.
by.
Video game time is close to sex time, where it's like, wow, fuck, that time is flying by.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I used to play Quake online.
Oh shit, yeah, yep.
I got addicted. I was playing so much that I had a T1 line installed in my house. Like, I couldn't get anything other than ISDN, and my ping times weren't low enough.
Right.
So I had a T1 line installed in my house just so I could play Quake. I play 8-10 hours a day.
Oh, it was crazy. I was the same way with that faggy fucking EverQuest game when it first
that'll
came
kill
out.
ya.
And yeah, the leveling up. It's the whole thing with leveling. I got to get another level. I need more experience. I got to do this. And then before you know it, like you said, 10, 12 hours goes by. You're sitting in your own fucking filth. Hemorrhoids are fucking in your hemorrhoid chair.
I have a friend who used to be the manager for the Comedy Store, and he had a real problem with it, and to the point where the guy never left his house. He would play 12 hours a day.
Yep.
He went broke, lost his job. And I was talking about it, and he goes, it's so weird. He goes, I'm so good at making money in the fake world, but so bad at making it in the real world.
Yeah, fake virtual world.
Yeah,
Who
at
was
the
it?
EverQuest, he was a bad motherfucker. He didn't want to leave that world.
Ben Stein's
He was a wizard.
Well,
Ben Stein's son
was
had
addicted.
to go to. He actually took him to rehab.
Yep.
And because the kid would not stop playing, he'd wake up in the middle of the night, and there was this kid just going at it on the computer and playing. He goes, you got a problem.
My brother's roommate gave up on the regular world, and he lives in the virtual world. I forgot what game. The last I checked in, he was doing Tribes.
There's a lot of
that's
people
old
out there
school,
doing that.
But you know what? I don't see anything wrong with it because the virtual world seems to be a much cooler place to live sometimes.
It's better than the real world sometimes.
It's a lot more fun.
I'm serious.
Great.
Like you're like a bum going nowhere in life, but
That was hilarious.
I
That
love
sounded
Bill
like
just
some.
laughing.
That just sounded like some Hollywood movie. I just didn't like the real world.
I live in the
feel
virtual
safer
world.
here.
I don't really see a problem with it.
The Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix, right? Just
But I think you're right.
You could do some cool shit in the virtual
Yeah,
world.
Certainly
and
can.
look, we don't care about people that hate their fucking jobs and work in something that sucks all day and get home and just take a break, rest up, and then go back and do it again.
Yeah.
You know,
These
why
people
not?
all need to fucking grow up.
But when you when you're playing
Pac-Man at 50, what
when
the
you're
fuck is
playing
wrong with you?
Pac-Man.
That's fun. What's wrong with you, Phil?
My brother's roommate does. At least
You're a weapon crafter in EverQuest. You're the king shit. You're not
This is,
working at
no,
a
dude,
deli.
I got Brick Breaker on my phone.
love the brick breaker.
I can't keep my phone charged. Anytime I got
know.
2 seconds, I'm driving a rental car. I'm playing it.
We are so distracted.
That's my
as
elevator
people,
game.
man.
I do a quick level as I go up to my apartment in the elevator. But my brother's roommate, 12 hours a day, easy. Actually, probably more than that. Has a job, and then if he does leave the house on weekends, he unplugs his computer and does the LAN parties.
LAN parties.
Oh my god.
He
Gets
does
into it.
nothing but work to pay bills and play his game. That is it.
I'm really lucky that they weren't around when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I would have had a real problem with them. But
Yeah.
back when I was in high school, the games were terrible. It was like Pong, you know?
Yeah, it was just horrible. That we were talking about that Atari basketball game where it was like dunka dunka dunka
Yeah,
bloop,
exactly.
dunka dunka dunka
Scored
bloop,
every time.
with
There was
like the
nothing to get
horrible
addicted
graphics. It was just this big ring on a stick. Not even a ring. Look at the old we're looking at the old graphics.
It's a half a T.
5 pixels make up the guy.
Half a cross.
One
actually.
giant pixel is the ball, and
Yeah.
it just goes bloom 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 bloom.
Crazy, huh?
I used to love
Horrid.
that game. I thought it was the bomb.
It was the bomb back then, but the
Can't
stuff
get
they
better
have
than
now
this.
is just too powerful.
Yeah, really good shit,
These
man.
video games, the
Love
graphics
it.
are fucking insane.
I know. I'm so
They're
into them.
so good. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
So I was saying,
UFC
the
video
UFC.
game, every time the guys kick, I mean, it almost looks like for a second like they're really fighting.
Like it's really them. Yeah, they really went to town on that game and made it look so realistic. These guys, the moves they do when they fall down, they get knocked the fuck out. It's fantastic, man.
Yeah, we did.
Love
We
it.
did a lot of time doing the commentary on that thing too, to make it like it was like real fights.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You know,
great.
speaking of UFC, who did we have in recently who was amazing? He was an amazing guest.
Oh shit.
Oh, Forrest. Yeah,
Forrest.
of course.
He
Oh,
is
Forrest Griffin's awesome.
He's out of his fucking mind. We love him.
Dude, I thought
He's a character, man.
Yeah.
He's like right out of a novel.
I thought Chuck Liddell and the rest of them were out of their mind, but I think he's the one that. I mean, I wouldn't fuck with any of them, obviously.
Right.
But he looks
He's
like
a problem.
He is a problem, right?
Yeah, he's quite a character. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy who really enjoys it.
We
He's
love
You
going
try
there
to
and
talk. You
banging.
try to talk to some of these guys about style and technique and everything, and he goes, "I just go in there and fight."
Yeah.
Because that's all I did. I grew up. I was getting into fights. I figured I'd do this and just fucking fight. And
We loved the guy.
Okay,
He was great.
He's just a fucking problem.
Yeah, he's got a big tough fight coming up. He's fighting Anderson Silva in August.
wow.
shit.
Yeah.
That's a biggie.
Anderson is an assassin. That guy's like
God
my friend always says
damn.
he's like a real live Matrix guy.
Yeah.
He really does. He moves like he's in the Matrix. Like everybody's in a different dimension.
He's running on the
backing you
side of
up.
the ring.
Yeah, it's just he's incredible.
And then we
Forrest
finally
is fighting him.
We finally had Fedor in,
Oh wow.
and with his Russian translator.
I that guy is a very special athlete, man. You know, it really sucks that we can't get him into the UFC.
Yeah, I'm sure Dana's always trying.
Yeah, no, they're always trying, but apparently, you know, they can't work out the business end of it. So
Ridiculous.
sucks. But
Yeah.
you know, that's how it goes, right? Too bad because he's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of Ray Mercer knocking out Tim Sylvia in 10 seconds?
Hell no.
Oh fuck.
You haven't seen that?
No, we'll have to get.
Oh
Dan
my
to
God! Tim
pop that
Sylvia,
up.
former UFC heavyweight champion, took a boxing match with Ray Mercer, and it turned into an MMA match. They couldn't get it sanctioned as a boxing match. Ray Mercer knocked him out with one punch in like 9 or 10 seconds.
Wow.
It's on the internet. I mean, out cold.
Damn.
Can
find
you go
that
to show
one,
you, man?
Danny.
Even though he's 48 years old, they say the power is the last thing that leaves you, and
Really?
the hand skills of a professional boxer are so much better than the hand skills of the average mixed martial artist.
Huh.
You can't get as good with your hands as they have because they're doing just that. They're only training that, and they're doing it from the time they're young. And now, you know, you're just jumping in after a couple of years. You think you're going to be able to hang with them? Like, there's no way. You might hang with them in an MMA fight because you could take them down and strangle them. But a guy like Ray Mercer, you can't mess with a dude like that. Even though he's 48 years old, he'll knock you the fuck out. And that's what he did with Tim Sylvia. Sylvia, one punch.
Marissa Sylvia. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking it up right now. Now we got to
Oh,
check
it's
it out.
fucking crazy. Wait till you watch it. And it was supposed to be a boxing match, and like I said, with 2 days' notice, they turned it into an MMA match. And Tim Sylvia kicked Ray Mercer in the leg, and you could tell Ray Mercer was like, "What the fuck?"
And, yeah, he don't play.
We're checking it out here.
Give us a second, Joe.
Oh
my God!
Damn!
Damn,
Did
huh?
he fucking go down?
And that was it.
One punch leveled them. Because boxing gloves are, 8 and 10 ounces. Those little gloves in MMA are only 4.
Wow.
They're tiny little gloves. A guy like Ray Mercer hits you with that, you got fucking problems.
He was fucking out on his feet. Knocked the fuck out on his feet.
People are starting to realize that the type of
Steve.
striking that you use in MMA is different because of those little gloves.
Yeah.
You can do much more damage, and that when you really see it is like when a guy like Mercer, who's a real great boxer,
Right.
puts gloves on.
It's not those big padded fucking gloves. That had to hurt.
Yeah,
Wow, he hit him right on the chin.
Yeah.
Oh,
a pro
damn,
boxer
did he
hitting
go
you with
down.
that, you got fucking problems.
No kidding. Hey, did you read
Great.
about Shaq yesterday?
Yeah, he wants to fight Hongman Choi.
Is that real, or is he just fucking around?
I don't know, man. Jose Canseco just fought him.
Yeah, well, if
Maybe
you call
Shaq
it that.
thinks he could beat him.
I
Shaq,
can't.
Let me tell you something. I met that dude a bunch of times. He goes to the UFC all the time. Apparently, he trains like crazy. He loves jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, and he's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But he's huge in a different way than Hongman Choi is. Hongman Choi is gigantitis, or whatever the disease is, where he had a tumor on his pituitary glands. And that's why, he's a guy that had a problem. Shaquille O'Neal's just a fucking giant human.
He's in proportion, is what you
Yeah.
want to say.
Dude,
Because some of these really tall guys, they're not in proportion. I saw Shaq. I was on vacation at a place, and Shaq was staying at the same place. It's amazing how big that guy is. You don't really appreciate it because when you watch an NBA game, most of the guys are way bigger than
6'10",
normal, so you don't
Yeah.
really see the comparison next to a regular human being.
No, the contrast, right?
It's unbelievable.
And he's big compared to those guys.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dude,
A giant super athlete.
Canseco running around that ring, getting beat
How
up.
weird was that?
It was so. It's like, oh my god, he's running away. Oh,
How
no.
am I missing all this stuff? When did
Jose Canseco fought for K1.
Yep. Yeah.
Or was it Dream? Maybe it was Dream. It was one of the Japanese organizations. But how sad is it to see a guy who was at the top of the heap in the sports world?
Yeah.
He was a superstar. He was like, like people talk about A-Rod today. That's how they used to talk about Jose Canseco.
Yep. And there he was, just kind of getting
Doing a
hit
freak show.
and going like, I don't want to get hit no more. Let me just kind of
Well, that guy
back off from this guy. And
that giant guy, I can't pronounce his name like Joe can, but he's like 6'?
Yeah, something along those lines. Hongman Choi. He's like
Hongman
350 pounds.
And Shaq wants to fight him for real.
Hey, you know what? I'm telling you, Shaq is so big and so powerful and so fast. Hongman Choi is just getting by basically on the fact that he's a giant dude. Nothing he does looks spectacular. But Shaquille O'Neal's a super athlete.
yeah, just big giant monster.
If he was really training hard at kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, I think he would probably fuck up a lot of people.
Wow. I would love to see that.
There's a lot of guys like where you see them. They just joined the gym, like in jiu-jitsu. They'll have been like track and field athletes or something their whole life, and they just joined the gym. And like within like a couple of months, you can't tap them out anymore, just because they're so big and powerful. There's guys that are just so explosive. You get a hold of them, and it's like they're like a different thing than you are. They just throw you off.
No shit, man.
Just like they're super athletes. Like people that think they're strong. Like you think you're strong until you do jiu-jitsu with a guy who's really strong, and then you go, oh my god, I'm like a little bitch. Because there's like strong for strong guys. And a lot of these jiu-jitsu guys are like that.
Is George Brett fighting anybody coming up?
Yeah, Jose's the first one to fall.
No.
I wonder how many other guys are going to do stuff like that. They were supposed to be doing a mixed martial arts reality show.
Yeah.
I think Mark Burnett was doing it. I think that's what I heard.
Huh.
They were going to do Jose Canseco versus what's his name, the football player that had the problems with split personality disorder.
Oh, fucking Herschel.
Herschel Walker, yeah. And he was supposed to fight Canseco, but I don't know if they're still going to do that now.
Oh, Herschel would kill him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so.
Herschel, he has trauma-related mental problems.
Even better.
I saw him
Yeah.
on the Celebrity Apprentice. Yeah, he's not right. Something's
Well,
going
with
yeah.
football injuries, like people don't think about it, but they're very similar to boxing or MMA injuries. Like you get brain damage.
Yeah, you just get hit too many times.
Your noggin gets hit. Yeah, your brain starts bouncing around inside there.
Speaking of brain damage, we had Joe Frazier in studio.
Ah,
Joe.
yes.
I was listening, man. It was sad.
Smoking Joe.
I texted Jimmy after it was over. I was like, "Wow, that was hard to listen to."
Well, but he's happy because he sounds better than Ali, and he's obsessed with just making
what he
the
keeps
world
saying, yeah.
making the world know that he's better off than Ali.
Could you imagine a fucking feud that burns inside your guts for that long?
Yeah, that can't be healthy.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Like Ali's going to die, and he's going to start laughing.
Yeah, he'll piss on his grave.
You got to pick up.
He probably will piss on his grave, and he'll probably put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you got to pick up Thriller in Manila. It was a pretty good documentary on the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm a huge boxing fan, so I watched that trilogy of fights. It was real interesting because Ali could beat Foreman, and Frazier could beat Ali, but there's no way Frazier could ever fuck with Foreman. Foreman was just too big.
He was an animal.
He was one of those guys that required technique to beat.
Yep.
If you just stood in front of him and tried to bang it, you would lose every time.
Remember that day he
Took a
came
guy
in?
like Ali.
Came in and we shook his hand. Fucking Foreman's hands.
Oh my God!
It's not even real. It's like a fake movie prop that he
they're like
had on the end of his
hands.
arm. Yeah, giant fucking mitt.
Like the Thing from Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. I shook Joe Frazier's hand and I squeezed really hard, and I actually got him to go ow.
Wow.
Because his hands are,
That was probably being nice to you.
Arthritis.
There's arthritis, so I was able to get an ow out.
When he
of him.
fought Frazier, he punched him one time, and Frazier literally went up in the air and landed on one knee like a cartoon.
Yeah.
He like genuflected after he hit him.
Yeah, he was a crazy power puncher, man. And he won the title at 46 years old.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realize. When he
Yeah,
made
that's
that
crazy.
big comeback,
Mm-hmm.
when he hadn't fought in 10 years,
Yeah.
that's like a great American sports story. 36 years old, the guy was rotund. He was so fucking fat when he came back. No one gave him any chance.
Yep.
And then slowly starts trimming away his body, and he gets in fights with tougher and tougher guys, and he knocks them fucking senseless. Like, the second half of his career is one of the most spectacular sports stories ever. 46 years old, getting his ass kicked by Michael Moore, lands one right hand, and Moore is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
He had a great defense too. Do you remember that? He would just come out and just cross his arms in front of his body.
Archie Moore style. He learned that from Archie Moore. Archie Moore was a very famous guy back in, I think the 50s. I think is when he fought. Somebody could correct me. But I think it might have even been earlier than that. It might have been the 40s.
Gentleman Jim Corbett was fighting.
Yeah. And he was Ali fought him when Ali was really young, so I guess it was the 60s. And Archie Moore was famous for having this weird style. We would cross his arms in front of him.
How'd he get a punch going?
Unique.
Well, he would just swarm on you, and he was real good at rolling with punches. He was a very crafty guy.
Yeah.
Archie Moore was like one of those guys that fought like 200 times. So you had to really learn how to protect yourself in order to fight like that. You couldn't just go in there guns blazing, Ricky Hatton style. You'd never make it to 200 fights.
I missed the old school boxing. Remember, a fight would happen and the whole world would watch.
Yeah. I remember I went to see Hagler versus Leonard in a movie theater.
Wow.
Oh, shit, yeah. They used to show
Remember when
those
they used to do that? They used to have,
yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you'd buy tickets to a fight and go to Nassau Coliseum, and the
Yeah,
fight
it was
was in
fucking
California,
awesome. It was
and they'd
better
show it
than
on
being
those
there.
horrible screens.
Yeah, but what a great way
Yeah.
to see a fight with everybody else.
Oh, it was amazing.
You feel
it was
the
way
energy.
better than watching it at home. If you watch it at home, that's pretty cool. But watching a fight on the pay-per-view at a movie theater where you get to hear the commentary, and on top of that, you're around 15,000 other people,
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
yelling.
fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, the times
Those
have
old
changed.
days, man. The Sugar Ray Leonard days.
Yeah, yeah.
Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns,
Roberto Duran.
Yeah, there's really no standout boxers that are.
Well, UFC's,
Yeah,
I think Manny
obviously.
Pacquiao stands out, I think that guy's got the real potential to be the next Oscar De La Hoya type superstar.
It just doesn't have that vibe though, where people are like, "Holy shit, I got to get this on pay-per-view."
Well,
like
you know
the old
what?
Tyson days where.
I think inherently it's just been eclipsed by a crazier sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's really what it is.
Yep.
I love boxing still. I'm still a huge boxing fan. But the bottom line is MMA is more exciting. If I had to choose between watching a boxing match or an MMA match, I'm always going to watch the MMA.
Even watching, when you're watching boxing, you used to. I remember watching it, and I used to say, like, God, that would be great if you could just kick him in the face.
Yeah,
you know? Wouldn't that be fantastic? And then someone said, yeah, let's do that. Let's make it so they could box, but this guy could kick him in the face anytime. Or if he gets him on the ground, he could just put his elbow into his fucking nose.
But that's what's great about MMA is it's like it has all the aspects of what could happen in a real fight, short of weapons and somebody actually gouging your eye out. But
exactly.
you stand it up, and next thing you know, your back's on the sidewalk.
I can just go,
then what do you do?
I'm fucked. And now the guy's like over me, just
about
pummeling me.
Those UFC guys is like they're just taking forearms to the fucking head, and they'll look over and see 30 seconds left, and they ride it out. How many elbows to the head could you take? I take one, and I would just be like, all right,
enough.
Here's the keys to my car. Take my girlfriend. I'm done. Those guys ride it out and then come back and win the next round.
Yeah.
There was a fight this past weekend. It's Cain Velasquez versus Czech Congo. Cain Velasquez is a badass wrestler. Took Czech Congo down. Czech Congo is this gigantic kickboxer fellow who's another badass dude. Great fight. Cain Velasquez takes this guy down, and in the last round, he punched him in the head over 110 times.
Jeez. What the fuck?
Just think about that. 110 fucking punches to the head by a professional heavyweight mixed martial arts fighter who's sitting with his dick on your chest.
Jesus.
He's
Get
sitting
the
like dick
fuck outta
into your
here.
face, punching you in the face 110 times. What the fuck?
That's
Exactly.
That is
What
insane.
the fuck?
That, you know how tough you have to be to ride that out and not tap out?
No, I don't, actually.
Can't
Joe.
get the guy off him.
Right.
He's trapped. Cannot get this guy off him, and he won't give up. And this guy's just punching him in the fucking face.
Yeah,
over
how
and
do you
over again.
condition your head? That's what you can do, like sit-ups. You know
The
what
guy
I'm saying?
probably painted eyeballs on his eyelids, and he was knocked the fuck up, and it just looked like he was staring at the guy.
Hey, Joe, this is something I always was wondering. How come every time somebody gets knocked out, right, their legs always end up getting crossed? You ever notice that? They always look like they're just laying on the couch.
Well,
Like wide receivers. Whenever a wide receiver gets lit up, they always land on their back. Their arms are like, dong, they're stuck in the air, but their legs are always crossed like they're in a hammock.
Well, you know, if you just shut your body off, that's what would happen. So it's the weirdest feeling in the world to get your body shut off. I've never been knocked unconscious, but I've been dropped. I got dropped in a kickboxing match.
Oof.
This guy hit me with a left hook, and literally my legs shut off. They just gave out, and all of a sudden I fell. Like they weren't under me anymore. And then when I tried to get back up, they were just like they were made out of spaghetti. Like they wouldn't support my weight.
That is fucked up because that thing, he didn't punch you in the legs. That's
he punched me on
what's
the
fucked
jaw
up about
and
that.
shut my nervous system
He
off.
punched you in the head and fucked up your legs.
Yeah.
Fucked up everything. My whole nervous system. I didn't know what was going on. I knew I was in a fight. I knew I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up. I was like, holy shit, I got to get back to my feet.
He hit you in the part of the head
And
that
he hit me
controls
after
your
that.
legs.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm so retarded. I got up at the count of 8, and he beat on me some more. And then they stopped the fight. But the second one, it was more like my body just gave out, and I just collapsed, and he just punched me before that happened. But the big one was the one that dropped me the first time. And I swear to God, it's the weirdest feeling in the world. It's like somebody just hits a switch in your back, and your legs don't work anymore.
You're a robot.
Joe, do you like getting hit?
No, I don't do kickboxing anymore for that very reason. When I do jiu-jitsu, you don't get hit. It's all grappling.
When did you not like getting hit? Because I remember being younger and, you're in college and drinking and getting fights all the time with, it was all right, though.
No,
and then you get a
hated
little
it.
older and you get hit in the face. You're like, wow, that really fucking sucks.
Well, the way I always looked at it, I never had a problem with it until when I was kickboxing, I started getting headaches.
Oh,
And
shit.
I would get headaches where I would lie in bed at night, at the end of the night, and my head hurt. And I was like, my head's broken. Like, I hurt my head today.
Right.
Like, it's bruised inside my head. Like, that's not fucking good, man. And I was really terrified because I knew a bunch of guys who had boxing careers, who were like low-level professional boxers, and some of them had fucking brain damage, like real serious brain damage.
No shit, yeah.
Where you could tell they were struggling to try to talk. So I don't fuck with striking sports anymore. If you're going to fight for a living, I think it's mandatory that you do it. But I take it very seriously. Getting hit in the head, it's not good for you.
There was a time though you didn't really mind it. I mean, no
when I was
one
young,
wants to get hit in the face, but you kind of just go with whatever. And then one day you get a shot, and you're like, never again. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm avoiding this
Fighters,
at all costs
you
now.
can see what happens in them. They get changed. A lot of them do when they get knocked out. Yeah, you can see they realize like how vulnerable they are. They realize that's possible. Some guys never recover from it.
God bless you guys.
Yeah. I've got knocked out 3 times in my life.
Really?
And it's always from a blow to the head, and you just see you literally see stars. It goes black. You just see this white, and your teeth always smashed together,
that?
and then you're just on the ground.
That high-pitched fucking whine. Whee! I got knocked the fuck out once. I was on my ass, sitting on the sidewalk, not knowing what happened, and some guy was just laughing at me, and I'm bleeding out of my fucking eyebrow, just fucking bleeding like a motherfucker, going, wow, I just got fucking sucker punched so bad.
He was laughing?
He was laughing. It was this guy, like, it was during, I think I was in high school or junior high or some shit, and there was this guy, I was living out in California, this Mexican kid, and he used to hate me, and I didn't like him, but it was kind of it was an unspoken hatred thing. And he's like, hey, come here, let's fucking slapbox a little here. And we were in front of, like, the thrifty drug and discount store there. And I was going to get a triple scoop cone. And
seagulls drinking out of puddles.
So he's like fucking. So he starts slapboxing a little, and he went in with a slap, and I kind of went back. And then when I came back forward, he had a fist waiting for me. Bam! Right in the fucking eye. And I went right down on my ass, which hurt even more because, like you said, my teeth just went clank. Felt my spine. I think I got shorter. It was just wham right on my ass, and I'm bleeding. And as I opened the one good eye that was left, and it started like the tunnel vision started stopping a little, I just were like, like motherfucker. I wanted him dead for years.
Dude.
Yeah, he was a real prick. Big
That's
fat
a
Mexican
dude that knocks the
cocksucker.
guy out and isn't scared afterwards. Like, oh my God, what did I do?
No, he loved seeing the blood and seeing me on my ass.
I know, right? It's not like, am I going to get sued? Am I going to jail?
He didn't give a shit.
That was the days when you didn't worry about lawsuits.
Yeah,
That's not good. It's not good.
He got knocked out by Jack Nicholson in The Departed.
Border
He
patrolman
felt funny.
shot him.
Yeah. There was a time you didn't worry about lawsuits and all that crap.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
I just got knocked out over dumb shit. I remember it was a blizzard of 78, and we got snowed in at the Blue Hill Regional School. So we're sleeping in the gym, and they had these ropes hanging from the ceiling. So me and my brother start swinging on them, and as we're both facing each other as we're going by, like laughing as we get closer and closer. Then there was that one fateful time we both had a look of panic. We passed each other, dude, just like two bells, and like the back of our heads just bam, right off the ropes onto those little AMF pads.
Yeah.
And then, like assholes, I swear to God, not even an hour later, we get back on them again.
Oh, my God.
Same thing again. Both times.
You got knocked out twice?
I've got knocked out 3 times in my life and twice within the same hour.
That's real dangerous, man. That's real dangerous.
did it
You get
again?
knocked out more than once in a day.
My best knockout was because I called my good friend the N-word.
Oh, well.
Really?
Apparently not that good friend as you thought.
No, Joe.
You called him a nigger and he punched you in the head and knocked you out?
Yeah, but see, that sounds really bad, so let me explain. Like, I was part of the basketball culture growing up, and I had a lot of black friends, and I was playing a little pickup game, and Gary was on my team, and he sunk a fine three-pointer, and I pointed to him, and I said, nice shot.
No way.
But you said it with the A. You were like, nigga.
No, I went ER, but because
no, you
ER
didn't go
was
ER.
The ER was way in back then. But Joe, I mean, to defend myself, they were using it among each other, so I figure I'm part of the black culture, so I could use it too.
There's nothing wrong. Listen, it's just a fucking word. What's important is intent. The problem is you've given people the ability they use this word like it's a magic ticket to be able to punch you in the face anytime they want.
I was complimenting my friend, and that's the
course.
truth.
All you had to say was my and use the A and have A, but you just
I gotta.
No, you can't get away with even that with some.
No,
I know. I'm joking.
Joe,
I'm just joking.
I got a chip tooth to this day, and I don't even think I got the full word out before I was out cold on the basketball court.
Wow! And what did he say when he woke you up?
We never talked again.
What? He didn't apologize? Nothing?
Hell fucking no.
Oh, my God.
That's how I remember it. I don't think we ever talked again. That was obviously the end of the game for me because I was like, in La La Land.
It's all right, because you're still white.
Silly.
Right.
How do you guys feel about the word faggot? Because I keep hearing, this is the latest that I keep hearing.
That's the new
is that
N-word.
That's like the same as saying nigger. It's like for gay people. Gay people can call themselves that, but you're not allowed to use that. I'm like, that's nonsense. We already have one fucked up word like that.
Yeah.
We don't need another fucked up crazy word.
I think intent on that one and context is all all important because I've used the word faggot my whole life as far as saying to friends, you want to come out? What are you doing? Don't be a faggot. Grab your mitt. We're going to the fucking play some ball or something. It had nothing to do with gay. Nothing to do with being gay.
We're going to lose.
I fight this all the time. I'm like, this is silly. I got in a big argument with a gay comic about it in Boston. I'm like, this is silly. It's intent is what's important. You can't have fucking another magic word. Well, we've been saying it our whole lives.
Well, we lost the N-word. We're losing the F word.
I'm not giving up retard. I'm not giving up fucking you're retarded.
Give up. You can't give it up.
No.
You're not saying you have a disease. You have Down syndrome.
Yeah. Right.
You're saying you're fucking
You're
retarded.
just being a fucking retard is what you're doing.
Joe, you got to continue fighting the good fight because we're pretty much losing faggot. And fast forward 2 years, the list will be ridiculous of words we're not allowed to say.
Ground. That's how I feel about the fanny pack as well.
And
I'm bringing back fanny packs, and I'm bringing back faggot.
And I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand where you're not allowed to say a word that other people are allowed to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that's what the gay guy was saying.
That's what confuses me.
That makes sense.
No,
you know what it's like?
It
It's like
doesn't make sense.
this is what it's like.
There's
it's like
consequences if you use the word.
No, I'll tell you what. That's like you can't kick the shit out of my little brother, but I can.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's nuts.
It's not nuts.
It's a magic
makes
word.
sense.
I think it's nuts, man. If a group of people are allowed to use the word, why am I not allowed to use it? I mean, if I'm going to use it, there's consequences. I could get the shit kicked out of me,
why would you
right?
want
I can't believe that.
I just
for saying it as a friend.
Bill, to be honest, I probably wouldn't use the word. I want to be able to.
Yeah, well, I do a
I
joke
want to be
about
able to
how
say
I use it only on stage when I'm explaining like that it's talking about the word. That's the only time I use it, either on stage or when I know for sure there's no black people around.
Right. I only use it in my car with the windows rolled up after I've been cut off.
Look, I don't think that like saying like faggot. You can't compare it. You weren't like enslaved and dragged here from another country. There wasn't like that whole kind of thing.
They don't show importance to the word.
Gays
don't show importance to the word.
I think they're trying to piggyback onto
sexy.
Well, they want to have their own special word. It's discriminated.
Forget it.
I love how Bill just goes,
Why try? Why try?
Why am I
you know what? I got an hour and a half sleep last night. I give up. I give up.
Man.
Brandon's saying that 2 minutes ago I said I was never knocked out. I think Joe Rogan was saying he was never knocked out.
Yeah, I said I've never been unconscious, but I've been dropped.
And if I said I was never knocked out, that's a lie.
No, you
I mean,
said you were
Gary.
knocked out. He probably just
Gary knocked the fuck out of me.
That's so fucked up that guy would think that it's okay to do that just because you said a word, even though clearly your intent wasn't to insult him.
Dude,
clearly.
he's standing out there. There's other black guys in the court, and then he has to come off like he gave him the permission to call him that. He's lucky he didn't stomp your head after it.
Bill,
how ridiculous is that?
Bill is absolutely right. He had to.
I'm
not happy about it, but now looking back, I'm like, he had to.
Yeah, he had to.
No, he had to save face with his boys. But I thought I was in.
Another time I got knocked out. Another time I got knocked out. I got run over by a Jeep.
Really?
I was racing my brother home, and he could always beat me from a dead stop. So I was like, I know, I'll cross the street as we're racing. And I swear to God, I thought I looked, and I drove right out in front of this guy, and I got hit. Next thing I was upside down. Last thing I remember seeing was the bumper and one of the front tires.
Wow!
I wish I had video to see how I didn't get run over because I woke up and I was laying right on the double yellow line. Like I was knocked out for like literally like whatever. The amount of time it took the guy to pull over because I stood up and ran to the sidewalk, and the biggest dude you ever saw get out of this Jeep crying like a baby because I was like in second grade, and he was just like,
oh
my God, I hit him.
His life's over.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I'll buy you a new bike,
That's your worst nightmare.
Oh, my God.
If you're driving a car. Hitting a kid?
Oh, damn.
Fuck. That's your worst nightmare.
It would be horrible.
You ever sprint across the street without looking?
Yeah.
What a
I
great
feeling.
feeling.
Once when I was 20.
What a great feeling.
Main Street, 25A. Aunt knows where I used to live. A very busy street. The ball would go across the street, the basketball mostly. And every once in a while, you would sprint without looking. I guess because you know that you were running so fast that the odds that you would actually get hit.
That's insanity.
Fuck that. Holy shit.
I remember as a kid, I did that a few times.
Look
for
both
real.
ways, you nut.
And what a great feeling, though, man, when you get to the other side.
Hey, Bill, let me ask you this, man. Bill, when you were knocked out, you said you've been knocked unconscious 3 times.
Yeah.
Did you feel different after like the 3rd time? Do you ever feel like maybe you lost a step?
No, because
I'm not saying you're retarded.
no, because it was literally like they all happened like second grade and then twice in like the fifth grade. So your brain just recovers then, I think.
But you are saying that your memory's going a little bit.
Oh, my memory is going. No.
I'm just wondering, because
No,
I know the question in MMA has always been how many times can you get knocked out where you can still safely compete.
All right. Well, I basically smashed heads with my brother who was in first grade, which is obviously not the same as getting punched by Chuck Liddell. So.
Well, it is for a first grader.
Banging
Decent
heads
point.
was the worst feeling.
Decent point.
Heads banging together, man, is scary as fuck.
That clunking
Oh,
sound
that
is
clash.
just...
What about the head?
Dunk.
Yeah, on the asphalt.
Yeah,
And when you play with the Nerf football and somebody go up for it, and you hear that classic coconut. Boom.
Oh, man.
It's somebody's
so
head.
bad.
That makes people puke.
Have you guys
Not the
ever
person
seen
that falls.
Nigel
Like
Benn?
what?
If you guys are boxing fans, Nigel Benn fought Gerald McClellan, and they clashed heads. This is like in the 90s. Gerald McClellan was I think he was the super middleweight champion at the time, or maybe light heavyweight. They clashed heads, and Gerald McClellan started bleeding inside of his brain.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he sat down in his corner. He gave
TKO.
up. He went down to one knee, sat down in his corner, and immediately blacked out. And they took him to the hospital. The guy had bleeding in his fucking brain. He's never been the same since. And that was from a headbutt.
Wow.
God damn.
They were both trying to hit each other, and they came in and clashed heads, and one guy had a harder fucking head.
Yeah, apparently. Wow.
I mean, it was a long, drawn-out boxing match, and the guy had lost a lot of weight, so that makes you even more. When you see
more
guys
vulnerable.
like cut weight, it makes you very vulnerable to head trauma.
Oh, have you ever seen that? Like when you watch
dehydrated.
like boxing, somebody the crown of their head will hit somebody right in the orbital of bone of their eye. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, that's serious shit, man. How about fucking rugby?
Yeah, that's a wild sport.
Those guys are fucking
Let's do
animals.
that with no safety equipment.
My brother was a hardcore rugby guy, and nothing but props to him. I mean, that sport is insane.
Yeah, that sport doesn't get nearly as much props. I'm really kind of surprised that it never caught on in America. It's almost like it's so rugged, and it beats you up so bad that like football players are like, listen, let's just say no to that.
He played for Oneonta, and I like to think I'm tough. I like to think I'm tough, and then I saw him play rugby. I'm like, fuck no.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't
compound fractures.
Hell fucking no.
And they're always doing shit like digging their fingers in each other's asses and shit. The scrum, they fuck each other up.
Yeah.
They do nasty shit to each other.
Unfortunately, one of my brother's friends...
I wasn't aware of that.
Unfortunately, one of my brother's friends got paralyzed playing rugby, and guess what? They continued playing.
Oh, my God.
Next year, they're out there playing. Never stopped them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's someone close to them.
Wow.
Yep.
And, there's not even any money in rugby. It's not like you're doing it for, millions of dollars.
They just signed a $20 million rugby contract.
Guys,
you never hear that one.
It takes a special person, man. These guys loved it.
The A-Rod of rugby.
They
How
loved it.
popular it is in other countries, but just not here.
And now my brother's waiting for his third kid and stays away from all that.
Yeah, once you have kids, man, that turns you into a giant pussy. I had a daughter a year ago. I'm a dad now. I'm a huge pussy now.
Oh, really? What has changed, Joe? Besides the obvious,
you want to nerf the fucking world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're like, why is everybody going so fast? What the fuck?
Slow down.
Easy, I got the baby.
Rounded corners with padding and everything, yeah.
Your instincts, your protective instincts.
You know what? I wanted to stop the show for a second. The brilliance of Joe Rogan. I want to nerf the world.
Nerf the world.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. My brother brings over his daughter, and she's one, and brings her over to my house from his house, which he put down like fucking padding in his living room. He had hardwood floors. You go in there now, and it's this interlocked like puzzle pieces of colorful padding. So again, I go, this is your fucking house now? I go, Joe, this is your house? We snorted coke like fucking madmen. We smoked fucking freebase, and here it is with colorful puzzle piece things. So he comes over my house, and I might as well have, this is my end table made of like samurai swords. It's wonderful. This here is a glass table made of shards that were glued together, and every time the baby goes by, I find myself like taking my hand and like cupping whatever is sharp around the baby's head.
Yeah, definitely.
And everything is sharp.
But imagine if it was your baby. It would be an even more intense feeling because literally it's like you. It's a part of you.
Yeah.
It's a very innocent, I mean, it's better than you. You actually would probably die to save the baby.
Yeah.
That sounds like bullshit. That sounds like something in a movie.
No, but you're right. They do. They get like that. My brother fucking, I call it sleeping next to the bean pod, like in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Because the one thing you're doing is, I don't want to be one of these. I gotta stay awake. I gotta fucking do this. I can't do this. You fall asleep. You're like, dude, this is the greatest thing. It's not bad. You have a baby. You fell asleep next to the pod.
Well, it's because your brain produces a ton of oxytocin. Oxytocin is a chemical, and I talk about it on stage. I say it's to keep you from eating them when you get really hungry. But that's really what it is. It's like this incredible love drug that your brain produces.
Wow.
And if you think it's cute, like
I
you
get
wanna
that during a
protect your
blowjob.
brother's baby. Your baby is just you can't believe how much you love them.
I was talking to Jim Brewer about being a parent, and he told me you understand murder when you become a father, and you understand, and you also realize that you are capable of killing another human being when you become a father.
What was his reasoning
just
there?
if like someone is fucking with your
someone
kid
fucks
or
with
something,
him,
you understand that you could actually kill somebody.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. He's like, yeah, I
Especially
understand what
coming from
murder's all
Jim
about.
was like the nicest guy.
Yeah,
ever.
I know.
Oh yeah, he's like, no, you understand that you could actually kill somebody.
You
'Cause
dead, Hammer.
Because soon as you see,
I love Jim.
Yeah, he said, as soon as you see your kid crying and someone caused that, all bets are off. You
There was
understand that you could kill.
There was a story in the news today. I was driving in. This creep out on Long Island, I think it was. He had a camera rigged up.
Oh, what a great story!
For
yeah,
a 16
yeah.
and some 16-year-old girl was in the bathroom, and that's who he was.
But the camera was in another house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was in another. Like he really
it wasn't like a
rigged this
tenant
thing.
or nothing. He actually somehow got into this room of the neighbor's house and set up cameras.
And they talked to the father of the girl. And he was like, he goes, I know this probably isn't the right thing to say. He goes, but I want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
He goes, I want this guy dead.
Yeah.
And you know he meant it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's like that guy. Remember a long time ago, his kid was taking those karate classes, and he got molested by the teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And they're bringing the guy
they're
out.
bringing him through
The guy
by the phone
turns
booths.
around. He blew the guy's brains
He
out.
was standing by the
television.
payphones. Yeah, he was standing right by the payphones. The cops were leading this guy out. It was like a fucking Lee Harvey Oswald, Jack Ruby moment.
How
And-
much time did that guy wind up doing?
Not a lot.
Nope.
We did that story on a
He
show.
spun around, missed all the cops that were around this guy, and fucking nailed him with a headshot on a spin.
Look, they had to put him away for a little bit, but in the end, they kind of understood the guy's
course.
side.
And
And
the guy
much time
right
did
away
he do, a
dropped the
year?
gun, put his hands up, and just went,
Yep.
all right, my job's done. Go
Yep.
ahead, take
That's
me
all
away.
I wanted to
That's
do.
all I wanted to do. Now,
Yeah.
consequences, schmonsequences.
Yeah.
But how much time did he wind up doing? Does
I
anybody
don't know.
know?
We're looking at it. Danny, the king of the internet, is looking it up right now.
I need
How
it
could
down.
you convince, if you were on the jury, how could, I mean, that whole, you
I know.
can't have citizens taking the law in their own hands. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, it's
He
tough.
saved me
it's
money.
tough to vote against that
Taxpayer.
guy.
Probably
Yeah, I do
father,
it.
molested.
You got to kill them. Child molesters, you can't fix them.
Revenge, no, not revenge. What's that? What's that goddamn word for it?
Vigilante.
Oh, yeah, right,
vigilante.
That's what he got arrested for?
Yeah, well, no, I'm not sure. We're just looking for a search.
The Paul Kersey.
You'd
Paul
be amazed
Kersey
at how many
statute.
martial arts instructors wind up molesting kids. I've heard a bunch of stories about that.
really,
Really?
Yeah, that's
Holy
pretty
shit.
common, man. I've heard it a bunch of times.
Well, yeah, a lot of child molesters usually go into things that keep them around kids.
Yeah,
Like that's
how
why
fucked up
everyone
is that?
gets suspects. Because it's
Scouting.
like, scouting, fucking baseball coach or little league coach or something. It's like they always put themselves in
Yep.
these positions where they're able to be around kids a lot.
Do you remember when Michael Jackson was going to buy a house in Vegas across the street from an elementary school?
Yeah.
They were like, "No fucking way!"
Yeah,
it's like
stop
that's like
it.
Dracula moving into your neighborhood. Literally.
I
Here's
just
a guy
want to
that
go
doesn't wanna be
across the
seen in
street and
sunlight,
play.
Yeah.
And he wants to fuck your kids, and he moved right next door.
Great.
Joe.
He's got millions of dollars. He can hide
Imagine
things.
being the guy on the block though with the son with the like long blonde hair, the cutest kid on the block, and
Oh,
you're like,
my
wait,
God.
Michael Jackson is moving in the fucking neighborhood.
Oh, and you know
Oh.
Michael Jackson probably. I mean, he's got to be giving those parents money. The only way those
Yeah.
parents are letting their kids play around him in the first place, he's got to
Yeah,
be
of
helping
course.
them out. It's really like a vampire movie.
Yeah.
It really is.
Frightening, man.
Hey, Joe, you're on Twitter, right?
Yes.
What's your name?
JoeRogan.net. It's spelled DOTNET. I couldn't get Joe Rogan. Somebody already got it.
Wait, so that's your Twitter name?
Yeah, well, it's Joe Rogan. If you could find me on Twitter, just search Joe Rogan.
So it's
Joe Rogan, DOTNET, all one word. That's my name on Twitter.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah, I follow you, Opie Radio. I was watching your Kevin Smith video cast.
Well, it was horrible.
But it was still kind of cool, man. He's at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, I turned off my. I was dumb. I turned off my. I got an HD flip that I love, and I turned it off, and then I got footage of him at Carnegie Hall on my cell phone. The only reason
what does he do when he does those shows? Is he just talking about?
You know what? It's a great concept because I mean I was telling Jimmy, being a stand-up comic like yourself, people expect laughs. He went up on stage and he's just talking to the audience, getting huge laughs. But I think in a way the pressure's off. He could tell some stories. He does some Q&A, and they were on the edge of their seats. That they loved him. I loved him.
He knows how to tell a good story.
He's a great storyteller.
Take a lot of these behind the scenes things that happen in his life and in making movies and shit like that, and just he tells a great story.
You know what?
Yeah, I've seen video of him doing that stuff online.
Yeah. There's plenty of it.
Yeah, he's a very interesting guy.
I don't say it enough. I saw when I was wandering around the country, I met Joe Rogan for the first time because he stood up for us when we did the church incident, and he was at the Comedy Store, and I was blown away by Rogan's comedy. Blown away.
Oh, well, thanks, man.
And I wish you would come, east more often so we could see you.
I know. I've been lazy, and ever since I've had my daughter, I've been trying to stay at home a little bit more. I've been traveling a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's thought provoking, and I don't know. I really like your stuff.
This stand-up special that I did that's on Spike this Saturday is I think it's my best stuff yet. I'm pretty happy with it. But now I got to write a whole new act.
Yeah. That's what sucks for you guys.
Right, now do it again.
Brutal.
Yeah.
People want to hear some of the old jokes, like people yell out stuff like do this, do that, but you got to give them a bunch of new shit too. It's mandatory.
You know what's funny, Joe, is they always end up yelling out the punchline too.
Yes. Hey, do that joke, flying squirrel pussy people. What the fuck, dude?
Great.
Yeah, that's the last sentence. Thanks.
I always say, do that to get to the other side. Then you got to be like, hey, why'd the chicken cross the road? It's just like, all the shock's gone there, buddy.
Well, yeah, they don't understand the structure.
Well, Joe, we just did an hour like it was nothing.
Yeah, I love you guys, man. Like I said, I'm a huge fan still. I still listen every single day. Whenever I'm in my car. My only problem is it's not live here in the West Coast.
I know.
A West Side version of the virus.
Yeah, we were trying to set the time where we start a little later, so then we get some West Coast action. But maybe someday we'll figure all that out.
Yeah, because it fucks us up. Like drive time here, we don't get you. It goes right into Ron and Fez, which are great. I like Ron and Fez, but I like you guys better.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Rogan.
I got to fix my tweet before I send it because I want to do the @Joe Rogan so you get some followers there. But I just wrote.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I just wrote, ask Joe Rogan what changes when you become a father. His answer: you want to nerf the world. I love that. I love that line.
Really, what it is, man. You really feel like you just want to cover all the hard corners.
I like it because it comes from a tough guy like Joe Rogan, who's seen and done it all. All right, Joe. Talking Monkeys in Space is the name of the special. Premieres this Saturday at midnight on Spike TV.
Yes.
Check them out. Very
Thanks,
funny,
guys.
man.
I miss you guys. Can't wait. Next time I'll be in New York. I'll have to come in for a couple of days.
Wait, are you doing the UFC thing in Philly?
Yes.
Oh, we'll be there.
All right.
Oh, are you guys going to be there?
Fuck yeah, we're going to hook up.
Okay, what is that? That's on a Friday? You know what I'll do? How about I'll fly in and I'll come on your show. I'll come in on Thursday night. I'll come on your show on Friday morning and then go.
Fucking rock, man.
Book it.
All right, we'll do that.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Take care, Bill.
All right, Joe.
Joe Rogan. God damn it. That was an hour?
He is the shit.
That was more than an hour.
Dude, I got to no, he's like
the shit, man.
He is really, really underrated as a comedian just because so many people, because he's had such a big TV
You know,
career.
there's the fear-
that
yeah,
they
fear
don't
factor
understand.
thing, yeah.
They don't he's had like, but I've been doing this 17 years, and there's like a half dozen sets that I that stand out in my mind of guys I saw, and one of them is his. I saw him at the Aspen Comedy Festival in like 2003. I mean, he's a brilliant comedian.
Really fucking fun. The thing is, he's been an actor. Seen him on TV shows and stuff like that, and then Fear Factor, and then with UFC and stuff like that, and then a comic. It's kind of like the weird thing to
Yeah.
throw in there, and you wouldn't think like, oh, what is this, some guy who does a comedy as a hobby or something like that? No, he's fucking hysterical.
And I'll be honest, because of the Fear Factor, when I saw him at the Comedy Store, I'm like, all right, well, what?
Oh, the Fear Factor guy?
No, but I liked Fear Factor, but it was in two different categories. Fear
Right.
Factor, how could he be funny on stage? And I sat there, I was blown the fuck
multifaceted.
away.
No, I think that's
blown away by
that's-
his stuff. Really smart and thought-provoking, things too.
Well,
in there.
hopefully, I remember talking to him right after this special came out. I think this is going to be a huge thing for him.
Yeah.
I hope they captured.
They captured his
Yeah.
insanity.
No, it'd be great for stand up if
Yeah.
they did. Yeah, it's always great when a guy as good as him puts out a special and it's killer. So.
Right on. All right, we got lots to do still. Fucking PETA is after the Obama fly thing.
I knew it. I fucking
Get the
called
fuck
this.
outta here.
Dude. It's a funny little story.
Are
about
you finally
Obama
defending
getting bugged by a
Obama?
fly. Yes.
Are you finally defending Obama?
Of course I am.
It took him killing a fly
When
for
he's-
you to be on board?
Of course. Murderer.
No, we'll talk about it next. It's amazing. And then we got a lady that is obsessed with rabbits. She's not allowed to have rabbits. She continues to have rabbits, so she's in deep shit. And, the man impersonating his dead mother
That's
is the
a good
story
Norman
of the day.
Bates story, man.
So
love it.
So
Love
more
it.
with Bill Burr in just a minute here. But first this. Bill Burr in studio, filling in for Jim Norton. You're going to be here tomorrow, too, right, Bill?
Yes, I am.
Nice. We like when
Nice.
Bill stops by. He's got a nice little angle on everything. Nice little take.
Yeah.
We
Kick back and let Joe Rogan deliver all the
Damn,
laughs.
man.
That's my angle.
That was an easy hour, wasn't it?
Oh,
so everyone has seen the Obama killing a fly video by now.
I missed it.
Yes.
If you haven't, then you're just not connected to the
Cruel.
internet.
Cruel
You
to
missed
the
it, really?
I missed it. Whatever. He killed a fly.
We got the
Yeah.
audio. It might be worth playing.
Get out of here.
That's the most persistent fly I've ever seen. Nice.
His first kill.
Now, where were we? That was pretty impressive, wasn't it? I got it. I got the sucker. What do you think, Gibbs?
That is very good. It's on. It's right there.
It's right there. You want to film that? There it is.
I like how they can't just smoothly get back into the interview. They're going to keep
Very
talking.
good, Mr.
That's right.
President,
Yes,
very
you,
good.
you
You-
killed the fly.
Killed that fly. Very good.
Well, it was a nice shot, wasn't it? Well, yes, it was.
Well,
Good.
that's
So-
where it should
Little
end.
fly family is going to get a.
Why can't we just?
We
send
regret
some-
to inform you that your son, the fly, was killed in action today by the President of the United States.
That's where it should have ended, but here it is. PETA wishes. I just heard.
He didn't call the fly a sucker.
Right.
Yeah.
PETA wishes Obama hadn't swatted that fly.
Why? What is
Well-
their reasoning? Every life is sacred.
I hope they all get malaria. You know, you get it from mosquito, don't you?
PETA.
Whatever, same thing.
Hate
This
PETA.
this first line is going to kill you. Listen to this. The group, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, wants the fly swatter in chief to try taking a more humane attitude the next time he's bedeviled by a
Trap
fly
it
in
and
the
let
White
it go
House.
in its own fucking in a big pile of shit. How are you supposed to? What are you supposed to do when a fly is bugging you? Because that's what they do. In your ear, landing on you. You kill it. Mm-hmm. What do they want you to do?
Well, PETA is sending President Obama a catch-a-bug humane bug catcher, a device that allows users to trap a housefly and then release it outside.
Catch and release a fucking fly.
Right. You know what's funny? I love animals and I can't stand PETA.
Yeah.
They just didn't, I don't know, the way they do it is just, I mean, first of all, you're talking about insects here. I mean,
Yes. Let's stop.
yeah, fly, you know.
Draw the line somewhere. What can we kill? What would PETA
It's not like he
be a
grabbed it
problem?
by the wings and started pulling its legs off. as he-
Yeah, burning it with a magnifying glass on the news.
Like we used to do.
Of course. It's fun.
You do it one time, and then you're like,
Is
oh,
that the
gosh,
catch and
what am I
release?
doing?
How does that work, Danny?
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not quite sure.
Does the fly through the tube and go inside?
That looks like too much work.
No, that's like a.
And it looks
I have no
ugly
idea what that is.
if you're trying to keep up a nice.
It looks like the
apartment or
thing you
house.
wipe your ass with that we were talking about the other day.
The comfort stick.
Comfort stick.
Did you buy a comfort stick there, Bill?
I was just watching that black guy breakdance when he realized he wasn't the baby's daddy.
Come on.
I'm sorry. What is a comfort stick?
All right, let's get through this, and then because
then we'll go for
you're a
comfort
fan
stick.
of that late night TV.
You like the infomercial?
Oh yeah. I buy stuff.
I know,
Set it,
you-
and forget it.
You brought the fucking
ShamWow.
ShamWow, and
You turned us on to the
I
ShamWow.
bought the little onion yeah, and look what it did.
Yeah.
A couple
The
months
chopper.
later,
That's right.
he bites a hooker.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
All right, so the Catcher Bug Humane
I
Bug
see what you
Catcher,
do.
a device that allows users to trap a housefly and then release it outside. We support compassion even for the most curious, smallest, and least sympathetic animals, PETA spokesman blah, blah, blah said. We believe that people, where they can be compassionate, should be for all animals. This is
It's
a
not
joke.
an animal. It's a
Is this-
bug.
Is this the Onion?
Yeah, what is this?
This
It's the Onion. Yeah.
Is it the Onion for real? Is this a real story? I don't want to be tricked.
No, it's real.
Come on. Really?
Doesn't matter, even a fly.
During the interview, well, then they explain, and blah, still, swatting a fly on TV indicates he's not perfect, this guy from PETA said, and we're happy to say that we wish he hadn't.
If it was, if it was, like, say, George Bush that did that, I think they'd take a little more of a hard line. They seem like they're like, well, we really wish he wouldn't have done that. They'd have been like, protest!
They're smart. PETA's
There's-
smart. They know
right there.
they would get headlines today.
PETA on president's fly. He isn't Buddha. He's a human being, and human beings have a long way to go.
Boy, kid gloves, man. Even PETA. They would have been all over a Republican. All over it.
Fucking Iran.
But
Still
they did-
rocking it.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Come on,
There's some
Iran.
trouble going on over there.
I think it's more because he's a black guy. If he was a black Republican, even then they would have to tone it down a little.
I think you're right, but you never see a black Republican as a president.
Don't you guys have a couple just to
Yeah,
you paid them off to
just
come
have
out and be
around.
like, nah, they're good white guys.
Just to zoom in with the camera. They zoom in on them at the conventions and stuff.
Dude, it's all a crock of shit anyways.
Oh, thank you,
course it
Bill.
is.
That's
It's-
my
it-
new,
it's for
that's
those-
my new take. I don't give a
That's
shit
why
who's in there anymore.
Yeah.
I
What
really
if Obama said, we're going to get you out of Iraq? He left that whole part, yeah, and then we're going to send him to Afghanistan. Dude, have you ever watched like one of those things on like the Navy SEAls
Oh,
or
yeah.
like the Army Rangers, the Special Forces? You could send a dozen of them in there, and they'd come back with Osama's head in like 8 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
need to send all these aircraft carriers and crap in there to get.
No. Send a few squads in there. Know what they're
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Are they golfing?
Yeah, you guys
In the rain?
You guys finish the show. I got to watch golf.
They're golfing in the rain?
Dude, it is pouring at Bethpage Black, and Tiger Woods is
Juicing.
wow. He's hitting in the woods. He's not having a good first round.
Look at the weather. It sucks. How do you play golf in that?
What a nightmare.
Stop it.
Tiger Woods is huge. He's on the juice, man. I'm telling you.
You think?
Oh,
That's a bold statement.
Look at him.
Oh,
and then he misses.
for bogey. That was
For bogey.
I think Tiger's
Double
2 over
bogey.
already.
Oh, no.
After 5 or 6 holes.
Tiger can't play in the rain.
All right, Ed. Jesus.
Just can't. He's playing like shit.
I connected the dots there.
I wasn't even trying to make any kind of racial joke. I swear to you, I was not even making a racial joke.
All right.
I'm trying to think what the racial joke was there.
God forbid.
I know. I'm trying to
God
figure out what
forbid,
it was.
after listening to you for years, that I would assume that.
The Tiger can't play in the rain. I'm like, wait a minute. Where's the racial? Where's my racism there?
Well, it's raining so hard that. All right. All right.
That he
that's-
would have
I
to- would he have to
apologize.
Does it go
swim
back
and he
to a
couldn't?
swimming joke?
I thought you were going for a swimming joke.
Okay.
I really did.
No, that would really be raining.
Huh?
That would really be raining.
Well, it is raining like that. It's raining cats and dogs.
Oh, Opie, come on. That was
What?
inappropriate.
The
After
comfort
the PETA
stick
story.
Comfort
Yeah.
stick for Bill.
Please.
You must be busy. You're not watching late night TV. This is all the rage. Can we play the commercial for Bill?
Yeah, this is
We did an hour on this the other day,
This
but we
is-
got to get your take on this one.
Okay.
just
we got to
fucking
get. Some people said it was the best hour we've
I
done
thought
in
it was
years.
a parody.
For
I
over
thought it was a
100
parody.
years,
Yeah,
we've
listen.
been scrunching and folding toilet paper.
They make it so
Finally,
hard
there's a
to use
better
toilet
way.
paper.
Comfort Wipe, the sanitary paper extension arm and holder. The first improvement to toilet paper as we know it since the 1880s. It extends your reach a full 18 inches while it follows the
fucking
contours of
fat
the
are
body
you?
and comfortably cleans.
Exactly.
It's as easy to use as a shower brush.
Oh.
Just pop on the toilet tissue and when through, just press the release button and the tissue drops right into the toilet.
Does it?
Think about it. Toilet paper is really archaic and disgusting. The Comfort Wipe is a
Yeah, but
modern
having that
solution.
around the house after
That's
it's been
right.
up your ass is
Never
fine.
touch another dirty toilet tissue.
Being a big guy certainly has its advantages and its disadvantages. This is a great product.
It's embarrassing to have someone help you with your personal matters.
Jesus Christ.
The Comfort Wipe allows you to maintain your dignity while you maintain your personal hygiene.
Comfort Wipe, the sanitary paper extension arm and holder. The first improvement to toilet paper as we know it since the 1880s.
What happened
It extends
in
your reach a
1880?
full 18 inches while it follows the contours of your body and comfortably cleans. So if you or someone you love suffers from the loss of range of motion, or if you're someone who just doesn't want to touch dirty toilet paper, don't be embarrassed. Just get a Comfort Wipe.
So it says-
Order now and we'll send you the Comfort Wipe for just $19.99. Plus, we'll send you the Get a Grip. Just pay separate shipping and handling.
So
It's the
pull out the
assist
shit?
handle that
Oh.
installs in seconds. Getting in and out of the tub has never been more comfortable. You get it all, the Comfort Wipe and the Get a Grip. The entire $50 value for just $19.99. But you have to call now.
You know what
I
that
get
is?
it.
That's just the fat fuck bathroom gift pack.
Yeah, that's what it is. They show a young girl
Handles to pull
using
yourself
it.
up out of the tub.
Yeah.
You slip and fall.
I have a question about this thing because apparently the way it works is that you take the toilet paper and you squish it in that hole at the end.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, I guess it's air pressure that pops the toilet paper out of
Might
what's
be
holding
mechanic. Oh, it does look like a little
like a
plunger.
little plungy thing.
Yeah.
So how is that holding toilet paper like tight enough where you could
Where
wipe your
it's
ass?
not just gonna. How many times does the guy come back with that and the
and
toilet
it-
paper's gone?
Gone, and there's just shit all over the end of the
shit on the end of your fucking thing. Now you got to wash it.
Oh, yeah. Being a big guy has its advantages.
Yeah.
For what?
And its disadvantages.
You get to feel what a heart attack feels like before all your friends.
just on a daily basis.
You can hide things in your double chin.
And then that woman, having people help her. She needed people to wipe her ass. And then they're grabbing their shoulders and going like, ooh, ow, ooh. Like wiping her ass is such a workout.
Well, wouldn't you use your other fucking arm at that point?
Maybe you go lefty for a little while. Oh, what's the matter?
I've been on hold.
Oh, with who?
I want to order one of them.
Oh, you're ordering one?
Just start telling them how out of shape you are.
Hi. I need to get a grip and a...
I separated my shoulder
extension
wiping
arm.
my ass. Can you help me with a product?
There is no need for a shit stick. Unless, you're
Jesus.
a giant fatso.
It's not easy to order one of these fucking things.
They're flying off the fucking shelves over
How many
there,
do
I
they
guess.
sell of those in like Houston, Memphis?
Oh, yeah.
Some of the
you
fat
know it.
cities.
Big fatties. The big fat
Oh, you
cities.
got to
You're
call
right.
another number just to get a live voice.
Atlanta.
Why?
The number they give is like automated ordering.
Oh. Yeah.
Fuck.
'Cause you don't want to talk to somebody about that fucking thing.
guess
I
not.
need your shit stick.
I tried.
Chicago. It's got all those failed linemen from Nebraska that didn't make it to the NFL. They just kept eating like they still had a game on Saturday. Now they need a shit stick.
Shit stick.
Get a few of them on The Biggest Loser every year. Ex-athletes that can't.
You know what's the worst? Those guys
that
is-
don't work out anymore, so the weight just,
Yeah, and they lose all the weight and the elasticity. It just never comes back.
Oh, you watched Biggest Loser?
I did up until like last season.
You're
my
finally
girl, my
out?
girl always watches it, and and they start crying. It's just the funniest thing ever.
This might be too inside, but the last season of Biggest Loser, an old guy, he was in his 60s, pretty much had like a heart attack scare. The first workout, fell on the treadmills. His glasses went askew.
My glasses.
They had to rush him off. He gets voted off like the first or second week, okay? Now the season's over. 4 months later, they bring everyone back for the live finale to determine who was the biggest loser, and they bring this guy out. He lost 150 pounds. He's thinner than me, and they don't even ask the guy how he did it at home.
Wow. Well, he kept falling off the treadmill, and he'd be passed out for 3 days without eating.
Yeah, the guy was old and in horrendous shape. Kicked off the show, comes back, and an amazing weight loss story, and they don't even mention. I'm thinking maybe he had his stomach stapled or something. They just don't want to
before
mention.
Somebody seriously dies on that show,
and then it'll be it.
With that lady screaming at him.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. Man impersonates dead mother to get Social Security benefits. Anyone?
You know, I think somebody who does some shit like this, they ought to. They should have a lenient sentence just for the creativity.
Yeah, he really did go all out.
Yeah, he did.
That's not just,
He's showing a lot of initiative. If we give this guy a legal job with his stick-to-itiveness and his
Authorities
array
say
of
49-year-old Thomas Parkin is an accomplished impersonator. So good, in fact, that he collected $117,000 in Social Security checks and rent subsidies by impersonating his mother, Irene Prusik. She died in 2003, but authorities say Parkin impersonated her for years, going as far as donning sunglasses, a wig, and a dress to conduct her personal business.
This comes out number one. This guy's not stupid. This guy's very smart. And, I think, his schemes were absolutely brilliant.
Authorities say the man on the right in the surveillance video, Milton Romolo, was posing as the woman's nephew. Wow. He has also been charged in the case.
You have anything you want to say, sir?
Investigators say Parkin falsified his mother's death certificate and lived in his mother's townhouse, collecting rent subsidies and falsely claiming that he had a disability and that his mother was still alive and was his landlord.
And then he dressed up like his mother.
Oh, man.
And he even had a scarf around his. Maybe they explain the next.
Yeah,
clip.
no, but you know what
a
made it
scarf around
funny?
his neck to hide the Adam's apple.
But you know what made it funny was he went down there with a buddy of his. So you know they had to have been laughing in the car.
Oh, yeah. Dude, look at this fucking check. Rocks.
But the home had been sold in foreclosure after Prusik died, and a dispute arose between Parkin and the new owner, and authorities got wind of the alleged scam. As they investigated, Parkin dressed up as his mother and tried to keep the ruse alive.
He wore a scarf around his neck so that it would prevent us from seeing the Adam's apple. He had large sunglasses even inside the house when we went to see him, and he had an oxygen mask on his face as well.
He and Romolo are charged with grand larceny, criminal impersonation, and other charges, and they're both being held on $1 million bail.
$1 million?
$1 million bucks is like...
Are you kidding?
That's like murder
no,
shit.
You get less money for murdering someone or less bail.
But you fucked with the Illuminati there.
You fucking
you can't. You're trying to get.
You're
trying to get off the wheel. They don't let you do that.
Off the wheel.
I like how he dressed like Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, I know. Look at her. The big fucking glasses.
The red. Got the red word.
Nice. Look at her signing that thing. Yeah. Where do I sign, Sonny?
It's their money, Anthony.
Yep.
It's theirs. They give it to you, and your job is to get into debt. And if you don't, they take it away from you. That's how it works. You're not supposed to dress up like dead people and get free shit.
So that's why
$1 million bill. Yeah, $1 million bill. God, they put him in the bottom of the prison with all the sodomites.
He fucking makes sense sometimes, Bill Burr.
I wasn't listening, though. How did they catch him? How did they get suspicious?
Standing up.
Well, they said that because obviously the mother did die, and the house that he was trying to hold on to was sold.
How did it happen?
And I guess he wanted to live in the house, so he just dressed up like her, and a dispute arose between the guy that bought this house and the son.
Okay,
so that's how it got brought to the authorities' attention.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Terrible.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. How did your mother die?
Speaking of which, this is worth playing. Sam did a backstage with O&A that features Steve prominently.
Oh!
Listen to this.
And now, backstage with O&A, here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and here at the Opie and Anthony Show, we have a fleet of interns who stand around all day long with their thumb up their ass. We grabbed one and put him to good use.
Mike, you're one of our new interns.
Yes.
What do you hope to gain with this internship?
Pretty much just learning how a radio station works, hang out in a creative environment with people who are funnier than me. Hopefully some of it rubs off on myself.
I have an assignment for you.
All right.
I need you to get to the bottom of why in the year 2009 Steve C has a cell phone with a stylus.
What do you want me to do, get to the bottom of it?
You need to find out why somebody would do that.
All right, where is he?
That's your job, right?
Yeah, I think he's in the studio right now.
Are you going to find him or what?
Yeah, I'm not going to go into the studio.
But will you do this?
I will do this, sure.
With the assignment given out, it was up to the intern, whose name I've already forgotten, to figure out why a man who claims not to be completely retarded would have a phone with a stylus.
All right, Steve, can we have a moment of your time?
Sure, Mike. Anything for you.
Well, I've been put on duty to inquire about why your phone has a stylus.
The phone is actually a touchscreen phone. It's a Samsung... Wait, no. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a something.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what the fuck it is. And it's actually a touchscreen, but my fingers are too big to actually hit the buttons accurately, so I have to use a stylus to hit the buttons.
So it's a glorified handicap device.
Go home, Mike.
See, this is why I don't want to interview, because I don't want to poke fun for the show when, it's a conflict of interest here.
You're still here.
Do I have to leave now?
Bye, Mike.
Sam, see, now you're getting me kicked out of work.
Good riddance, son. Hopefully your next mission will result in more than effeminate whining and utter failure. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Oh, damn.
You can't set up the
That's
new intern
great.
like that.
Just sold him right out.
See, this is why I didn't want to do it.
See, this is why I get in trouble.
That's pretty funny.
Came here
Stop
to learn
whining.
about radio.
Oh, my God.
Stop it.
Let's go to Dave in Chicago. Dave?
Hey, Opie, why would you really want to get one of those handy wipe things? Birthday gift for that fat fuck, Artie Lane?
Oh.
Hey.
I made up with Artie, actually. That was more an off-the-air thing, but we made up. Whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's dandy around here.
Let's go to Bobo. Bobo!
I come for a wipe. I use it on the highway in Jersey. Then I throw it at the homeless bums because I think it's funny.
Boy, he's...
More
He's
Bobo.
trying so hard.
Bill Burr's here. He gave you a thumbs up. More.
Then I just go and I take a picture of it and I use it to make E-Rock puke.
This is his Bruce Springsteen impression.
Wow, Bill gave you another thumbs up. Another one.
Keep going.
All right, let me think of another one. Then I go use it some more. I just rub it on the guy who wrecked my car.
Keep going. You're on a roll here.
Then anyone who tries to rob me, I just throw it at him.
I'm not hearing like Jersey or anything.
Yeah, the Jersey thing.
I'm on the highway in Jersey. I throw it at a car that belongs to a Philly fan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Give me like one more. Give me like
all I can think of at this point.
Give me one more. The thing about the air conditioner. Do that one.
About the air conditioner?
Yeah, do that one. Hurry up, because we have to go to break.
I can't think of a good one about an air conditioner.
Come on, we got to go to break. Hurry up.
Come on, just think on your feet.
I throw it at the guy who did a half-assed job of fixing the air conditioner.
Jesus Christ.
Ew.
All right, punching out. Hopefully I'll see you guys Friday.
All right, boo-boo. See you later, boo-boo.
Watching that video of Bobo where you see his nostril hairs jetting out of his nose.
Why is Footer mad at E-Rock? Let's say hi to Footer.
I just like what is printed up there.
Yeah.
What's up?
boys? No, it's real simple. I'm sitting in my car and I'm really kind of bored. So the best way to get on the air is to just remind everybody how fat and how slobbily E-Rock is. That's it. Really nothing more, nothing less. Need some attention, and best way to do it.
It just says E-Rock is a big fat slob.
There you go.
Yes,
Footer knows how to get on the air.
Everyone starts laughing.
It's just funny.
He knows how to get on the air. That's good.
Who likes shrimp? Bill, you like the shrimp?
I like shrimp, but when I really think of crustaceans, there's always going to be somebody that remind you, dude, you know what they eat, don't you? Oh, thank you.
Eat shit
They eat
and-
fish shit. All the fish shit that's at the bottom of the ocean, they eat it.
Here's what the shrimp has to be. I don't eat little fucking popcorn shrimp. I don't think it's got to be
The
big,
biggies.
fucking
Jumbo.
good, fresh jumbo shrimp. Very firm to the touch, like a cock.
veiny.
And has to be deveined.
Oh, come on.
You got to clean that shit out. Devein that motherfucker.
Hell fucking no. That
I
gives a
don't need
little
it.
flavor.
Ugh.
To the shrimp.
A little flavor.
Sometimes a little of that seaweed
And
squishes
it
out into your
leaves a
mouth.
little flavor to the Jersey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The air conditioner.
I can't come up with another one. I got to come up with another one, but I don't know another one.
You know, I went to a steakhouse recently, and they came out showing out all the steaks, and then they also had
Nice.
lobster. And I thought the lobster was like a prop, like it was plastic, and the guy grabs it, and it's like alive. And I really like.
Oh yeah, it's a little close.
That's when my PETA thing kicks in. I just really have fucking difficulty not eating
They don't
lobster.
care.
Is that they have to boil them alive?
They don't care.
Why can't they just fucking knock them out right before they do it?
Because
then
the
they
thing doesn't have a brain you can
No, they-
hit and knock out.
No, because they
It's
release
stupid.
hormones and then the taste goes away.
It's stupid.
Doesn't taste as good.
It's a stupid fucking shelled thing that doesn't feel the pain.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You drop it in, its fucking claws go up like that.
It just goes up. You know what it's
What
like?
is it? Watching football? No,
Let
it's
me
in
show
pain.
you. Let me show you a video. Let me show you a video of what it's probably like.
Is he doing the wave in there?
Right.
You got
What do you-
that one?
Why do you think his
And he-
claws
and
are
he-
now
he
out
never
of the
sits
boiling
back
water?
down again?
Right.
Yeah. Let me show you a video of what it's like for that lobster.
All right, first of all, I resent your real calm, I know everything tone about crustaceans.
But I do. I do.
Okay, he's
I want
starting
to
to
show you a
convince me.
video. Here it is. Here is exactly what the lobster
Not this
goes
video.
through.
Not this.
Don't pay no attention to these two guys or anything.
No, I'm not watching this. Is somebody going to, like, fucking Joe Theismann their fucking leg here?
No.
Is somebody going to shit in somebody's
you
mouth?
Know me. I don't like those videos either.
I don't like this. It's from another country. This
It's
is going to
from
be
India.
bad. This
It's
is
from
going to be
India.
bad.
No, this guy just. Oh. See, that's what the lobster feels. Instantly, nothing. And his arms went up like the claws.
I think we lost Bill.
Uh-oh, Bill.
Why did he do that?
He made a boo-boo. He touched the wire
Well, you see
like
a wire
guy.
above you.
I
You
think
gotta-
he thought he was
you
just
gotta
going to
grab onto
walk
it,
along
though.
with it,
Yeah.
like a little arm rail thing. And and if you look longer,
I
you'll
got to
notice
admit,
his head is on
he
fire.
fell funny. Can I see that again?
He fell funny.
He sure did fall funny.
Play the whole thing out.
Well, it seems like people are saying.
Now watch. Notice
He's on fire.
his entire head is on fire. By the way, his whole head is burning. In an instant, that guy was alive, dead.
Well, what are they yelling? Get water?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a delay here at the station for a little while. If you want to take the bus and transfer to Jamaica Station, that's fine. We have a dead cooking guy on the roof.
The best part of the video, but no one's, going with it with me, is the guy that goes on the train after
Oh,
this
I know.
happens. Like the train's just going to take
Like
off.
it's going to leave. Look, he's on fire. Right
Dude,
there.
he
Look,
did
the
that.
wire is
Weren't they
burning.
yelling at him, get off the train? He's doing this on purpose. What's going on here?
No, I think he was just walking. Oh, are they trying to get him down?
Yeah, they're trying to get him
All
down.
right, they're trying to talk him down.
Are they? Because they ride on top of the trains.
Yeah, but
we
no,
learned that
no.
in Slumdog
You know something?
Millionaire.
I didn't even realize that. They're trying to get him down.
He's just nuts.
And wow, look at that.
That's fake.
No, that's so real.
That's CGI.
Oh, it's so real. Wow, huh? And then he was dead the second he touched it with his hands, but then his head had to hit it too. Bam! You hear that power? Bam! Bam!
The thud.
And then he
feel
just.
like he didn't electrocute someone in the train.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
Oh, the fall is fantastic.
They're reporting it was a suicide, not an
accident.
An accident.
Yeah.
Come on.
He realized I touched
That
that.
seemed, yeah.
sober
They were
Johnny.
like, get down off the train, and he was like, no, I'm doing this.
That's a hell of a way to go out, though.
What? The guy felt nothing.
Fuck that aspirin
That's the
shit.
lobster. That's the
way to
lobster in
do
the
it
pot right there.
No, it isn't.
Lobster in a pot.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Lobster's dead immediately.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It's boiling water.
No, it isn't.
His claws go out. He's done. Cooking.
No.
Cooking. No.
No. If I dropped you in boiling water, would you instantly be dead?
I'm not a lobster. I got a brain.
A lobster doesn't have a brain.
No, it has a brain that fucking... It's barely a brain that controls its fucking instincts.
This is the arrogance of man. I know what a lobster's thinking.
Tell me, where is it written that a lobster has a divine spark? Come on, bright eyes. At least they spit it out today. And they're tasty as shit. They really are good.
No, they're delicious.
Yeah.
I would like to continue eating them. I'm just saying, just give it a little right hook before you put it in the pot.
Right hook.
Give it a couple shots of brandy. Can you do something for it?
Nah.
2 in the back of its little lobster head?
That's going to be a messy lobster. Going to be picking shells out.
I don't know. It just
After you
doesn't.
dip it in the butter.
You know what? In the next life, when you come back,
I hope you come back a
fucking-
lobster and they put you in a pot. Here you go. What's this guy doing?
he's got a knife and there's a lobster.
What did he do? It's a magic trick?
What's he doing?
Just for like 2 seconds. It's kind of disoriented, you know?
Oh, he clocked him in the head?
Right behind the head here. Okay, this area. There's no only way you just...
It's a chef. There's a lobster on a cutting board and a huge knife on what would amount to the lobster's back.
Oh,
right in it.
Okay, this is the most humane way. If you're dealing with...
God damn, I think he just executed that fucking thing. Why are they laughing, though? That's a little...
Because it's a lobster.
Well, apparently, that's supposedly the most humane way to
Yeah.
kill the lobster before you cook it. Is you just kind of
That's like they got
get him in the
fucking-
sweet spot.
That's how they got Maury in the fucking car in Goodfellas with the fucking ice pick. Wow. Just didn't think he'd ever shut the fuck up.
You know what it is? The reality is I'm just too spoiled, is that I can just go to the grocery store and get food,
Right.
so I'm not hungry enough. You know, you get past a certain
Living
level of hunger.
things.
Oh, yeah, I choke out my dog. I told you I got a dog, right?
Choke him out.
You got a dog?
Yeah, I did. Check this fucking
You got
thing.
a pit bull, right?
I got a blue-nosed pit bull. Look at that motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
Look at the mouth on that thing.
It's greatest God, dude.
like
I'm
a
telling
steam
you,
shovel.
there's such the shit that people say about these dogs. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's true, but when it's your dog, they love you.
Of
and
course
dude, you
it
walk
does.
down
Right
the
until it
street.
bites your
I've been
face.
doing this joke in my act. I said it's like having a gun you can pet. You just walk down the street. People just get the fuck out of the way. It's awesome.
A gun you could pet.
It's awesome. It's the best.
Does it ever
goddamn-
show anger in front of you?
No, it's
When you're
really
just
no.
hanging
It's been, dude. You know what it is? Any dog has the potential to bite you, but these things have the potential to rip your face off. Little dogs, when they're barking at you, are not like, I'm gonna bite your pinky. They're thinking I'm gonna rip your face off. They just can't
They
fucking
can't
do it.
They don't have the goods.
These things can actually do it. So I find that people who have dogs like these, I mean, you definitely have like morons and shit, but like. You feel more of a responsibility. When you see dogs off leash, 9 times out of 10, they're those little fucking Paris Hilton dogs, and they keep running up to her. She doesn't do anything. She just sort of looks at them. But eventually, I know there's going to be a lawsuit.
Just going to bite the head off of one of those fucking little
And,
yappy
I won't get
dogs.
sued. I already looked at it. If my dog's on a leash and yours isn't, and you come running up and you're talking shit.
You're already looking at what the fucking get you in trouble with this dog, aren't you?
No, my girl got it when I was on the road, right?
That's always a nice thing for girls to do.
This is what
by the
she
way.
does. She goes, okay, I did something. This is the message. I did something. It involves both of us. But don't worry, I think you're going to like it. And I find out, and she goes, okay, I agreed to foster this dog for a week. I'm like, what does that mean? She goes, I'm watching a friend's dog for a week. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's a week. It's great.
What's up with that?
The next time I call her, and she goes, okay, yeah, so the dog's here. It's awesome. And at the end of the week, if we want to keep it, we can. And if not, they take it to the shelter, and they're probably going to put it down. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Great.
Then I find out it's a fucking pit bull, right? And then I'm coming back on a Monday. She spent 2 days with the dog. She thinks she's going to go to work, and I'm just going to meet the dog in the apartment.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Hey, how do
fuck
you
I
do?
am. You're taking that hellhound to work with you. I'm going home, and I'm sitting in my apartment. When you come home, you call me, and I'll go downstairs, and I'll meet you and the dog in the driveway, and we'll all walk in together, which we did. And the dog was kind of looking at me like, dude, what's up with you? And then I just pointed to a picture of me on the mantle. I'm like, I'm the guy
see?
paying the fucking bills.
Yeah.
And it's been cool ever since. And I was all ready to get rid of it, but dude,
Wreck
after
anything?
2 days, I fell in love with her. I was just like, this
Did it wreck
I-
anything?
It took one swipe at a door, and then that was it. It had a little bit of separation anxiety. It gets freaked out when you put it in the car. It doesn't want to go in the car because it got banded. It just stands there fucking shaking. I got to pick it up like a baby deer and get it into my.
You got paw prints in your car now. Kind of smells like dog.
Was it a
puppy? No.
Puts its bare asshole on your carpet when it sits down. Does its little asshole go right on the carpet?
No, it doesn't.
Does it? No.
No.
What's
creepy? What sort of dog fetish
This is
do you
what I'm
have?
thinking. No, this is that. Now I got your attention. That's what I was trying to do.
No, you
This is
weren't,
why
you
I don't
weirdo.
Yes, it
Don't
is.
try to spin it
'Cause
around
here's
after
what
I
have.
said that. That's exactly what I was trying to do. I was trying to think that I had some weird dog fetish.
No.
You know, Anthony,
When
I
you
thought I
have
was
a
going to go the whole
dog-
fucking show without arguing with you, and then you had to get all fresh.
Dogs are meant for outside.
No,
yes, they are. When a dog takes
You know
a
what,
shit,
Anthony? You
and
should be
comes
living
your
in a
house,
fucking treehouse.
It comes in your house
With a
and then
loincloth.
sits. When a dog sits, it doesn't sit on its tail or on a fucking diaper. Its asshole is now on the carpet. Or people that let it up on their furniture and it sits on the couch. Then you put your head right where dog asshole was.
And then what happens?
Who wants to
Then
do
what
that?
happens?
Then you got fucking dog asshole face.
No, come on.
Yes.
Was it a puppy? Or is it a puppy?
It's a year and a half old. We have no idea what it's done. It looks like it was about 27 and 2 when we picked it up.
That's a great line.
It had been bit once. Yeah, still like his
that's a great
front
line.
paws was still wrapped. Still had the wraps on it.
Perfect dog for you, by the way. No surprise that you said it's a pit bull. None
Dude,
whatsoever.
I've always been terrified of these fucking dogs, and now I absolutely, totally sold on the breed because I've had one for 6 weeks and nothing has happened yet.
Right, 6 weeks.
Shows love when you come in.
Oh, yeah, it's beyond. But I've learned a lot of shit, though. But like as far as having separation anxiety, you can't make a big deal about you leaving or coming home. So when it sucks because when it's flipping out, when I come home, you got to kind of ignore it a little bit till it calms down. And now it's been totally cool. And it doesn't fucking drag its asshole across the
No, I
mattress.
didn't mean
And
drag,
it's
it
not.
just has
It's
to
not
sit.
up on the furniture.
Just has to sit.
No asshole prints in your apartment?
Is it a male? Is it a male?
No, it's a
No,
female.
female.
All right. Okay. Good. When they go into heat, that's nice. Is it fixed?
No.
All right. Good.
It's going to bleed all over the place.
Bleed.
It's going to be
It's
great.
going to fucking bleed.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
No,
You
I'm
get
gonna,
fucking little
I'm gonna get it fixed.
Rorschach
I gotta get
tests
it fixed.
all over
Even though
your
I said in
fucking
my
house.
thing, I if I ever got a dog, I'd
You'd
keep
never
its
get it
balls.
fixed. Yeah.
But the balls don't bleed all over the apartment.
No, they just get that white cummy shit that comes out of the dog dick when they lay down.
First of all, Anthony, to act like you're not some sort of filthy animal yourself, and the amount of fucking Anthony DNA in your L-shaped couch after you
my
play
shit.
video games for fucking 11 hours.
My shit. Not doggy shit.
Oh, all right. Well, I found a new line.
You're so funny. I can't wait till you're fucking beating this thing over the head with a frying pan trying to get its goddamn crocodile jaws off of some kid. Fucking dog piece of shit. What
was I
love him.
thinking?
He's great. Fuck. Just seeing your fucking career going down a toilet bowl with some
Dude, you know
kid
what it is? It's
screaming.
everything that I said I wasn't going to do.
Yes.
I said I wanted to get a puppy. I said rescue dogs were out of their fucking mind. And not only do I get a rescue dog, I get fucking
a killer.
I get Posey. I get Posey from the Dirty Dozen.
Can we be happy?
Stop pushing!
Can we be
Come on,
happy?
stick him. Stick him.
Can we just be happy for Bill for loving something,
All
Anthony?
right. Yeah, I
Jesus.
can be.
All right.
No,
Happy
it's
for Bill.
I absolutely.
He's got a little smile when he talks about his dog.
I love the
I'm just
dog.
not a
I love
dog
it. I
person.
miss it
What's
when
the
I'm
name?
on the road.
What's the name of the
Aw.
dog?
Cleo.
Oh, okay. Can't beat you up
See,
too bad over that.
That's good.
Yeah, you
Cleo-
can. It's
Cleo's an
it's
all right
short
name.
for Cleopatra. Somebody else named it because it called it Cleopatra because it was so beautiful.
Aw, that's sweet. I'm just not a dog person, Bill. It's not me. Yeah.
Really, I didn't notice. I know. What if you fucking stuck it in a pot of fucking boiling water? It doesn't feel anything. It's a furry crustacean.
Dogs are
Not a
mammals.
dog
They
person,
feel
not a people person.
No, I am a people person.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be the right people.
Yeah.
The ultimate game. That's what he considers them.
Person,
Rick in
I have a
Florida.
big pot that I put people in and say it doesn't hurt
Dogs
them.
sit on their hind legs, Ant, not assholes.
Yeah, all right.
That's Rick in Florida.
All right, Rick. Whatever you want to
Oh, well,
say.
this guy.
Yeah, well, then they lay down. Their balls and dick are on the
Right,
on the
it's on the
floor,
thing.
too.
David-
And the male dog that gets that yellow, white, pussy shit that comes out of the tip of their fucking dick sheath.
I hate when they sit there and they say too, like when a dog licks you on the face, like you're not supposed to be repulsed. Be like,
Cleaner than
it's
any-
cleaner than the fucking shut up.
Yeah, just licked his asshole and
Damon in Jersey. Damon.
Licked his asshole.
they
You
do.
really
They
are-
lick their assholes.
They don't.
Dogs lick their assholes.
They
sit there,
don't.
They look at you up with that look like, don't look at me, and
They
as
don't.
they're just licking their ball sack, their asshole. They do. They lick their assholes. How do you think they clean
All right,
them?
let's
What,
go
they
to-
wipe?
They
use
lick
the
their-
fucking.
they don't lick
use the
their ass.
comfort wipe
No.
for dogs.
They don't toss their own salad.
Sure they do.
Let's go to Damon. Damon's got some advice for Bill. Damon.
Hey, it's Jameson in Jersey. What's up, fellas?
Oh, that's we're
Hey,
way off
Bill,
on
I'm in
that
your
one.
favorite city right now, fucking dirty Philly. Anyway, fucking hate this city. Anyway, listen, you know what happens when this fucking dog gets lockjaw around some 5-year-old girl's neck? You know what you got to do, right? You got to stick your finger up its ass to let it, to make the jaw let go.
Oh, is it? What
Is that really what you're supposed to do?
That sounds like an
Oh,
urban
yeah,
myth.
look it up.
All right. Thank you.
Later.
Because we started the show with 2 hours of material, we
Yes.
got to get out of here soon. But the shrimp story that I brought to the show here.
Oh, right.
So we asked if you like shrimp.
I guarantee you, dachshunds fucking bite more people. It just never makes the news.
Yeah, because they rarely rip the face off of old ladies or children.
I'm gonna get a pit bull.
There's no.
Dude,
there's-
they're great.
There's no.
And you know
beagle
what?
Fights.
You wouldn't have to deal with fucking. You know, if Anthony was your cunty next door neighbor, if you got one of those, you wouldn't have to deal with them. He'd
Really?
slither right into his fucking
I don't deal with them anyway.
video
the
game
neighbors.
hole.
Yeah, I have my backyard. I'm fenced in. I don't care. Got my artillery. That's all I need. Don't need a fuzzy fucking
Actually,
dog.
you know what? You really annoyed me that you made fun of my dog.
See, he's very protective. Look at Phil.
Look at
He's
that.
like a
Look at
little
that.
daddy.
Look at that. Like,
I'm
cute.
not saying it isn't an adorable
It's a fucking
dog.
great dog.
Dog is a very good-looking dog.
Do you miss it now that you're in New
Yeah,
York?
I'm actually on the road. Yeah.
Do you talk to it? Does
Put it on the phone.
No, when I when
put
I
Cleo on the
Skype.
phone.
Yeah, when I Skype, I whistle. I whistle to it. And I watch it cock its head. I do that shit. Watch the thing looking at me, like trying to figure out. Like I hear him,
How does that
but
work?
I don't know where he is. I'm actually worried because I've only had him for 6 weeks and I'm gone for a month. That she's going to forget who I am,
shit, yeah.
and then fucking grab me by the jugular when I come through the door.
So it is in the back of your mind a little bit.
Oh yeah, it totally
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Well,
okay.
my problem too is I like to roughhouse with dogs, so I really have to watch.
Shit.
I think
I put her in a half full Nelson. You know,
Yeah.
get her in the airplane spin, put her down on the rug.
grab the jowl. Do you grab the jowls and twist the head?
No, you
around
know
a
what the
little
big
bit?
thing is? You can't play. You play that tug of war game, then you fucking turn them into maniacs.
Oh, yeah.
You can give them a couple of jabs.
When they do that, and they pull back, and it's amazing how they could get such footing. I don't know how dogs can get that
Oh,
footing where
dude,
you can't.
this fucking dog,
bug-
I could water ski behind it. Dude, when it crouches down low when it wants to go somewhere, it's like a marine. It's just like,
Dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun.
going under barbed wire.
Oh, shit.
That's great.
That's
No,
funny.
I finally realized, whenever you see these guys with pit bulls and they have like the chain leash, because you feel like when you got that little strap one, it's going to break.
Yeah.
It's not just to scare I mean, part of it's to be like, oh, look at me, I'm a big macho guy with my dog. But, I'm telling you.
You need a metal chain.
Yeah, when that thing wants to go somewhere, like, I'm getting like Popeye forearms walking this.
You should get a skateboard or something. Let him just pull you
Or
along.
rollerblades like the dog whisperer and look like a
Oh,
douche
does
as I
he
go
do
down the
that?
street. No,
We have 3 minutes and they're going to cut us off today?
Yeah.
Is that real?
No, we're not going to get cut off,
We got
but
breaks,
you're going to
though,
take
and
Ron and Fez time away.
We're into
Ah.
the R and F show.
All
As
right,
they
let's
call
get
it.
the shrimp story out of the way here.
All right.
Doing? Nothing.
What kind of an
It's
awful
just a
parent?
shrimp. I don't like shrimp. Why? What's wrong with it? Don't put it in my face. Put it in your face. Touch it. What is wrong with it? There's just a shrimp. You eat it. Touch it. Like that with one finger.
No.
Come on. Don't be a wuss. Don't be a big baby. Just touch it.
They
I like
just
this.
made a stripper.
Old school.
You know what?
Oh my God.
That's old school parenting
You know
right
what?
there.
Yeah, that is old school.
Go fuck yourself. Jesus
What horrible
Christ.
parents.
Don't be a
Horrible.
wuss.
Go fuck yourself.
Those are the worst parents ever.
Ah,
You know what?
Christ.
It's because she videotaped it that
Yeah.
made it bad.
Yeah.
But
How bad-
other than that, that was pretty
how
much my
bad do you need
childhood.
to
How
be
do you scare your child like that? Look at her face. Danny just freeze framed. The poor girl
Fuck
is
this
so
woman.
scared How do you petrify your kid like that?
What about the guy? Have you seen that? You know that crazy graphic where you think you're playing a video game and all of a sudden like that alien comes on screaming? That guy who did that to his kid?
Yeah. Oh, the kid
and
was
he's like, Daddy, why? No, like that. That's how you raise a really sadistic human being.
Yeah. They just made a stripper right there. In that moment, they made a stripper.
Or an angry comedian.
Yeah.
Or a radio show host.
Yeah.
Kid's definitely getting in show business.
Yeah. Look at that poor kid's face. It's horrible. What is that under? Where can you find that, Danny?
If you
Cunty
YouTube,
mothers.
Scared Shrimpless.
Scared Shrimpless. The shrimp is in quotation marks.
Jesus.
Scared Shrimpless.
What are the comments? Are they pissed off?
Worst mother ever.
Good. Fuck that.
That's
woman.
horrible. LMAO.
Your mean mom.
Love shrimp mom.
And everyone who's laughing had a childhood like that, and they think it's fucking funny.
Exactly.
But how bad would you want to like scare the shit out of the mom like she just did to that kid? Like make her walk across a mall parking lot late at night.
What could you put in her face?
Right, something that just scares the fuck out
homeless
of her.
guy's dick.
Right.
Just
something.
touch it, you wuss.
Dude, you know
what's
what would be
wrong?
great? If the kid was smart enough to know to just fucking... Oh, are we done? Shit.
Are we
God damn
done?
it, I hate it.
Oh.
To just
Wrap
know
up.
to lay there with fake blood out of her mouth on the bed, like she's dead, and then have the mother walk in and be like, "Oh my God!" and the kid just goes, "Ha ha ha." Well, looking like just put some fake blood on the back of your pants and leave the window open, like something horrible happened.
Speaking of which, Jim Norton in West Palm Beach
Yes.
this weekend. Go down and check out his shows.
All right. Well, Bill's going to be here tomorrow. BillBurr.com. But July 13th, Punchline in San Francisco, a great comedy club.
Yeah,
Bill
it's
will
awesome.
be there. PunchlineComedyClub.com. All right. We'll see you tomorrow with Bill
man.
Burr.
Later.
See you tomorrow with Bill 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 Burr.
Later.
See you tomorrow